Yeah, because you should have the normal stats, right? And then just you want to just create your own spells, or would you like to pull a?
Oh, give me something simple. Don't make me create too much this early.
There's one at the bottom that you can just create from there, right? And I'll just frame it as a level 1.
You talking about down here?
Yeah, see right there, there's one at the very bottom. That shows you kind of the structure of spells.
Oh, I got you.
That was the person who's come off with the easiest.
So are we doing one, I get one spell for a day? Is that what this wizard does here? Are we doing, you said OSR, so I'm not sure how hard we're going on this.
No, so right here, it should have, oh. Did I actually leave that off? It should have said 17 spells.
17 spells?
Yes.
Okay.
So here's the thing, in Trinamyk you actually have cantrips, level 0 and level 1. So cantrips, they recover during the day when you rest.
Okay. Oh, so,
Well, good rest. But level 0 is overnight. Level 1 through 7, you have to expend points for it based on the level.
Okay.
Which you want to be able to cast, right? Or modular system, you say, we're just going to be like other systems, you get everything overnight, right? But I don't ever play that way, but people have the option to.
Okay. So last thing while you guys, if you look at the front of your character sheet in this box.
You know what, I'm gonna change my mind. I'm gonna go with thief, I don't wanna do this.
Where you're from, that gives you a native
Give me a thief out of there, we're gonna switch.
And then if you have an
Would you-
I don't wanna think that hard.
Would you like to play a rogue thief? You're able to do that.
Yeah,
I'm not sorry, I'm sorry, rogue thief, a rogue wizard.
So
No,
pick your-
thief is
They're all fighter
if you-
Give me a thief.
The fighter thief.
And then
Alright, I
if you
think
have
they're all
L2,
on
you
there now.
get one more language. If you have L3,
okay.
L2 and L3, you get 2 more languages.
You want to grab that while he's writing?
There are other spells I can give you to cast, but
But some of you should
That's
have.
alright.
they're with the other sheets.
Oh,
All of you should have these
soldier scouts.
So if you're German,
I
then
think
German
soldier
would be
scouts
your
kind of what you
native
want to go
language,
with.
and then
Simple
you,
rogue
I think
fighter.
you get one more, right?
Is that you?
General's
Is that gonna be
for-
your,
Did you find me something?
a simple
So you are
rogue
going
fighter?
down the island
Yeah,
off
that'll
the
work.
shores of
Soldier scout?
Australia.
Oh,
Let me just
This is the OSC ones, right?
so,
With a little red.
kind of.
just go.
Those ones are my demo.
Oh, here, let me put this
There
back.
is another stack.
Yeah, I thought so too, but,
I just,
that's okay, if you.
sorry, I'm in a moment that I have a
So
sidetrack
the other
now.
thing is you're going up against
I can figure it out there.
crime bots. So there is a possibility.
What I'll do is go from this group and stuff.
Oh, can you look underneath the book?
So you guys can plan.
Unless you just set the.
I hadn't.
Oh, no.
But here, I'll use these ones.
Things we can't even talk to each other.
Because I'm gonna steal from this one, the fighter.
Yeah, there should be one
I
there.
had that one thing where one instrument only.
I'm gonna go really-
I had 4 instruments play.
This is where I get bothered when I, once I something as simple as that,
Well,
right?
it's not urgent.
Just a stack.
They couldn't communicate.
stack it
out of my
Did
element.
everything. I said, "Yeah, we'll do
Maybe
everything."
we hit it for you. Just
Fine.
The best part is
Maybe
like, what
the
if someone has
thief
two
stole.
and they
Ian?
pick sign language except no one else knows sign
Yeah.
language and then the
Alright, so-
Eliminator.
Shotgun style, whoever
Okay.
responds is fine, you can have a little
So
bit
if
of
you want to
discussion,
plug your
whatever.
character sheet,
Are
we'll
you,
talk about the game mechanics.
wherever you are,
quick.
city, wilderness,
Here's what I'll
town,
tell you about the game mechanics.
Well, you're in the wilderness.
It will seem as confusing
Wilderness.
as hell for
What kind of
about the first
wilderness do you
45
like?
minutes.
No, actually, it's not
It's
too bad.
very
Scott.
simple and you will understand.
Oh, hey, thank you very much.
So if you look at
Um,
your
No
character sheet,
forest.
upper
Max
left corner is
Each of you can give me an
attributes.
individual goal.
So it's
If
nerve,
somebody
suave,
really wants to
pulse.
try to dictate, since you're all friends, group goal is fine too, but
To the right
just
of
give me some
that
reason why you
is
specifically
what's called a
want.
base
Oh, we're looking for the
trait
temple.
where your humans
You're looking for
again
temple.
attack in
Yeah,
combat.
it was,
So human would be your human.
there's a dragon
Again,
horde.
it's
You
signals,
can-
intelligence,
There was a
tactics,
wizard,
and
of course, that.
combat.
No, I don't want the mustache.
Well, now let me build at some point,
Oh, okay.
and
So,
other people inject
If
as
you
well.
look at the back of your character sheet,
Cog is a simple barbarian. Their
you are
virtues
trained
are
to do
simple. Loot
everything
and
on
glory.
the sheet.
Loot
Each
and
of these
glory.
individual
OSR.
lines is called a proficiency.
Okay, what
You are
about you?
actually
So,
trained
My
on
clerk
the
is kind of the,
proficiencies. Your
you know what you talked earlier about the
proficiencies are the die,
Knights
show
Templar or the
us if
Crusader
you're-
is
you
able.
are
So
trained at
he's
it, but
kind of
you're not
the hammer of the church.
You're a D12
Yeah,
He's the
plus
best
D6,
we've
you
got
consider
at the
yourself pretty good
moment
at it.
to solve the problem for
Yeah.
the
So
church.
Yeah, alright, great.
the game
Uh,
is a series of tradecraft checks.
You're actually the
All
cleric, though.
tradecraft
Do you have a
checks
religion,
consist
by
of
the way?
3 die and it's a dice roll game.
You know, anyone you know.
There will
All right.
always be an
Not one here.
attribute die on
Just
a
make one up.
tradecraft check. And that will be
Oh, anyone I know?
Yeah, anyone you know.
And
And I recommend.
what about you? Do you have a personal goal for this?
Within that temple,
It doesn't have to be within the temple, it could be anywhere, whatever.
so within that temple there is a parish that has been very adamant about destroying
Always be an
the
action.
sciences and including wizardry skills,
kind of back because
Which is
the planet
reflection.
relying on religion rather than study.
is gonna have
And it's really his goal to eliminate.
I do have a goddess of magic and sorcery.
Oh, okay, this
So I
is,
do-
okay, so this particular cleric is quite the opposite. One who despises wizardry, and so he wants to eliminate him.
Yeah, so you guys are arcanists, you basically follow that god probably, right?
Yeah.
And it's
That's-
loud,
he's
it's
name
dark,
some
there's
nature
lots of
god.
distractions, it's easier to
Gaia.
sleep. But it's really.
Goddess of
why
animals,
you're
hunt and
trying
prey.
to walk across
Sure.
Is that nature enough?
right?
I have
Yeah.
spiders, I have snakes, arthropods,
I like the first one.
animals, hunt and prey.
Do I wanna
So that's you,
climb
um,
faster than normal?
Can put that on there if you want, and then,
So we will roll those three.
I see, I'm like an OSR barbarian, I'm very suspicious of magic users,
The most magic usually, yes.
I mean, I can sort of tolerate divine casters, because, you know, we're using shamanism and stuff,
Look at it and
but
say, yay, verily, I have three classes.
so basically play last night's character.
The reason I call
Follow
it
God.
classes is a die could be a D12 plus a D4.
That's my thing.
That,
Out of magic?
that's really, really cutting the difference, buddy. On a site later,
I'm
one
trying
I'm trying to smooth whatever I can between us.
But usually you're rolling 3 dice.
Or 4 or 5 dice.
Okay.
Yeah, it's 3 classes of dice that.
does
that's why I
anyone
suggest
have
you
an
three piles,
easiest character sheet?
three
So
specific-
after
Or is
graduation
everybody at
process,
least simple?
roll.
Oh,
Decision-
Simple.
you have to use these, right?
decision
Simple
dice
roll.
I give you.
Okay.
So one simple,
In terms of
okay,
trait craft,
yep, you have simple,
Simple.
I will tell you.
I just
will
need to know
tell you
who-
the trait
like
craft.
skills.
Some of your
things to ask.
more
you.
common tradecraft checks are.
You'll
like
be
your
quite
skills
unskilled,
guys
don't you
probably
worry.
use, some tailoring.
I'm
It gives you
gonna be
your
unskilled
actual
even though I'm the
skills,
most,
and you only
like,
need
difficult
a,
character.
Decision.
You've been on these,
So when you roll those dice, in
hills that
general,
have eventually
you are
moved
trying to
into
get
a hilly
13 or
forest,
higher.
and you basically know where you're heading for the most part, not exactly per se.
So you get 13 or higher. In
it's
some
gone
cases,
from,
if you're going up against a
misty,
trained agent,
To a little bit rainy, and at times even like quick downpours, but it looks like
will be your
that
stealth
kind of
against
scenario
their
gets passed.
situational awareness.
And so it goes
But
anywhere
I will
from the
tell you
mist to
whether
the
it's
slight
a
of rains,
13
right?
check or
And
an opposed check.
it's about 10 a.m.
If
roughly,
you roll
if you
your
will,
dice,
right?
and you
And
do not
you're
roll
going
well,
along,
do not
and
roll as
then,
well as you would like, don't pick your
the
dice up in
sinkhole
disgust.
on the side of the hill
Because all icon
begins to start to
agents
open
have
up.
a certain amount of luck. And
So
those are
you
reflected
need each of
in
you
fortune
to make
points.
a
You
coordination
do not
roll.
know how lucky you are.
And
You know
you
you
can
have
look
at
on your
least one
sheet
fortune point, and you know you have
if,
no more than 6
Uh,
fortune points.
there were
So
skills
if you
on
roll
some
a
of them
tradecraft check and
that are
you
already
wanna
listed,
try to
you
do
can use
better,
that as
you fail,
fine.
wanna try to
If you
make
don't
it
want to
or
play
you wanna
any
try to do
skills, OSR
better, you use
style,
a fortune point if you have one
then that is
available.
fine too.
You can
They just
re-roll
add
one of
extra
those
to whatever your
dice
stat is.
and try to
And
get
this
a
is the
higher
moment to
score.
talk about, if there are any skills you wanted to add,
There is one
you
special
can
use
choose
of
one
the
to add to
fortune
your character. And technically it's an
If you are
infinite skill
shot,
set, you just have to tell me what it
stabbed,
is,
blown
and I have to just
dropped
give
in
you
a
the
vat
point
of
value,
acid, fall
or
from
decide
a
if it's
300
viable or
foot
not,
cliff.
for
Any of those
gameplay.
type of things
So,
that would result in your
so
demise,
if you're,
and you
does
have
anybody want a skill?
fortune left,
Yeah, I
and
do.
you have
What
not
kind of skill would
used
you like for your
it,
character?
special
We're not like
You
anti-skill,
can
we just like
simply say
simple,
that
like.
didn't
for
That's
the
fine.
mechanics,
No,
that's
this is
fine.
the purpose.
Intimidate, like, I see on your, you put
Hang
your,
on, you don't need intimidate.
Okay.
Everybody can intimidate, because even a wizard, if they cast a small tiny fireball and shot it past my neck as the merchant, they should make a 2-hit roll, because they're trying to miss me. And if they miss, they might burn my clothing or me, so that's intimidation. Anybody can intimidate, they have to role play it.
Alright, that's fine, then I
And
don't
you
really-
can increase your intimidation with your adrenaline,
Oh,
right?
Yep.
So where they have to make a 2-hit, I would just say, oh, are you gonna adrenaline it and add that to your intimidation for your hit. So you can do that naturally.
alright.
Is there another skill you like?
And that will
Anybody
always
else
use
as well?
I like that I have a half bone skull helmet, that's pretty cool, but, I mean, I would say something like, I have a war club, so I'm really two-handed weapon fighting, you know,
That's
like
fine.
basics, I mean, what are advantages to that, but otherwise it looks pretty good.
Yeah, you'll be able to add adrenaline to that. I use generic terms to who frames what's a workload.
Lore,
Do you notice an object
specifically,
or
lore, like
information
religion
that
lore.
should be
Even though I'm
important to you, that
a
would be a skill
arcanist,
check?
I
So
still,
the example
This
of that
a
is
particular aspect.
searching
Is it about
somebody's
artifacts? or is it about individuals, people?
All
Right,
right,
you can-
people. So I
Okay.
want to know everybody in the church and where they're located. So that type of stuff.
Rather than religion plus 5, you could just take just religious people, or you could take religion plus 2 and people plus 10,
Okay.
or just people, religious people
You might
plus
not know
15.
why it's important.
This is very much treat your own niche,
Can I
right?
write on this?
Yeah, absolutely.
So,
Right on
think
that.
about
So because I'm
Last
kind of
check
that hatchet man that the
is
church
an
puts
attribute
out,
check.
or be able to,
And that is,
detect
can
where
you
that evil
mentally,
is.
physically,
kind of be able to hone in
emotionally
on
do something?
where
Can
the
I
bad guy
kick
is.
open a
Yeah,
door?
so you'll-
Or where I'm detecting
Uh,
that evil.
you can do that potentially with a boost, and then
Do I know something? And that will always
similarly,
be
you
2
have
of your attribute die.
potentially asking
And
your
a
God for
decision
certain
die.
things, right?
So if you're gonna
That
kick
may
in a
not be out
door
of
and be a
alignment,
pulse
but if
check,
that's a
you'll
special
roll
ability that
whatever
you
your
have, is
pulse
to be able
die
to
is
detect
here,
people
which
that
is
are
an
anti your
attribute,
God.
roll 2 of those.
Like if we were in a
And
campaign
a
play,
decision
you could
die.
write that down.
So if it's
So if you want to do
someone
that,
on
you
a
can write
steel
down.
door with a nice
um,
lock, you might have a decision die of D4. If it's
that
made out
one
of balsa
is,
wood, you might have a decision die of D12 plus
specific but significant, so it's just plus 10.
So in the number.
Did you want to have one or not, Jim?
Well, I'm trying to figure out how,
13.
Always
It's
13.
always 13.
I don't understand your system that well enough to know about like how I pick a lock or I would look for traps.
One last thing.
Yeah, so this is where you want to choose a skill and be like, I want to be good at picking locks.
Yeah.
So in my points, in my system, you would spend points to add to your character
So
to do something like
that is
that
not
and be
added to
better
your
at
roll,
that versus something
shifts
else.
a
And that
die.
would be your
So
coordination
if you have,
plus picking rocks. So,
you're doing a task, and let's say you have a plus 2
and
die
that's
modifier,
specific sleight of
If the
hand stuff. You
decision die
can put
would
plus
normally be
15 and add that to your coordination.
that actually shifts it up, that D8 becomes a D12,
so-
because it goes from a D10
For that particular
to a D12.
skill,
What are we talking
I had
about?
Yes.
15 to it
If
when I'm
you do
doing.
pluses.
Just for that one very
on, like,
specific
some
thing.
modifiers, like if you look at your watch. you can
Now,
see your
different
different
degrees of locking would affect you as well, but
Or a plus 1
That's
die,
different.
and so on.
so
you
at
don't
this
have
point, everyone
bad
now can make
numbers
their
to
coordination roll for the
Alright.
sinkhole on the hill that's starting to open up.
Okay,
So
that's
it's-
how
It is percentile, so I'm trying to do
Put
100
an 8
guys.
down, which is a way to get plus 2 die.
All right.
Sorry, I got
percentile.
sidetracked trying to
You
wait
would
for someone else.
replace
Now I'm
that
trying to
with
rush.
decision
Yeah,
die.
he loves you 100%.
Makes
Yeah,
a
so
lot of sense.
even-
Makes a lot
even
of sense
under-
to me.
You're even and under your
12 to a
coordination.
D12 plus D4.
Easily.
Then a D12
Oh, yeah, I
plus
did it.
D6, and so on. So you don't roll D20.
If you roll 1 through 7, I need to
Only
know
if you
because
get
that is your
rifle
snag.
fire, rifle fire
And so it's not a fail, but there's a snag to
That's
it.
not the way it's supposed to be 20s.
Nice.
Ah,
Nice.
nice.
Your snag. Love it. And if you roll 95 to 100,
So your hit
that's your
points you
trigger.
have
So that's your
are
did
right
really
here.
great, right? Reasons why they're split like
In
that.
other words,
The
we're
packet
rolling
doesn't
under,
have
we're rolling
very
over.
many points.
You're rolling
And
even
so
and under
at
your
the bottom of
skill.
your packet, you should
But
have
outside of
looks
that
like this.
Oh,
is the
boy.
trigger.
Fun.
There's lots of reasons for things we can do based on this, but that's not for discussion.
It's an onion.
Yeah, that's not worth the discussion.
Block 17.
So anyway, 56 is my thing, but I rolled a 7.
So say it does
Okay.
2d10.
You also got
So the
snag.
hacker is
Okay,
sitting there
no,
with
that's not a snag. You were successful, but there's a snag to being successful.
You should have one of these.
So,
It's probably under
um,
your brief.
You're starting to slide down, and then there's this rock that you hit your head on.
True, because
So
the
I want you to roll
weapon
a
damage
d6 and
plus
divide it
the
in 2,
difference
so you're basically
between
rolling a
attack and
d3.
defense roll. So
What'd you roll?
sometimes you can lose
2?
the,
So I got a 4, so it's still 2.
roll by
Yeah.
12.
Oh, okay, sorry. So you take 2 points of damage when you hit your head on this rock.
Yeah.
That seems like a
So
really terrible
on your
success.
sheet here.
It's a snag to being successful because you're going down the hole. Now the question is, in simultaneous action, is going down this hole that is just developed. It's deep. You can try to. Now, you have 2 tools that I'll tell you about now, and you can use them however you want later. You have something called a heroic, which is a very big deal, right? Really trying to save the party type of thing, really change the nature of battle. A boost is like 2 boons, okay? When you think of a basic melee attack, that's 0 boons. If you have an ability in my system, or you get a small bonus, that's like 1 boon. So 2 boons is the boost,
So if ever you want to
and then 4 or
spin
5
around
boons is the heroic. So
without taking any
you can just
offensive
try to help
action,
him,
if you think people are gonna be shooting at
or
you,
you can
should
try to
always make
boost
a
help
live
him.
fire evasion
Not the heroic,
roll,
one, the
because if
heroic
you
with it.
succeed in that, you get an
Try.
additional defensive buff.
Do you want to use a boost, or you just want to try to see if you can grab
We
him?
will,
What's that?
How many
we
boosts
will
do you
not have to
get?
rush. We can easily get done with
0 to
this
10 an
mission.
entire
We'll
campaign.
Step through the dice.
So I'm just gonna
Again,
try to.
what I recommend on.
You're not worth it.
I mean, you
Sorry,
are.
you're kind of worth he's trying.
We're gonna figure out where it went.
Alright, so, Now, but you already visited and tried to save yourself. You did pretty well because I saw your numbers 26. So go ahead and roll your strength at this point because you're able to grab him, but you have to see if you can hold on to him.
But also we can hand
37?
it to it, the
Just over.
Just over.
And
I feel like this will be not
No,
just
no,
on
no.
one
1 through
space
7. Sorry, 1 to 8.
I will tell you, it is confusing as hell.
All right.
for the first
You go down
5
this.
minutes of
Oh,
the
sorry,
game.
Ian. You go down this hole.
This is an easy
Um,
system.
It's opening up into a hard surface
Yeah.
that's
So one
about
last thing, you do have a
15 to
written
20
card in
feet
front of you that says area assessment.
Anything you want to
This is
ask
if
me or
you-
try to
this
do
is like for the scout
Oh,
in particular, like,
to stop
something you
yourself.
wanna do.
I am a very
This is
acrobatic.
if you want to
I
take
just
this
gonna
out
land on my feet
and just
I wanna-
observe what's
I
going
wanna spin
on.
and go.
You can
Okay.
baseball slide.
attempt an area assessment roll.
Sort of catch
If
myself.
you succeed,
This is going to be difficult because you've already gone. So you just got to more or less try to land on your feet. You're trying to more kind of tumble
Yes, yeah, cat like.
to try to mitigate some damage, right? So go ahead and make your coordination roll for that.
I'm munching on an apple that went
Be strong or die.
Just like, it's not my problem, you're weak.
So
I'm
it's
rolling
one of
great,
those things,
75.
as a hacker, you could look at this and say,
Roll a
"Hey, if I'm
D6.
just sitting in a van or I'm just sitting here
Literally
watching,
Multiply it times
doing
12.
my thing, I might as well
4,
do
so
an
Take
area
4
assessment.
points of damage when you hit the
Why don't
ground.
divide it by 2? Because I wasn't a
No,
stat.
no, no, no.
You know,
If I'm not
So,
doing anything else, might as well.
So for
Yeah,
instance, in this event that just happened,
So normally what I do is I will go
he
through
just
the mission
snagged
briefing.
his first
Answer any
save.
questions that
You
have for
failed
the
2
handler
saves.
activities. Then I
You're
leave
taking
the
a
table
D6.
for 5 minutes and let you
Because you're
discuss
gonna hit
how
hard
you
on
want
this
to
ground.
approach
As GM,
the
so you
mission
should do
without
better
them
too.
listening.
Yeah, I hear it.
Yeah, roll better, right? Load your dice.
Yeah.
Players surprise me.
Oh, we want those dice? Wait a minute.
Right?
If you want
Fail the party,
or
Jim.
mission briefing,
As
just like
usual,
this.
as
Good
usual.
job, keep it up.
But Ian, while you're down there,
Operation Full Market.
you do happen to see a tunnel that's there.
Published on drive-through.
You all are having discussions down there.
You can see
and
what the
then
full mission will run an abbreviated version.
It's a little bit of work to get him
It is
out,
3
but
February
it shouldn't be a big deal to get him out at this point.
Well, wait a minute, I'm not trying to get out. I stand up and knock all this shit off me. I get out my torch and my flint, and I light it up.
Until you
What do I
guys
see?
tells you agents.
The
Our
tunnel
sponsor
just
for
goes
this
deeper,
mission
but
is Angel,
it
the
looks
International Police Organization.
somewhat
Target is
formed.
Dimitri
You don't
Tarkov,
know,
male, age
like,
42.
you don't know if it's
There's a
actually
picture of
like
Dimitri Tarkov as a
man-made
Russian
or
oligarch,
creature-made.
Crime boss.
Oh,
Right.
is it very roundish, like, as opposed to squared out? There's nothing
It's a
squared out.
little more oval. It's definitely not squared out. No, it's definitely not squared. Not seeing any hard lines, right?
Do I have any knowledge of a creature that would make a shape?
In reality,
Cavern like
he is
this?
auctioning
As opposed to
expanded
natural.
access to his criminal network
Um,
on 4 February of 22.
What did you,
tomorrow. 4
and
February
you took
22, he's
pickpocketing?
having an
Or
auction.
no, lockpicking.
I took, yeah, I took lockpicking.
Somebody to buy access
If
to
you're
his
committing your
criminal
background that
network.
you would have created for this character, it would have been that, but I think you chose the temple,
The event
so
will be attended by multiple
I'm
members
generally
of
thinking not, but you did choose the wilderness for the setup, so if you're gonna claim that as your background, you're gonna be able to claim anything else for your background. Everybody just claim one something for their background at one point, I'll let you do that.
So you will
I
meet
will
with
say that I
Icon COS,
grew up in the
Brisbane
jungle,
Station,
raised by
Gillian
wolves.
Walsh.
She
She
will
will issue
Yeah, I'll give you a
mission.
chance to know that then, but
Do
I'm
your
gonna
training
have
on
your,
mission.
your
We have some
check.
infiltration
And
options
so
for you that
this
you
is
will have to
along the
choose
line
from.
of beliefs, which
We
is
will
standard
prepare your legends
passed
as
down
you go
knowledge
into the
Okay.
dive.
versus
Yep.
science,
So you
which
can
is
go in
intellect,
as resort
and
staff.
faith is your connection
And the
to your
positions we have
gods,
available
right? Goddesses
are
and deities.
hospitality,
This would be something like I've ran into it before, or somebody else has told me.
Director.
Yeah, possibly.
Or you can
Yeah, so, and
job
then I'm
account
just wanting to see where you do for
managed
your,
by
your
Field.
roles. Actually, I'll introduce degrees of
Food
success to you all.
service, which is
Actually, so I'll let you
managed
use
by
your full
Hudson,
stat.
and
If,
maintenance, which is
for degrees of
managed by
success,
Hunter Lyons.
we can split your stat
We
in
have 2 water
half.
shuttles daily from the
And if you
Pacific
roll toward the
Harbor,
top half of it,
0900
right, so what's your stat number
1430.
for beliefs?
It's a 45-minute
That we're working
voyage to
Yeah,
the island
beliefs.
and it
I like
docks
all
at
that.
the resort.
34.
Yeah, so if you
By the time
if you
get there,
roll
only 2
17 or
hours
higher,
catch the
then
0900
17 to
shuttle,
34,
which you do
that's a
need to
better
be
success, like a great
Yeah.
success, and then
Okay.
below that is
Should be
less,
arriving
and then the
next
snag is a little bit of an issue.
There's also covers we can do for you as research stations.
72, that thing is stuck on
I love the
70.
70s.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, you're looking at it, and you're thinking maybe there was something that you kind of knew, but you're like, nah, I don't know. You know, the wetness that's kind of come down.
I was just hitting the head, so.
Yeah.
And
so-
some of these were your warriors.
True story.
Well, Ian was really clocked in there. Your body just kind of thumped on the ground. So, but your head
I'm
may have
dazed,
hurt a
I'm
little bit,
dazed,
right?
I'm dazed.
Yeah, right.
Dazed.
So,
Ian
so
here,
yeah, it is your choice. I wasn't trying to stop you from being able to act when I told you what was happening. There was usually some discussion if you offer any difference for choices. So now,
There's a tunnel down here.
Alright.
Exfiltration
Alright.
options.
Well,
They
then I
can
think we
resort
should make our
water
way
shuttle
down,
parts
obviously.
daily between
Um,
15 and 15
Question,
and
how many
45.
cantrips
There's
does
also
a person
various
get? Only 4
watercraft
cantrips in a day?
it should be listed there at the top for
So,
cantrips.
4 cantrips in a day,
Things like that.
level 0
The
is
research
2,
station
level 1
also has.
And the reason I have to say that is because
And
using a
last,
modular
we do have
system,
a helicopter
depending on which
to
choices you
from
choose,
Lucinda Harbor
depends,
to
it sets those
30
numbers.
minutes.
those are.
But that's a
you only
discussion
get-
for later.
You only get 4 cantrips a day, but I'm still going to use one now if possible. The Arcana Parlor trip, can I just move? So now I recognize that there are rocks. Can I make some rocks place almost like steps down so that we can make our way down this sinkhole upon steps? So I'm going to use a parlor trick to move those rocks to the appropriate place.
Yeah, absolutely. So just go ahead and
Casting it, like,
I look just a minute, sure.
Understood, Con. We've had this discussion in the past. And then so I move the rocks so we can take our steps down to join. Jim, is there, Zoom's on.
I'm just curious, where would you like to place the rock with your head on? Because that was a pretty solid rock. I just didn't know if you want to put it in a special place.
That one remains where it's at, in its place of honor.
He was lucky to hit your head,
It's
wasn't
lucky,
it?
lucky my head, right into that thing, stop me from going down further. It's got a little bit of my blood still upon it, and people will come from around the world to find backup. But so,
Australia,
some
if
steps
you're
down.
going seaborne, you go to Lucinda Harbor.
All right,
Do not know
going
your
down.
probability of non-detection.
Okay,
We have
so
no idea what the,
if you're gonna go in the tunnel, right, you pretty much can't see anything else. You're gonna either have to go or not go. At this point, it's not big enough to go 2 guys, or even like squeezing. You're not gonna have to squeeze past each other.
But
Yeah,
you gotta go
able
single,
to,
but
but-
you gotta go to single.
Yeah, you pretty much gotta do single file. It's not enough that it's gonna affect your swinging and fighting, if you will. You feel like you could do that normally, safer in that regard. but yeah.
Paladin.
So I do
Paladin
need
is
to.
look, cleric. Oh, who's the toughest? You are. Hey,
Barbarian, simple barbarian, which
Hey.
is redundant.
I do need to ask, do you want to use miniatures at any time possibly? Sometimes we will definitely do narrative.
if it makes it easier for you.
No, it's not about me. I can do whichever. I need to know what you want.
I like Temple of the Mind. I like the
Theater of the
Theater of the Mind, yeah.
He's
Yeah.
very into his god right now. It's
I have
all
an
about
amp.
the.
What's really cool is I have an amphitheater, so it's really empty though.
Okay.
I'll fill it up, remember?
Same, and my acoustics are horrible.
What?
Exactly.
Scott, do you have a preference?
No, I only use like a map if it gets complicated, you need to have a general idea.
Great. So we'll just say theater of the mind. Okay.
I mean, you got a nice setup here, don't get me wrong.
No, thank you. And, there may be a reason I pulled something out that we go there, but maybe for a specific reason to really show you something about possibilities of the system. But no, okay. So, but I do need an order though. So just as long as you
I'll
know,
be first.
I'm not going to memorize this. So you just
Yeah,
keep
like
track
I'm
of it.
Hey, Scott the Barbarian. Look, go that way. I hear there's gold and glory.
I will, Cromwell vibes.
And then next, give me the.
I have a torch. You want to go next?
Should probably be the
I'll be,
next.
I'll be right behind you. I'll be third.
Backlighting me.
Yes, it's your best side.
The torch right behind my head.
It's warm.
Yeah. You avoid rocks.
Alright.
Oh.
Oh, yeah. Bam, 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 bam.
So as you all know your order, just keep track of it.
Yeah, well,
And so, as you're going down, and you know, it's not really twisty turny, but this is not like a straight line to it, right? So it's not a direct route. Potentially, you're seeing at times where like kind of nooks and crevices off the side, so has something else climbing down there and like started to dig in, or in a couple spots like a little hole crevice might have just had things fall out, right? Kind of like similar to the slide. But not necessarily. But as you're going though, it is easy enough to figure out. Like, oh, this has been over a longer period of time. And you start to see like fungus, like mushrooms and things like that. That you know, and slickens are things that are growing on the side. that is opening up. And so again, ask any questions, or let me know anything you're curious about as you go.
So when you're describing it to us, is it going down? Is it going flat? Is it going up?
Oh, it's gone a little bit of both, but really nothing distinctly that mattered to you. And so I can encourage you to look at your senses and perceptions. That's something else. They're secondary, but there's the possibility you can taste, touch, and smell. Other things we can incorporate and make significant in gameplay. So you're welcome to ask me things like that.
Is there a smell to it? So there's this mold and stuff. Is there a smell to it? Is there anything that's obviously some sort of spore-like situation in the air right now?
Not a stank, and certainly nothing like that. But when you say spore, like, is that possible to come from fungus? That's always possibilities, though. So you can't see either which way on that for any reason for you, right?
But I keep a nose in the air while we're in here just to make sure that there's not any hints going on early on.
Is there a breeze at all that I can tell with my torch? Is there
So,
a flow of air?
Yeah,
you wanna just drop in?
there's enough air that the torch would per se go out, and that you would just
Or do you
pass out
wanna
that you're not really catching
Is any of us
traps or anything right now.
just like
Okay.
blend instruments?
Conk is like, what is that
I don't
smell?
think any of us are built
That
this
is
way.
not-
Yeah, I'm sure there's a little bit of smell of fungus, but nothing that's
Pretty
like.
sure it's cabbage.
You
Yeah,
guys could
anyway.
probably do that. There might be
We'll just
time to
continue
find
on.
out.
Yeah.
Okay, so you start to get this point where it begins to open up now that there are potentially different channels, right? And it's not, there are three, but it's not a true intersection, right? Like you have two that kind of go off to the left and one that
So
kind of goes
the
off to the
maintenance
right, so it's just
group
kind
is
of like
responsible for the network also on the
insignificant as to
Yeah,
why
so I would love
you know
that.
of or aware of. But it is starting to open
So,
up.
like I
And so
said,
you were
what I'll
asking
do
me
is I'll
about
answer any questions you have
air,
on the mission,
right?
and I'll leave for 5
And
minutes
so,
and you can talk about
just
your approach.
as walking up,
I just need to
maybe
familiarize
talking and looking around the different,
map
you can
first, because,
tell
like, if
between
we
the
go to
different
research
three
station, we need to
that
also concern about how
the
far
torch
away
tends to
Sappho
like
getting.
change
2 miles.
how
2
much
miles.
it's
There is a
burning,
road, but it's a very
because
rough
maybe
road.
there's a little more oxygen here. It's not hugely significant, but there is enough to notice a difference
From the research station. But we do have
from
boats
one of the
also,
two to
so
the
it's
left,
only about a 15
right?
So it's probably meeting
Where do you wanna go?
their well-being, which is.
But it's not a blowing,
And
not
so-
like a blowing type of thing, right?
But
There's no gas
the
main down
post
here.
office is A, so.
Except for you.
Except for you.
Alright, and we'll just keep on our way.
Yeah, it's unfortunate we know not where we're at right now. This is where the whims of the makers. We have no.
All roads lead to pain.
That's not on
As
that
every
map.
day, I have a piece of chalk in my bag. I go out and I mark the direct, I make a note on the sidewall which way
Also,
it's
if
aimed.
Yeah, certainly you'll find, you know,
You
rocks
have a
they'll
guess on
make
that.
a mark like that.
Oh, you
And,
know,
and that can be
I'll-
understood at this point that you're doing that until you're gonna tell me otherwise,
But
or
do we know that?
you hit your head on something else,
Yeah.
and then I'm like, well, you know, I'm not sure they really remembered, let's roll for it.
And then we don't know if the
So we're gonna go
research
left?
station is income.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Kronk is right. His wisdom is
So
yet
if you
again
have a,
beyond
keep someone's name
compare.
just disappear,
Pain is that way.
it might tip them
That's
over.
everywhere.
I sense this way will lead to
I
our
feel like a
destruction.
safer
Let's
option
do it.
is to go in.
So my question is, on the one to the left, are you going to down the one that had a little bit less oxygen, or the one that had more?
Probably
A little
A
more.
little more.
We like it. We
Conk
like
likes to
oxygen.
breathe.
Okay, so,
And also if it's a private event.
so at this point, you tend to kind of notice that you are going a little more upward, right?
If you have
Yeah.
questions,
Do we have?
Trying to think about where you are in direction, like you're going up enough now that, well, wait a minute, if we went into the hill and like, pretty much kind of get an idea, you must be going into a taller part of the hill, to be able to kind of probably have this kind of grade. I mean, maybe not, there could potentially be something else, that's probably likelihood of why you're going up.
yeah.
And so, then you do tend to see a little more, mushrooms and more
Not
fungus and
necessarily, I
everything.
mean, you would
Makes
be.
a little bit of
going in
sense,
as
you're
visiting
going toward, maybe
faculty,
there's
so
more
they'd have
moisture
legend
to allow for
you
that,
says
maybe
you're
it's
a
better soils for those things,
professor of
rather
marine
than
biology
ponds
for
of
the
mines
University of
and
Dresden.
caverns that wouldn't
If you wanted.
have as much.
Although
Although caverns potentially can have enough water that's pulling down into them to
The
be able to
access
treat
to
that,
that
but
area
you're not
would
having
be
that scenario.
You
So,
becoming a
Uh,
legend, right?
as you
They would
keep
set a
going,
legend for you, that
you
would,
can
they
start to
decide that's
tell
your cover.
that it,
So if you pick
it's gonna
research
open up a
station
little
as a
bit.
cover, then they'll make sure that
And-
they have it all written up
and
and you will show up and you'll
probably-
be visiting faculty
probably
from
quite a bit,
wherever you
but
want
you
to
don't
be.
know how much. you just know that
What are like
from
the roles?
relative to what you've been in,
Yeah.
there's
What-
going to be
So
something larger as an area that's coming up.
Taking care of the ground.
Just keep going until we
You could
see
be a
something.
groundskeeper, you could be
Yeah.
doing.
We're
Do you
not going
keep
too
going?
far
Okay.
down, maybe a little, I mean, I understand that I'm not a thief.
But again, I'll let you guys all discuss.
We're in
that.
somebody else's space,
Well, you don't know what
right?
you
And if they
decide.
have a reason
You just say, I'm
to
gonna
have a
be-
bigger space.
I'm gonna be part of the
we should be
temporary
quiet
staff
and
or.
hug to the walls.
I've noticed you're loud all the time, so.
Or,
try to-
Not
so
loud.
I'll give you a little bit on that, under asset handling,
Not
which is in the upper left corner.
So
of the
each of your
back page.
armors should
There's something
state
called cold
what your
approach.
stealth
So that
limit
would be
is.
your way if you said,
So we
hey,
can,
this is.
because I use modularity for the armors, like you can look at different types of armors and say that you can only walk 5 feet. You can only do one walk. You can do a double walk. You can do a dash, which includes a small sprint, or double walk, or you can do full running and know that what's the possibility of what you can stealth in, right?
But there is a
So just keep that in mind where you're going.
You understand, like,
If I'm being sneaky, I can only do 5 feet.
well,
Why,
mine
I
says,
got stealth there.
Do you have a stealth limit of 5 feet?
well, mine
Oh,
says,
no, Clark, that's right.
well, mine says stealth limit 2. I would have wrote,
That means you can double walk.
oh, 2.
That'd be a great way to get
Yeah,
a picture
walk
of
2 is shorter than double. That's I move if we did the old
Okay.
where you do a standard action and a move action and say, okay, that's what that is, right? It's just a frame of reference.
So it's upper left
Since
corner
it came
under
up.
asset handling.
Now, I'm directing to you at this point because you're the leader, right?
Approach would be your
So,
ability
so at this point,
to say, hey, you know,
are
that's
you
your.
just going
Say,
up,
hey, this is what I'd
right?
like to do.
Like, are you doing anything to your like talk?
I can stealth dash, whatever that means. I can sort of, I'm gonna do the best I can. I go,
Research station, he says it's 2 miles from the zone, 15:30.
I'm gonna kind of sneak in as much as I possibly can.
Because you can dash, and dash is a short sprint, not a full run. That means you could double
No,
walk
it's
and do your
15:30
dash.
from
Is
Lucinda
what would be
Harbor.
simple action
On
if, again, that
Australia.
system. So you're definitely able to,
That is a
go
shuttle.
ahead and
They
sneak.
know
Is
that
anybody gonna
shuttle
go up behind him?
We're all-
Going up by yourself?
I assume we're all going
I
together.
was
To
gonna
get to
sort of
the eyes.
see what was
Oh, you're
there.
gonna go ahead. All
Just a
right.
little bit, just to
Start
get a
the party.
general idea.
Good, good. Yeah, I like it.
Not splendid, I'm just going a little ahead. If you hear a girl scream of
I
"Run!"
was gonna tell you, 1 foot of difference is splitting the party. Okay, so,
Okay, so we talked about the 9.
you're going up there and
That's
you
the
are
resort
seeing
shuttle from Lucinda
more
Harbor.
that
That shuttle
opening up. It's
from
not just
Lucinda Harbor
the
to the
lichens,
island.
but you are seeing some bigger ones, so that, like, these have been growing even longer. So the bigger hole has been there longer. And so, while you're stealthing up, unless this was built by humanoids that needed a light source or anything that needed a light source, are you going without a torch?
Yeah.
I go off
Because you're gonna need.
and Conk is like, what can I see?
Yeah, so go back to get the torch and go back up, right?
I'm just like, I'm standing around in the dark.
You're very stealthy with that.
That's the problem, right? Like,
Are you taking that torch or just taking another torch? Because at this point, you're probably about 15 feet away and that would cause some
well,
issues at some
at
point.
that point, if we need a light source, I'm not hiding myself, so you can all come with me,
Yeah.
so we'll go together.
We're all gonna go as quiet as we can. You can be 15 feet ahead of us.
Alright,
That would
let's
be
do that.
another
But he's gonna carry
option
the light
is they
source.
have boats there.
So
they
you
also
get
have
up
a
there
boat.
and you
So
start
you
to
don't
see
have to drive
that
over,
it
an
is
hour
opening up
to get there.
really big,
To get
right?
there,
So
you
we're
take a
talking
boat
about
around
like,
the island.
man, like, this is 40 feet across, 60 feet across, like, this is big, right? You have a little bit taller, so you're about maybe 20 feet, 25 feet up. And you do see that down below was another little hole, maybe that went to the one that was before. You're seeing a couple other holes across on the other side as well. And there's a pool of water, just kind of down and below, a little more grassiness around there, and then you're just seeing
If
more
you're talking about
lichens,
navigating, like
mushrooms,
a
and
forest that's under
different
survival,
funguses that have all grown.
so that'd be
This
like
is
your
somewhat
jungle
colorful,
survival or what have you.
and
I guess what's
to
the
some degree
difference
it's a little
between
bit
the
like
GPS
even
and
hills down there, if you will. It's not like
just
everything's
GPS.
rocky,
GPS.
so you're seeing that different terrain. So that's all you see for now.
There's no like
So literally, you have a chance.
There's no light source, you don't see any light above or any leaking in, no, nothing.
Yeah, nothing light source,
Okay, I
right?
will leave you guys for
Were
5
we
minutes.
ever,
Approach this and.
So we're alongside a mountain that we were walking by?
No,
Is it
not a
this
mountain. You were in this was hills and it went to a hill
So-
forest area. You started getting into.
And we've been going up, and we come into a huge cavern. that's
Not
really tall.
not like huge way up, like 1,500 feet. You just you can tell significantly you're going up as you
Okay.
So, and I told you it was like 20, 25 feet up, right? You could tell that it was inclining. So that's a,
Possibility might get the guess.
and you're not even at the top of it.
How far are we away from
It's
the
fake names, but.
That would probably be about 10, 15 feet down across.
That could at least be
You got, so
second
10, 15
objective.
feet down, about 10
Covered
across.
that
So
way.
if you're gonna say distance-wise,
Yeah.
it's probably about 20, 25 feet, you know, angularly.
Are there any holes that, is there wind at all in here now? Is there breeze in here?
You're not catching anything
Smoke's-
more than was
smoke's just-
before that,
Oh, the guess. I guess I
anything
could.
significant, nor are you seeing
I could do ground
like any light come down because it was 10 a.m.
Well, but
We have to choose.
we
It
don't,
was 10:30 by the time.
No, but I can try to.
So we have,
We don't know
we're
what-
seeing several other exits
Yeah, but
from
I can
this
try to
chamber,
co-handle
is what you're saying?
approaches. I'm pretty good at it.
Different
if three
side?
of us try for maintenance.
Yeah, I mean, exit, entrance, I don't know, there's an opening.
would that
Yeah,
be-
which I mean, well,
Yeah.
we could leave this chamber from
Oh, I think
another
ground
entrance, another place we came in.
Is that?
So that's the main exit.
Oh, sorry.
Well, possibly, and that's very specific verbiage, like you don't know if it would be an alcove or if it would be a
Yeah,
passage.
so we gotta go look.
I guess I could do.
Guys,
potentially
have you
outside
ever
here
had
because
anything
Because
that
that-
can
I
hold
can
water
go in
even
rooms,
underground?
check my cameras and. Yeah, give me a key and I can
Literally
also just
underground.
slide a hand
But,
on stuff.
I've
Yeah,
read,
it'd be-
and like,
So
there
it's
are
like
creatures
3 of
that
us
can
maintenance.
live within the
you,
waters under these hills.
Housekeeping, I think.
I take a
I'm
pebble
also
that
trying to be
I
a good
find on the
actor.
floor. Can I find a pebble?
Yeah, absolutely, that'd be easier
I
to
think you're
find.
I,
the only
I, I, I have everybody pressed back against the wall, and
This
I
might
toss
not
the
be
pebble
the
into the
actor.
middle of the pool.
None of us
Tell
have
them
yet.
to not disturb the water.
Yeah, you may actually pick up another pebble and you hit the middle of the pool. Nothing happens.
I like what we
I'm
already
gonna go up
have.
to the edge of the
Second.
counter and see if,
Yeah.
does there appear to be,
There's plenty of options.
based on my religion, is there a
Plan
current
B,
or something that
hospitality,
believe that there could be animal
housekeeping
life?
going.
Where is the?
Or
It's-
animal life
it's-
moving
Yeah, we
within
don't
the
know.
cave?
It's more potential that would possibly be a natural spring as far as
I mean,
water
maintenance, hopefully we
movement
get
goes.
keys
A
and
little bit of movement
housekeeping
in
and
it,
maintenance,
right?
we get
And
keys to
this
go
is
different
before you-
places, so
you know,
if
through
we
the
found.
ripple,
Maintenance
and the ripple would look like it was constrained. It didn't like,
uh,
if you'd have
But
thought
like
that
in
maybe it
those
would open
places.
up into something else, that the ripples would have gone and maybe moved some of the fungus or lichens if it really was its path, like that potentially could have happened, like you would see anything like that. But you're starting to go down.
Find a way to access the device.
You give me a
Copy the
seeing check. Everybody else can give me a half seeing check.
Yeah. I think we got the second part covered, that's the second thing.
Just divide yours in half. Good enough. You'll be able to talk to everybody if you want.
I feel like for the first one,
so,
it's like, kind of have to just see what we're
you
working
actually
with.
can
We
see
don't know
that,
where it is, we don't know how big it
there's
is,
like
we don't know
what
what
might
it is,
be
besides
some
just
leather
information.
armor
I may
again
have a
amongst the
Yeah, like.
the
I mean,
bigger
most
mushroom
likely,
areas and
I
stuff.
would want to think around
And so,
anything, so I think I would take the better laser.
and some other form of structure, right? That's hard lines.
So I got.
Would that be the edge of a weapon?
No,
Would
it's
that
fine.
be some sort of item somebody brought down? Like there's potentially something like. Apparently, it looks like
I mean,
somebody may have
It'd be a
been
little
down there at some
weird,
point.
your
right?
hospitality guys rolling around with Rolex.
Guys, there is something, possibly a body.
Long sleeves, it's
You
okay.
definitely see armor and
Turn
the
the
hard
watch
edge.
inside your
Well,
dress.
this is kind of a high end.
It is a high
It
end.
could be a weapon, it could be a box.
It's just
it could
funny,
be
the idea of it.
A rock for all I can tell.
Can you ask the lady to give you the sword?
So yeah, I
It's a
think
sword,
I'm
it's a hard
hospitality.
edge.
I also have camera.
Women handing out
Okay, so
swords.
I'm gonna do maintenance, you're doing maintenance.
So,
Listen, Binks.
alright, so who's gonna go in the water?
Oh, so
Obviously,
not
barbarian.
you're still kind of far away, so you're not there yet to say actually in the
And
water.
I don't
Just
think any of
so
us
you
are
know,
there
it's okay to
talking
talk
about
and say that way, right?
Oh, okay.
You've gone about like almost halfway, and they're just kind of looking, and so they didn't see as much, and you guys are in a position to see better, which is why I let you roll.
We're gonna
value.
come up with,
Yeah,
we're gonna come up around it.
I didn't succeed on my half value.
Take a picture of the bowl market.
Yeah, so you would see where it's at, right? But it's easy enough for you to point out to them. He's talking about it, but yeah, easy enough for you to point out where it's at, or him to tell him enough where it's at.
So you show that to me as I go forward in the water, and I'm looking, I go,
Chinese.
Oh,
Luke,
yeah, sorry, I'm
maybe,
a housekeeper.
Where do you wear from?
we'll just wear
Okay,
mine.
so do we have a plan?
Not yet.
Mostly this area and there.
I mean, got
Yeah, that's kind of what I thought.
Okay.
I don't
So
float
covers.
so well
What do you guys
with my
picking
chain
for
down.
covers?
I know, the
So,
American
alright, I'm gonna go into the water and see if I can.
Well, you start heading down. Steve said he
Yeah, we're all
just
gonna-
only
we're all
them.
gonna
They
gather up.
sound like they were still up there, so you're gonna start to
Maintenance,
catch up to
having
them.
tech
You end up passing. You're heading
They're having
toward
Wi-Fi
there,
problems.
but
Yes.
What
um,
about Dexter?
all of a sudden this bigger clump starts to move,
How's creepy?
and so I need you to make your passive perception.
Okay.
knows plumbing.
Is everyone speaking English today?
I do have.
What did you roll?
I rolled a 91.
Okay, that was bad. You are surprised.
I don't have Russian, but I have.
The rest of you are just watching, and
Mine's English.
I assume you stayed reverse and you
Said
stayed
my
following him.
friend
So for the rest of you to be watch what was happening and see things moving, this kind of happens just as he's kind of starting to pass, right? So you're not surprised, right? So you'll react. Surprised is if it's startled. Startled would have, you could do one action type of scenarios and have some others, right? But you're completely surprised. So.
Oh, you see me clap, you see me clutch my spear like it's dull.
The value of a miniature.
Yeah, nice.
Don't scale it as big as saying that's 10 feet wide creature, right? You don't have all the stories I can carry. But basically you're seeing this thing kind of like come up at him and just give me some moments of time here.
I want to see. I want to know what's in the water. There, we have to send the bait in. Something's got to go in the hook. Friend.
Friend of mine. Friend of mine. Oh, friend.
First thing you need to do is you need to train on the piece of equipment.
Challenges make you stronger. Come on, we want you
A
stronger.
little box is a
Okay,
little bit bigger than
so-
a deck of cards out in front of you, and says this is the equipment that you will be using for this mission.
It takes a swipe at you with its arm. Oh,
Get
14.
access to.
I'm just like, I'm
Actually,
watching this thing dance around.
Yeah, no, I appreciate it. That was great. I should roll just right here, but kind of letting y'all see. So now at this point, we'll now be into simultaneous because you couldn't do anything fast enough to be able to deal with that, right?
Yeah.
So just tell me what the rest of y'all would like to
We
do.
don't know.
I'd like to cast fireball, but I can't. find it
Fireball's
here.
too big. You're
Yeah.
not-
I can't find it on here.
what you have would be a fire tennis ball. But that is possible, right? It would be a huge fireball. In order to explode everything around it, right?
Fireball bat, right?
Yeah, like Scott's going down.
So two
Who
in the
killed
die.
him?
Again.
You know what, this isn't
It would have been reasonable to have out
Maybe you want to use this
whatever you
equipment.
think would have been the primary weapon, but just justify you would have a ranged weapon out because you were in a tunnel.
And then whatever your tech die is.
I got my
actually your
spear so I can
decision
throw
die.
it and fight with it.
Yeah, and this is close enough you wouldn't even have to throw it,
No,
right?
I mean,
So,
Oh, it's right there.
yeah, it's right there.
He's emphasizing you're real
Two in
close.
left.
Yeah.
Like you're in its mouth, like you're in its intestines. Yeah.
I mean,
cool, you're now
you basically as a swinging his arm, you could have like licked a mushroom as it was coming
Yeah,
by you,
yeah,
right? It
that's
was that
right.
close to hitting you, but didn't.
So you have
Kill it.
10
Gone.
I will
Kill it.
name the target as my eliminator and
Yeah, so
cast
it's your victim.
lightning darts.
Okay, so did you see the
So
bonus for
we
that?
got-
Yeah, +5 to hit
intellects?
attacking until it dies or leaves the event. That includes
And then your
for
attack.
Which is a D10.
finesse, like range
Okay, so
attacks,
everybody
physical
roll
or not.
Yep.
Which I imagine is a lightning
Learn how
dart.
to
So,
use the
Yep.
equipment.
Yep, and you're correct.
foul fungal
Yeah.
beast of the dark.
Yep, so go ahead and make your 3 rolls.
You know, I don't like magic, but I might like it now.
Yeah, you might be okay. So
Your
now,
mana 2
Oh,
hits
no,
toward the
I got-
top.
I got
Do you see it?
something.
Cast
I'm
So
so
Steve's like, all right, I can figure
the
this out, and, you know, this-
mana 49%, right?
Yep, so now you'd be 54%.
USB-A or USB?
Because of that, okay.
Yep, because
Now,
of that.
Dexter is a
So
person
add
who
this
he's trying to do it, he's like,
last.
You're
I
rolling for
can't get
each.
this to decrypt.
Oh, for
Yeah,
each.
you're
Oh,
rolling for
there's-
each.
Oh,
You're
there's
rolling
3
for
of them
each.
here?
No,
Okay?
there were
Looks
3
like
darts,
Russ
right?
is
So,
like, this is
Yep,
easy to do.
okay. Oh, no, 2 lightning darts.
2.
And-
Okay, so
Yeah, so
just
make your second.
No, that's
the wrong.
9.
You got it.
Nine.
Yeah, so the 9 didn't snag.
Yeah, so it's sitting there.
Could
and
have breezed
so
right by you.
I'm just
Yeah, so go ahead and roll your damage.
I think I
No,
actually
it
swapped the
says
language to
1d5 per
Bill,
turn.
Yeah, so you're tier 1 at level 1, so just roll me your d10 and then we'll split it in half.
You guys, he's real close.
Oh, that's a 10, so 5.
Oh, wow.
Let's see if you can
Nice.
catch it.
Solid
Let's try it one more
You know,
time.
I, my
Let's
leather
look
one
through
you have
small
anything
ones.
you
sort of
bury?
like sits
Encryption
on underwear.
key.
Big overhead,
Yeah, you need the
I have
encryption
something
key.
here, you should still have
baby.
one.
I would be strapped so I didn't like the
This is
daytime.
what you do,
Gotcha.
drive,
Um,
you do what
loud-
you do.
But you probably have melee weapon now, right? So,
Okay, so we'll just go with the main story.
I got really bad dice with it.
yeah, so I would let you to, well, actually, yeah, to make the switch, it would probably be the more fight faster.
Okay, so you have
better
an
odds
I have the
of
ability
taking
to
a hit by advancing and making a nice attack, because you were halfway there.
And what do I use?
So as a simple, you just use it to hit across the board for 40%. You just simplify.
You're infiltrating that kid.
And then, Jim, do you have anything?
No,
you
I should get one.
I'm trying to figure out my weapon.
Fortune points do you get?
We don't know.
It was like couldn't use my bow off.
Yeah, that would take more time. I mean, you could, but you'd have to rush a shot.
You
So
can
I'm
just
gonna,
make it,
like,
you can just
I'll
change
just,
it, make it
you'd
happen.
be
Oh,
roughly
yeah, you
half
But I,
to
but I
hit.
could, but this is the place where I can lost track of
Bro.
the theater of my mind.
Here's the thing,
I can go and attack it with my sword.
Only one die.
So at this point,
Yeah.
No, that's.
if you wanted to, you
Here's
can
the thing, right?
run another
I
5
rolled
feet or
2
so
D8s
Yeah.
and 1
and jump down to it and come
And I
down
rolled
on
5,
with your
4, and
sword.
2.
Oh, well, that's definitely what's it.
I'm just
That's
gonna,
it.
I'm gonna
Throwing
suggest,
that out there.
There we go.
Like,
I'm
I'm
running.
just-
I feel like.
I'm just gonna suggest to you that you might want to use a boost on heroic to do this.
It's definitely heroic. This is the most heroic thing I will ever do.
Dexter. I gotta put it
Yeah, so
on-
I got it. I got it.
Look, all
So
you have to do is
let's
grab
talk
the
about
stuff
a
and you
heroic
can
as a
give it to
mechanic as far as
No,
the
no,
system
I
goes,
got
not to
this.
bog
I don't
down
know
the
why
later,
you're
but you understand
So
where
we do
everybody-
not have time for.
It's a lot to use all in one session, but I need everybody
She goes,
to have the opportunity.
You need to
Okay.
get with,
4 or 5
Eli
boomers.
Fowler.
So the
Eli
first
gonna
is,
drive you to-
would you jump well enough to get to the creature, right? So that's one boom, you'll get to
And
the
she's
creature.
like,
The second thing is,
I was told
is
we had an
hitting,
18
right?
here.
You
No,
can do a
I got
bonus
this.
to hit,
Everything's under
or
control.
you can use 2
So
booms
she
and just
takes the
auto
box
hit.
back from me.
Two
She goes,
booms.
I'm not gonna trust
We're at
you with
3.
some of this
Yeah.
So,
hardware
um,
and-
Would you like to be able to do at least half damage?
Well, the damage is determined.
So,
Yeah,
Eli
okay.
says, are you
Yeah, you'll
gonna,
roll your weapon and deal half, or would you
push
like
in
to
your
add
equipment, so
some
now you have
damage
your
to a roll?
firearm, your knife, all your
Let's-
other equipment, and
Well,
she
we
wishes
spent
you
all
good
of
luck.
them.
Because I'm not
One
sure.
more. One more will give me, will guarantee half, but I may get more just by my roll.
Yeah, you'll yeah, you'll do half damage. Okay. I can set you up for at least half, because I told you at least half, right?
Yeah.
Um,
No,
which is going to be
those
2 of your
will look-
moves,
that
but
looks
then
like
you can
attack
also use some just
Yeah, that's
plus
like a
damage, right?
camouflage.
That's camouflage.
So you can do like plus 2 damage.
And then I won't have any points left.
Yeah, at some point we'll be out. Depends which
So you can
first
try to
you choose,
conceal
right?
it anyway, so that's what
If
you
you
do.
do at least half
So you can
damage,
either have
Okay,
it or
yep.
not.
right? You still get to roll for the top. If you did
Your
half
choice.
only,
Yeah,
then I
no,
can give you some other boon that
wondering
relates.
if they're-
Because we're gonna talk about what happens after you make the hit,
Right, right.
and you have no boons left.
Yeah, I don't want. I want to have a boon
So
left.
if you want to conceal
So,
a weapon.
do you want to land
conceal
as
a
well?
weapon,
I want to land. I want to hit it.
Then I'm gonna give you plus 2 damage. So just make your damage roll, and you'll get plus 2
Under
damage.
exfiltration and
Because I don't know which weapon, so it might have been like, oh, that's just gonna say
Or you
half.
can leave it in
Right?
your duffel bag and
If you have
not worry
swords, probably better.
80.
I think they're gonna start.
Oh no, you chose auto hit.
Oh, yeah. All right.
Remember,
We're
so
just
you
doing
just
damage.
yeah.
Damage. All right.
This is what is to feel heroic and like changes things.
All right. Sort.
I'm like launching.
I can
your-
tell you.
So D6.
You are temporary.
D6 plus 2, so 3 plus 2, so 5.
So 5. All right.
Again, this is
I
not
see you
a
come
military
down all
mission.
heroic
This is
on
all
all.
supposed to be.
Now I'd like you to make a coordination roll to see if you land on your feet.
Okay. And then that'll be
You can't, you just
percentile.
want to draw attention to himself.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's the
87.
biggest-
So we just
so
keep
nobody's
everything
supposed
in
to-
our bag.
So
Yeah.
And then once we get into the.
you end up falling, and if you'd have rolled even when you missed, also it's gonna have you fall into the pool. So you're at least prone on the ground.
Running a charity.
However, now the
There's
salt or
nobody
heroic,
on this
Yeah,
island
as
that
you
knows
strike
what's
with it, right,
As we
plunges
There is
up
nobody
pretty
on this
well with
island
it.
Yeah.
and the staff that knows.
I think Sport Cloud just.
I love
right?
mushrooms.
So, the three of you, need to make, a fortitude save. So again, even odd, not you, Ian, you're casting, so you're still up above. So this is not gonna relate to you, this is somewhat immediate.
You show up and there's
Hey.
20.
you can find the harbor resort.
20, you got it? Okay. And then Jim,
And so
did you make your,
she says, about time you get here. She starts
fortitude
checking
save?
her
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, he's got new dice. He's starting them high rolls.
You're dipping your dice right now.
42.
I think it was original. Well, it depends. It came out as a 0, so I don't know how you play your own dice.
Where it ended? Oh, you mean like it?
Yeah, because it originally stopped at 0.
Oh, I was.
So that's your call.
What?
How you play your dice is yours.
Whatever's the worst that could happen to me, I go with that.
Nice.
Seems fair.
Oh, now I'm gonna keep that little nugget in my head.
Yeah, no, I'll
He
take the
said Kron taketh and
dice roll. They do. That's what they are. So I still win. 56 is my coordination.
You rolled a 42. So,
Fortitude, which is 25. It wouldn't so makes a difference.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so each of you, well, actually, my creature this time, technically.
I'm weak as
So, we'll just do one roll for ease for both of you. 5 points of damage from these spores.
Oh my god, it's my asthma.
Yeah, they totally, they get into your mouth and you throw it up your nose. You feel it kind of burn and affect you and everything. But it feels like it's there and gone, right? I can deal with it. Like, you don't feel like, if there's anything happening.
Preliminary things I do for you.
These
I'll put this on a pizza right now.
Okay, so simultaneous action. People can just let me know what you're doing.
I'm coughing.
Hit it with my spear.
You'll be hitting with the spear.
Before you do that, see me gesture, hold the light a little bit glitter, and I bless you, so you get plus 10 to roll. That's a simple action.
10%, right?
Yep, 10%. Okay, so keep that in mind. What are you going to be doing, Ian? Are you going to be casting a simultaneous action?
Yeah, actually, so are there still spores in the air? Or does
No, you pretty much kind of seen them dissipate and kind of fall down, like they're on the ground stuff. You don't feel like it's that kind of like cloud type of scenario.
Not where I can use a cantrip to blow it away. Or
Nah, you wouldn't need to worry about that. You're feeling like it's probably safe.
Okay. In that case, I am going to, since he is still my named target, I'm going to add another modifier by doing Arcana Precision. That's a cantrip.
That stacks.
So
That stacks.
So when I cast that, is it a kind of like a meta magic that I can cast lightning darts in
Yeah, the other should be like, does it say simple action or casual?
Simple.
Yes, because you get a simple and a.
Oh,
So
okay.
yes, so
Arcana precision alone with lightning darts.
she would be 10 as well. All right, so just keep that in mind. What would you be doing? You could potentially take a strike from the ground. If you get up and make a strike, you're gonna be like
So you guys,
partially,
you wanna take your
right?
phone, you wanna take a picture of somebody.
So if I strike from where there's no cost to me standing up.
That is under electronic surveillance.
Kind of in the overall scheme of
So
things,
that will
right?
be
To
your
stand
interrupt
up.
die. So what I generally recommend is put your
Because you're standing
interrupt die
up from a creature that's right next to you.
Right.
What that means or doesn't mean, I'm not telling you.
All right.
Right? I'm just letting you know, right?
So I will.
You could stand
stab
up.
it. I will stab it. Am I in front of it or behind it?
It's kind of like just a thing, right? You don't
So
really
it
know.
has no eyes. I can't tell.
I don't know. I can't answer that, right?
But I mean, I look at it.
Yeah, you're not seeing.
I can't tell if front or back.
Exactly. You can't tell if it has eyes or not. You don't know how this thing is seeing and how it's operating.
Well, anyway, I am going to stab it from below.
And that's fine. You're right next to this. The thing is big enough, and it's not like really
Did I see how the
agile.
spores came out so I could avoid them this time?
No, you probably. Well, go ahead and give me a
If
seeing.
I get spores again, I'm dead.
Give me a seeing roll. Well, you're aware that that's potentially concern. That's for sure.
Yeah, 73.
You're definitely aware that that's a concern.
Yeah.
At 73, you don't know, but like,
Not me.
yeah, you can just get it away.
I'm going to, yeah. So I am going to still stand. 9 o'clock.
You can try to do a distraction. What are you
I'm sorry, I
thinking?
do have to set something. I have to think. Yeah, I didn't take my blood gases where I forgot, and that's my 9 o'clock mark for when I take it. I had to think if I should do it. I'll have to go to my truck. It's not a big deal. I can get it later. I just need to set the alarm because I can't forget it.
Distraction runs the risk of.
Do you need them right now?
I don't need it right
We
now.
all take
That's
drugs.
all later.
We all take drugs.
No, I do appreciate that, but I am okay to postpone it. After this game, I have
Yeah, so she'll.
after this game, I have
Taking pictures of the harbor like this.
time, and so yeah, I will be
You
getting
get a picture of them.
That's why I need to set the alarm.
2.1.
Where were we just at? You were gonna get a little. Yeah.
Give it a little hug and
And then, what were you doing?
I'm just at less.
Yeah, so you're blessed though. That is kind of side hustle. That's just something you just can inherently do, but you still get to act.
It's like a reaction.
You do other things.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I'm also aware of those sports. I want to be aware of these guys.
Yeah, at the same time, you can probably step them back. You just knock out your bus real quick. It's more of something you say. You're not going to maintain this big connection with them.
Yeah.
So you can move it back a little bit, and you can start to put away your base if you want to.
Yeah, that's where I'm
Okay. All right. So you two are making attacks. So yeah, go ahead and roll yours, and then I'll be rolling mine against you, Scott.
Oh, 10%.
Ooh, and I'm 33.
Roll it down.
Try and overhear what they're talking about.
Roll your head. Roll your own. Right now, all at the same time.
Yeah, it's all same time.
Okay, so I'm
So
doing a simple, and my move, and then my main, so I can do my.
Scott, did you hit? You don't have to remember. We're playing the OSR style. You don't have to frame exactly in these different actions.
Okay.
I do think of that in terms of how much stuff you can generally do. You can just state what you're doing.
I hit it 7.
Okay.
Your dice. Put 10 and should be on the front. Then each should be on the front.
So my Arcana Precision, along with my ranged finesse, and my lightning darts. So first one, start is a miss, 68. That's and the second dart is a 16. That's a hit. Now I did a 1d5 plus 2 points. So.
Plus 2 points.
Yep.
That doesn't matter. You had 3 left.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I was like, oh man, he could not kill us. It's like, we're using him right now, let it go. Should have to stay. So I did hit 2 though, and so I just need to deal with that real quick.
So those are the 2.
So you'll take 3 points of damage. Oh, stop. No, wait. Sorry, I just had that. Sorry. I need to get my own D5s. Get the words. Yeah, 3 points of damage. Yeah, that's right.
See, we have a D5 right here.
Yeah, we have some different.
I think, yes.
Oh, yeah, that was right.
Yeah.
You go to the good game booth.
I have,
Yes.
I have them all, but those ones that left.
Oh, I hate that.
Yeah, right? So anyhow,
The 2 dice. Again, 3 classes of dice.
it didn't spore again. That was actually just the one-time thing for it.
It's getting a little old. You just can't sport like that.
Yeah, it does take a good enough hit and then it releases, right? So you do kill it at this point.
They got. You see me just kind of lift it up on my shaft, and I'm just like.
I'm your shaft.
Phrasing.
So, I know these two have taken damage. Who's taking the most damage?
I'm at half.
I got 4 hit points out of 18.
I got 8 up 6.
We got 5 else. They're all hurt a little bit.
I don't feel good. I am.
Very.
He's got a slight taste of copper.
So you just wander around, you're looking, kind of looking
So
at
I'm
the
gonna walk up
harbor
to him,
area
place my
like that,
hand on his back.
close enough so you can listen in.
Kind of
Now
get a
you
sense
need
of how
SIGINT
badly
perception.
he's hurt.
What is your skill in Russian?
And I'm going to cast that heal shield for a D6 plus 1.
Yeah,
It's a main action.
and it's just like how many spell casts you have? 17.
SIGINT.
Yep, just go ahead and check it off.
And I'm assuming, is is the bust a spell?
Yeah, so,
So now
yes,
that's
so here's,
Yeah.
so here's the thing. There, you have different degrees of what spells are. There's different to whatever, but for simple play, I just lump them all together and let people not get bogged down in figuring that out. But yeah, so you just treat them all as the same and just check off 2 of them, so you get to
Whichever way you gave it. So one is just
So in terms of like,
If you're actually playing OSR and you want to create one, you still have to have your own set spells and actually have actual spells and cantrips.
Like 100.
But for the demos and simple people to understand,
Okay, so
I
you
just
hear
let them all run.
You gotta read these, right?
D6 plus
more
1.
importance to
So
your
roll a
mission.
7.
They are talking about upper mass.
That looks like a 7 a little bit.
It does look a little like a
Like
7.
that, a little bit.
He can hit,
And
maybe you should roll the heel.
replies yes.
Yeah, because I've been rolling high, but it won't be
So
for
hang
him.
on, so let's, again, no system to rule everything, right? So you talked about having interesting temples, and then maybe you're related to him in some regard of the temples, right? So I can let you use a boost if you want, to connect to your god or the same god. It's up to you. I need to know though. Make the decision if you're the same god or not. It won't matter for this round. It'll matter later. Are you religious oriented or why you were going to the temples or not?
So that's, then you
I religiously wanted to take their shit, so.
No, that's okay.
Yeah.
Not relevant for this role. But you may
boost
boost to be praying with him as you're doing this.
Oh yeah, I would definitely praying for help.
Okay, so that's 2 booms. So at this point, we'll just max that roll rather than it being +3. I was going to give you. So as well, we'll go +6 because I already wanted 1 extra point. So at this point, +6 +2, you would be +8.
So I get 8.
You get 8 back, and you have to check off your boost. Now, just so you don't have to remember the terms of boost and heroics.
Yeah, so where's.
So all of you don't have to remember what happened with boost and heroics. To like that as a tool, asset, and resource to be able to play with. Because you get them as you tier or level based on the length of the game, right? Campaigns,
Surveillance mode.
potential rewards, outside of I get this here.
So I've used 1 heroic.
Use 1 heroic and just use your boost. So your heroic and your boost is gone. It should be right next to it.
It's talent.
Oh, I'm sorry.
So there's a boost, that should be boosted.
That's one of the old sheets. So
Okay, so.
somebody told me that a talent should be able to do all the time because I had some terms for it. I was like, oh yeah, that makes sense. So
Alright.
talents are abilities,
Alright.
basically.
I wrote it in and write it off. Alright. I feel better. Oh, that's good touch.
I'm gonna go over to you and do the exact same thing.
Whoever is the best dry cleaning. That's
I'm praying with him.
dry cleaning, yeah, I'm pretty
Gonna
good.
see how he rolls first. What the?
Also, I was gonna say Crom.
Correct. Yeah.
You're not Crom itself. You're Crom's image, right? I gave that to you as a boost
Yeah.
because you had a temple relationship.
Not
Still, right?
necessarily with,
Orientation.
not necessarily, yeah.
Yeah. So I was
I've stolen some of the best shit out of this temple.
even though you're stealing stuff, right?
Yeah.
You've been stealing from temples,
It's my
so you
favorite
had to have
temple.
some backing of God. So,
Oh yeah, it's my
right?
favorite temple. Well, it's, well, the gods of thieves.
If it's also on my
He's okay with it. Perhaps
Yeah,
not
yeah, no,
part of
no,
God.
no,
I feel good, thank you. You see my wounds heal up, I'm like,
1d12 for
And you feel okay for now?
12 plus
That's
I mean, those
for me. I can do 17 for the day.
I'm injured, but at the same time, you know, these 2 are the ones who are probably going to get themselves.
Oh, that's not.
Where's my third section?
a valid observation.
You don't have to have consent, just touch it.
I want you guys to look at each of
I go for hold on to them for the fellows who need it. How does one refill their
Yeah, so like hit points, it's all based over time. And so basically it's the sleeping, resting during the day, you can get 3 hit points back, and a couple mana points, which would be either fervor, which is adrenaline,
20.
or mysteria power. Spells, you would get back your cantrips. Okay? Level 0 spells would come back at the end of the day. Other things take longer to recover. There's a point structure for that, so that we have more intention about travel, trying to accomplish things, and meeting timelines. Right? And it'll give you a timeline that you knew of about this temple and this person that you were trying to find. But that creates that drama of trying to do too much. Like, oh, we shouldn't go in the tunnel because we could be risking time, right? So hopefully that makes sense.
I am
So
going
what
to
that
become
means in game
useless
terms is,
pretty quickly.
Ava, you will, instead of me going after 13,
You should.
will
Don't you have a
probably
pretty
have
decent
that
two-head still
bonus
for
roll.
melee?
So you can
Melee's
decide
27.
what you want to do.
Okay, I may be a thing in turn one.
Take
Her roll
this
is
picture in
13.
this situation. Because those two
So, and the only weapons I have are a cruel axe, a push dagger, and a hammer.
Projectiles is 47.
Yeah, but I've got a cruel axe, a push dagger, and a hammer. So
You've only used 3.
I've used 2 of my 4, but that's okay. I will continue to be, you know.
I'm sorry. On that sheet, does it talk about the enchanter abilities of enchants during the day?
Discern enchantments, if it's successful.
Even though I'm good
Nah,
at it,
it should be on that sheet.
Oh yeah, enchant 2 items for a day, so I can enchant 1 as a +1 damage, or 2 and do a spell into a ring I can give to an ally.
You can cause a distraction, but it's
So
not
I could,
you as a distraction.
I guess.
give them like the
What's
arcane
the
shield,
immediate?
arcane shield, which is pretty cool.
Which
The +1 damage lasts for the day.
We haven't.
So you could do that. So just wanted to make sure you knew that there were some other things that you could go for yourself. You still should have some decent spells. You probably have what, 6 to 8 spells total?
4 level 1s, 2 level 0s.
How'd that go?
You've only cast 2.
I've cast 4 because the cantrip approach, remove the stones, arcana precision is simple to make that, and then lightning damage twice. So I've got limited resources, but I'm okay.
I just need to
Recall
make
that
sure
was
it's not a frame of reference for
So we're still close enough to the coast of your conversation.
the number of things somebody does one
Okay.
and it makes sense, right? Make sure to make a mistake
Oh,
on
okay.
it.
Sorry.
It's learning for all.
Yeah, because you have to balance what you do. If you
So you kind of wandered back. Those are the 3
you all are there,
So
I
what
can
skills are
reiterate, we
revolving
have
on?
the leather, we have some hardline object that you didn't know about. You have this creature that's there, you have a pool that's there.
I'm gonna dive in.
I have a
So that'll be your
I'm gonna dive in and investigate, see if I can reach the sword or whatever might be.
whichever one.
I'm gonna investigate the armor.
Whatever your.
Those are not in the pool.
Oh, I thought they were.
No. So there was some mushrooms and other things, and these things are common things, like it had been there a while, so it was kind of covering it, so it's
Alright, well, I'm
not
gonna
in the
loot
pool.
the.
However,
Okay.
you're next to the pool.
Yeah.
So you got
You see that it appears to be a more shallow pool, right, like a shallow spring.
Yeah.
So you would dive in, and it's clear, but you're not really seeing anything in particular that's of significance, right?
Yeah,
That's-
nothing to get. Alright.
Yeah, I mean, you still might go in for some reason, and you might be able to find something, but.
Anyway, I'll look over the.
I only need
That'll
a
give her a +1 die.
Yeah, to you it looks like just, a
Yeah, you don't
leather
actually refuse. You can just sit
upper,
there
if you will.
and sick.
So more like half armor,
Okay.
that's leather. It's certainly
So
been worn.
you have a
Um,
6 to 6.
There's nothing that's standing out to you about it at the moment, right? Its degree of craftsmanship is not significant, but
Yeah,
not
let's go for it.
insignificant.
It's over here.
Probably along the lines of someone who's an adventurer or somebody who is used to probably living in the area and maybe had something made for them as a degree of protection. So it's not cheap, but that's all you're able to glean from that.
What was the hard line?
Well, I'll wait. You're looking at the armor.
Yeah.
What are you all doing?
I prefer away, so there's the one. Although I am gonna approach him and
Upload it to the cloud, delete the photos off
Enchant
the
my
phone.
weapon.
yeah, I'm gonna give you an enchantment, I'm gonna do a spell
I can give you names
into a
or I
ring
can
for
just
you.
give
Yeah, just
You're
stand
gonna
there for
have
that. I'm gonna do the
arcane shield.
Yeah.
As a reaction, you can cast this
So
arcane shield.
you go down there and start to like pull them apart or whatever.
Incoming.
They know it's
Shield
this is
wall for an
on
incoming
the
attack.
content.
From
So
minus 10
first,
to
I
hit.
want you to
Minus-
just give
you'll
me
have a minus 10 to hit.
a percent.
So it's a shield.
You're just
And
basically
then it's a
rolling.
reaction.
She's 5
And
Just
the last
calculate.
until you can hit, or
So,
2 rounds.
uh,
5.2.
Alright, how many charges?
Is Mario Dabble's
That's a one-time reaction.
So I'll use it instantly.
That's
You're
my,
trying to pull these apart. It's
You've got to hang on.
5.3
Ring of protection.
This is
selection
this guy runs
This
out.
protects me from this.
from the Czech Republic.
so,
And 5.3.1, the guy with him is his
You're out
you
of
sent the ghost over here.
You're out of control.
I just said holy rod. You just said,
Yeah.
like,
Czech Republic and then.
the beats after me. So now what you can do, because you're aware that this is holy in nature, is you can take the time to ritually go through a process. 10 minutes could take an hour to connect with your God and be able to, if you will, discern a rod. And in this system, this holy item would be different than the enchanter who had no religious background being able to try to discern it. Now you get some information, but you actually have the potential to get more
with his
information.
wife.
You're aware of this over time. This is how it is as a character. System is we'll talk to people about the guys and creating stuff. So you think about what you're gonna do there. Let me double check. What was the last Scott? So armor, rod was the straight line item. You getting healed, getting your enchantment. But while he's coming down, you would have time to do something if there's something you wanted to do.
Well, I'm pretty much waiting, so spear in hand, I take an apple out, I'm just like watching you guys do your thing, and once you're done, we can continue on.
Give me a scent roll. A smell.
And his wife
Oh, nice.
is
24, a
5.7.1
scent
is shall be by.
I'll send it. So I'm sorry,
There
taste.
is a little bit
Scent.
of
Scent.
additional
We have
information.
49 cents.
Yeah, so when you were getting healed and wait for him to come over, like you're getting healed and then you were holding on to the spear, you would kind of melt down and just like a little breather and get out the apple and everything, right? And you smell
But
a
his
nice
wife
mushroom.
is the daughter of another crime lord.
Familiar with
Yeah,
some like some of these, right, have been out in the woods, right? You can kind of smell this one, so you could potentially pick up and eat this one mushroom.
I'm gonna do that.
Yeah.
For shizzle.
So give me a D2 plus 1 roll. Doesn't matter which one you really grab, even odd.
Yeah, so D2 is 2.
So you get 2 hit points back. They'll be temporary hit points. They're more like provisionals though. They will stay and last.
You guys see me, that just, my muscles start to bulge even more, I'm like,
He's from Nigeria.
you know it's dirty.
Yeah. Now give me a fortitude
Eating
roll.
stuff off the floor.
Now give me a fortitude roll.
Alright, I'm just like,
I know you eat stuff off the floor all the time. No.
right on, 53, I rolled 53.
That's
Gives
a
you
critical
a little
success.
bit of a buzz, but you don't get like kind of like woozy.
Hey, I pull out
Like,
my,
kinda
I pull
doozy,
out my
right?
dark side of the moon out, I'm like, alright, so watch this.
Just trying to introduce you all. There's a lot of things to interact with the environment.
Oh, yeah,
A lot
try
of
to see.
gameplay misses opportunities. So you know, think how you can explore things different ways.
Like you can taste the water.
You absolutely can do these things. Never
Yes,
know. It's gonna be
no, so-
crazy,
I'm like,
right?
I'm thirsty.
Notes of portobello?
So the rod just kind of allows me to make that connection with the with my.
No. So
Is Arter
you look at this. This is the holy rod. You've been heading toward this place. So this is not the
It's interesting to them.
the ones who are against
Is Melia
God, nor is it
Russian?
that God's
So they don't know her
right?
relationship.
So it's somebody else who's in the area that has a relationship. So you're aware of the rod. But if you take the time to do 10 minutes to up to maybe an hour, you could potentially figure out what this rod
Yeah,
is.
we're gonna wait for you
To
while you,
discern holy relics.
when you study your rod, we'll wait for you.
It can take a while.
I understand.
Yeah, so you think about the battle that is this 12, give or take, right? And some extra moving around.
We're gonna rest for a minute. I'm a little tired after my heroic action.
Melia Syrian.
Go ahead and study your rod.
So in all cases, the first one mentioned is a known crime
because the spores and stuff in this area you would not actually be able to do anything would be along the lines of thing potentially.
The only,
You can do a short rest granted when I talked about recovery during the sleep, there's a way to rest during the day. But you have to be in a better position. You have to lay down in nice places, be comfortable, not have these spores not just in the air, right? So really all I need from you is just a D6 roll and it's just 10 minutes.
Because you have people
So,
connected on surveillance.
because I'm
But
gonna be
it's,
time saving.
that's 10 minutes or an hour.
Screwed the whole thing up, they would have asked you to leave the
He said
book.
roll low.
You know, you got your rolls flip. You
I
got
know.
the healing and the
They
visual
told me to roll high, I
yeah.
roll low.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Low, I roll high.
You're not want to disturb it, kind of like, dude, really? Right? Okay, so I've been figuring out what it is. I'm going to engage with other content because I'm going to now create what this is for this run. Right? So I'm not giving you pre-generated content for my campaign
My
specifically.
games have lots of NPCs that you have to track.
What would y'all like to end up doing?
Okay, so everybody comes on board and they're just all chatting away.
I guess we're waiting for him to finish his item there.
And as soon as, what's that?
We need
You
no
guys
more.
want to do a biology break? We can all do a biology. Let's do one.
So while he's doing that, I don't know, you mechanic wise for an hour, waiting an hour, right? So I'm gonna try to rest, regain
Rather
my
than do
strength.
it piecemeal.
He said you can't.
You can't really rest
You can't
it.
because
So
the
It
spores.
won't be enough, like, you can do that theoretically, but mechanically, this is not that kind of scenario. We would be able to really.
I'm gonna split the party while he's doing that, and I'm gonna walk around the pool edge and look in the holes.
Yeah, I'll follow him while he's
Oh,
doing
Yeah,
it.
what's your-
doors, the exits.
What's your note? Did you come across one that's basically alcove, but the other two basically are?
Any signs of life, anything ever lived here.
The other two you would have. Well, you don't really know. I mean, you can certainly see that
Nothing's
there's some of
obvious.
this
There's
mushrooms.
there's
Yeah,
no little fire rings.
kind of the same.
There's
There's
no-
not as much mushrooms because they put in the alcoves and stuff. You don't really know what those for. The other two really are tunnels,
Okay.
right? So.
Did either tunnel have any breeze in it?
Nothing will be along those lines. You say antifreeze?
Breeze.
Oh,
Breeze.
breeze.
Breeze. Moving of
Antifreeze.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No, I was like,
I wouldn't know what antifreeze is.
yeah, I didn't think about it. Well, I
It's sweet, drink it.
when someone makes a correlation like that, I just interpret the essence of what that is, what they're thinking.
Yes.
But then it's kind of throwing me, which doesn't like,
Essence is ethylene glycol.
no, you're not getting, you're getting anything like, reading. Well, I was thinking like anything that would be like cool, temperate
I
type
gotcha.
of scenario.
Gotcha. No,
That's where I
no.
was.
Is it
We
any
grew up in a service station. That's
bathroom? So,
some of it too.
do either one of them have temperature differences of the two tunnels?
No, you're not getting anything like that. You're.
I can't tell any
Yeah,
difference.
well, you're feeling like it's all one synergistic area.
Okay. And
But you'd have to go deeper in the tunnels because they are going to end up turning faster than what the original one was, right? So this is a little bit different than the original one, but
so we're gonna say there's tunnel A and tunnel B.
Let's say go up to the other hole.
well, and then tunnel back or path back.
I mean, we can go for the B hole too. They're all the same thing in the end.
Do we wanna try to go into one, or we wanna wait for Barry?
Where did it Barry?
I want to say something, but I don't know Scott well enough.
No, it's fine. I'm trying military.
Okay.
Then it's all.
We had friends coming over last night that we had met here at Gary Con,
Uh-huh.
and he sent out a message to everybody, and all it said was back door. So I couldn't help myself. I said, "So you're offering back door?"
Only to the
went from
closest
there.
of friends.
And I
I totally know where
I
you're
read,
going.
I read it. I was like, I thought we were just playing Pendragon, but I guess
Yeah, well.
This holy rod is plus 5 faith, 2 uses. You have to decide before the use that you have to actually connect and pray to your God, because this is not a God-specific one, which is possible. There are
Non-denominational
different things
rod.
that happen, good or bad, with that. But you just understand this is like more like an empowerment relic for holy. And then so you get those 2 uses, and then actually you get 1 use. It is your action. But you deal 2d5 plus 2 damage.
Not in a system.
This is not you're making a mana attack.
Yeah, so I find recipes
Was that 2d5?
very
2d5 plus
complex
2.
compared to fantasy.
That's a one-time.
I think it's cool. I think it's a cool niche.
These remind me of college.
And I did write one.
So you all don't know what happened. He was the first one to go to the item. And while I have pre-generated content items and my campaigns are all written, whenever I create something on the fly in the campaign or gameplay or here, usually the person who goes to it, and he made a roll, and he succeeded. I gave him a 35% chance that related to him. And if you'd have got it, you'd done a 35% chance.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
Right? So everybody's...
So you're finding something that's possibly useful for you, right?
Yes.
There's a percentage where it's going to be you specific. I like that.
Yes, because then you'll get rogues or other people that want to rush to something, and you create drama. And anytime you can create drama or reward, that's fun and cool. And then I try to very much, when I do those types of things, tone them toward that person. And I also considered if it was related to the anti-magic one or not, or his own animal hunt and prey.
As best I could.
So those are all the things I think about. This is why sometimes you see me just kind of check out.
So.
I know about when you don't.
I don't think you could read.
So yeah, because that's the fun, right? What do you find? What have you found heavy breastplate armor and nobody could wear it? What, I mean, what's the point? You're just carrying it around for gold.
Yeah.
And at that point, why don't they just give you a diamond, right? You know, so, and especially one shots, especially, right? Just like creating your own scene that you're vested in what you're doing.
Anything you want to write on, you can.
So, now you've had time, would you like to go through the tunnels and check them?
Yeah, we're waiting for him to finish, and we're just looking.
Yeah.
So,
basically what happens is you go down the first one, it turns into a dead end, right?
Okay.
After you go
Yeah,
a fair
especially
amount.
if it's colored.
And then the other one does
Yeah,
get
just
back
stop making
to
them
the
one
other way.
full, it will probably be cheaper in the long run.
No reason, at some point you would have seen some bones or whatever for the
I
body,
think the same probably.
but that would have been like really old, right? So the things you found were really old. So, and there's no reason to be here, but as you go back up, to expedite the rest of it, you're also able to just get right out of the hole. The steps are still there, the rocks were moved, it wasn't like that changed anything from a further mudslide or not, or loss of magic, right?
we're back in the wilderness.
Yep, you can be back up there and choose to do whatever it is you all would like to do. At this point, you did go to the extra tunnels and check them more cautiously than before, I assume. It would make sense that you're probably about 1 p.m. at this point. It's not like it took a lot of time to do those tunnels. No, actually no, hang on, because of the first tunnel, that would probably be about 1:32 roughly.
Alright,
Just like a half day.
continue on. This map I paid that guy for with the X marked on it is not
working out for you?
Not so far, no.
I haven't seen an X on the
Now,
ground.
hang on, you're
Oh,
not-
wait a minute.
Yeah, you're not quite at the X yet.
Oh, yeah.
This is
So
on
I
the
mean,
way.
I go, this map sucks. I haven't found. Oh, wait a minute.
Gotcha.
Son of a biscuit.
Sorry, my mistake. As you're going
We
to-
gotta go left, guys. Not right, left.
So there won't be any.
Look at you. Don't you laugh.
Who left?
You in charge.
How many apples do you have? Where are you even keeping them?
Infinite.
Okay.
I'll be useless once we get to combat, but this is what I got.
Should we continue on?
Yes, but go left.
Alright, I'm going to recess. Left.
Here you go.
Don't want to go right.
Are you sure it's left? Like, maybe that's your right.
Which way?
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so totally, sorry, more fun with it, right? I'll give this back for now,
Don't
just because
seem
that
to
creature's
really
done.
know each other. Kind of stay in their own little.
You're able to
So you
pick
guys
up
left
and
the
track where you're headed.
Doesn't do anymore.
Unless anybody wants to say do something specific as you're traveling, I'm just gonna move on.
Yeah.
Keep dictating. Okay. All right. So I actually have a couple more levels of this tower at home. It's like this big citadel style, right? Keep, right? Religious one, right? So the mage towers actually can be built as pursues the power of my system, right? And so the question becomes now: is this a religious one, or is this a mage tower that is religious? So and mage towers are more powerful, right? And especially you have the infusion of combination of religion as well on top of that. But basically, it wasn't like on the top of the hill, right? So you wouldn't just spot this from wherever, right? Not quite in a valley, just kind of like on the side of the hill, and so maybe even part of it goes into the hill, and you don't know how much, right? But you are enough distance away, like people would be pretty small. So at this point, you just need to have this discussion
Yeah, so,
about
Yeah.
type of approach, things you're doing, whatever that is, right?
Those are,
We will be stealthy as we can be, hide in the shadows, keep things between us and it until we get as close as we can.
So the afternoons are all
Observe
standing together chatting.
carefully for a little while to see if we see anything.
Cuba and Robert Clemens from Australia are chatting.
Closer for the stealth part, you'd definitely be far away because if you're gonna say stealth, that would take a long time to do that much stealth travel. But I understand, you're being more careful and
Yeah,
cautious.
we're gonna keep ourselves behind things.
Cautious and careful
quiet,
versus
yes.
trying to stealth.
Yeah,
And then when we
we're
get close, we will then we will stealth ourselves as close as we can,
Well, I was wondering if there's more people
and then
that
watch
might
for a
need
while,
more
quietly.
Yeah.
Like hit barrier
Because
zones,
that's like
things where
5 or
just
6
watch
people.
it to see any movement, any light,
That's why I'm sorry.
noise.
Sure.
do you speak
That's what we wanna
any
do.
of the languages they might
Oh,
be
that is
speaking?
true. I forgot about that.
Anyone else
Then I might not
have
be
any
using 2
input
different
on
dialects
things
that I would
you're
never.
doing, looking for, and also,
I think we have a better chance of understanding the Australian guy.
in general,
Yeah.
like gameplay. Systems people like to choose how they want, but
Well, but they do have Swahili.
it's hard to say you're looking for everything.
Yeah.
They all speak at least some dialect.
So, at some
Yeah,
point,
they do.
I tend to look at
I will
the
give you half an
ground.
hour, I will give you half an hour dissertation on exactly what I want you to look
Yeah.
for.
No, not that either. Not that either.
Right, so.
I
you
tend
tell
to,
me what you
like for instance, I tend to look down at the ground. I tend to watch the sky and what's out ahead of me, right?
Oh.
Because nobody can always watch ahead, they gotta watch their back, right? At this point, it's a committal, and it's more of a role
Yes,
thing as well.
sometimes they do.
But it has
I also
different
do.
repercussions. So, does anyone have anything in general, right?
So, no, it's just sour.
She's like, as a spy, she's
I,
like, hey.
a lot of this time I have a little book out. I haven't been able to say, but I have a little book out trying to recall and study this one priest I'm looking for, this cleric that I'm want to dispose of. Do I know anything about his temple?
Just matters.
Well, I believe, now I want to make sure, now that I see the temple, is this the right temple that has the cleric within that I would worry about?
Yeah, so, one, as you've moved somewhat closer, right, you're able to discern in the X. It's decent now.
Have you seen the X?
When it's turned the right way.
You got an X right on the temple. You can see it now.
Just like iconography.
Yeah, so what's on the temple right above it is the wand, it's magic, with an X over it. Right? So which actually is kind of true, not quite like that. It's a very stylish style of X. What you have gleaned from before in your readings, that actually this was a mage tower that was taken over because they were anti the mage god, right? So you are recognizing that symbology there, and so basically somebody got up there and like chiseled on there and like slashed it with maybe a bigger weapon or something and tried to mess up this wooden symbol that was above it, right? You're still far enough away, so you do know that confirmation is there. You're potentially going to have some other details about that individual person. You know they're not magic though, but there is another resource in the system. And this, you studied it. It's something called Mysteria. There's people that can connect to the universe itself and draw these things, do things. This usually relates to mental powers of controlling minds, making people do other things, or certain types of psionic attacks, etc. Right? So you're able to confirm that this is that one, and that's the nature of that person, an individual. Somewhat powerful, but there was a little bit of story though about them being connected to other people. With something that's called a site of power, which usually has some other creatures associated with them that usually come and go. So for them, this person to take this over would have been powerful in the moment, because they're not necessarily that powerful by themselves, right? At any given time, somebody mentioned like people. You may have just seen a couple people like come and go.
So it's inhabited, it's not abandoned.
Yeah, it is inhabited. It's used, but like, did they go out and get something from the garden? Did they, go over and grab some wood and chop it up or whatever and come back. It's just simple stuff, whatever that is. So you are seeing that as well. And then you'll have to remind me again whatever your skill was related to the lore of the book and the temple, because you may have information once you're inside or see it with things, right? It'll probably turn into a roll scenario depending on what you need to know or want to know. So now you're close enough that I need a little more detail about what you are going to be doing, right? What your plan is.
You might not want to roll your roll yet.
Yeah.
Since you're going to be the main
So you
one.
just want to charge in?
You might not want to roll that.
Attack them all?
I scratched my head simply when I knew, but that might be a bad idea.
Okay. I thought it was going to be abandoned.
Okay, that's a good idea. It's under soft skill.
Actually, give me your intellect roll because you've been studying the books.
All you're going to do is stand there. That's your high nerve.
36 of 56, so I do well.
I do have an official calendar of things that are important. What you do know is that
So that's your
there was a larger ritual related to the 2 moon system I have, and them coming together. And so, what would have potentially been like the size of this thing, having maybe 30 followers or so,
No, what are you doing?
the bulk of them are probably off of this festival, and this thing would have been done outside of, because of that religion that they are.
Okay.
So
So that's what I'm saying. Put them out in
whatever's left is potentially some helpers, and may or may not be
It's the nerve, the talent,
this one that you're trying to find.
So it's a high value.
But even if that one ain't left, there would still always be somebody in charge overall, if not a couple. So you still know that.
It's probably got a increased.
Yes, I give you the decision.
This group has a festival that they go to, so it's fewer individuals there than they're going to be later. Now is
So
the
you
time
can
to
tell them
strike.
that they're having a little bit of a chat, and what you can pick up is, you can't pick up exactly what
Do
they're
you want to
saying.
just sneak our way in? Do you want to wait till night?
The thing we want in the
They're
temple,
talking
right?
about something they don't want
I
to find out.
I have my own personal goal. I'm looking for an
It's, you
individual
know, you can
event.
pick
I
up
would
what
like
you're
to
saying, talk
dispose of
around
it.
and not find out about
But
it.
if I know you wanted
Also
to find
that
something
if
within
they
12,
succeed
right?
at this, it will help
Object.
both of their organizations tremendously.
I say, how long is this festival going to go on? A few weeks? We can wait till nighttime to do this.
It's questionable, right? Because there are multiple phases to this festival, and so you don't know if they would potentially come back and then go back again. Because it's not like they're traveling far for that, right? You just know it's away, and then there's a set of ruins that were close by that these people would have been at to go perform, probably
So
perform
they might
ritual.
return at night to back, right? So this would still be their safe space. Now might be the time to hit. Right now, during the day. I know it's
Sneak in.
as sweet as it can be during the day, but nighttime is going to be more dangerous.
Did I see a small egress where the people are coming out to the garden or anything, or is it just a main entrance?
Just because that's like easier.
Do you mean like a special egress? You mean like
Like a servant store,
Yeah, sorry.
something off the kitchen that goes outside. Or just,
Well, you would have to commit to moving around further to see. There's just from where you come.
I'm gonna scout.
There's one main door.
Yeah, who has the best perception?
I'm gonna scout around the whole thing. I'll leave them there. I will scout around the whole thing still.
Yeah, and so I've made the assumption you all are about 150 feet away or so, okay, to set this plan. And if you're gonna do the whole not even cautious or stealthy that you're talking about,
No.
that's gonna take much longer to get around. So we're probably looking at probably about an hour and a half, 2 hours to do that.
Okay.
That'd be interesting.
And then we have to move.
So we're starting to look at where it's getting closer and closer to night, and they coming back.
So right now, making the plan, quiet down, make the plan, rush to attack, make it fast.
Slippery isn't, you
So
know.
right now, slow it down, make the plan, then make it fast to attack.
Clarification,
I crunch my apple.
Just me.
People are doing something.
Just me. I'm a forward scout.
Everyone on this boat doesn't want to get your
Totally
costume
understand.
again.
Alright.
I heard discussion differently.
Yes.
I just go
just
for
tried-
like control reduction. I think they're probably like based
He was
on
gonna go by
the
himself.
rating,
Yeah,
they're probably
yes,
just
he's
talking
gonna
about
kinda do his thing.
vibe.
Our plan is to have him, like you said, he's gonna take a while to do this, do it well, and then we're gonna.
When he was talking about Russian attack, I thought he was talking about being with
But-
you.
I don't think
We're gonna wait
Robert
for him to do
and
his
Mario is
thing.
clearly
Then
they're doing
we're
something
gonna make
else.
Okay.
So you guys
The
are,
other group might be doing
So,
something else
so
too.
we're just sailing across
going
there.
along,
Like,
right?
what would be like, hey, we're never.
As a resort comes into view, the woman riding the
One
boat
was
tells
right,
them, hey,
the
you
guard,
guys
you
come
can tell
up
the
here.
guard, right?
She
You see
says,
that one in many ways.
your guests are gonna get off first. Then we'll
It happens to be
get
kind of down on the side.
to meet with your
And so,
supervisor.
like, just
She
filling
tells you, you guys need to stay off to the side, do not
None
get
of
in the way of the guests.
a small crop
So they
yard.
pull up to the dock,
Like,
they have golf
So you
carts
see
and
them down
everything
there,
down,
so,
not really golf carts, but the little car things. And
How many are there?
we load them in groups of four.
How many are there?
Probably came around the hill,
Yep.
what you thought was a safe ride to not be seen,
Right.
right? And just kind of saw them just run.
There's one guy,
They have to be
and
kind
he's
of
working in the
down,
garden.
like you're there, and they're like kind of like this, down.
Do I see how he came out to the garden?
Insignificant, right? There's nothing in particular unless you're looking for like.
I was looking for an egress that's not commonly used.
Nah, it's pretty much just like
Small,
over
yeah.
the pathway. It wouldn't have been a big deal, right? Nothing significant about it. Like it would have been normal for you to walk that mile.
You can hear him turn.
The egress, you're talking about for you to go down. or you can
Get
try
into,
to-
so I could get into there. I want to know
Oh,
where
no,
it
no, no,
is.
no, no. So this would be like, okay, so I understand what you're saying now. No, so like this person, you're coming around like around here, and I'm still assuming like 150 feet.
Yeah.
Right? So this person, like if you're where Scott's at, you come over here, right? This person like up over here, right? It's not just right there because of the terrain and stuff around it. They have like their big right over here, so they're like pretty far away over here.
You guys get to trudge up there,
Because you're probably about
and she introduces
40 feet away at the moment.
Steve, Ava,
Well,
and
I'm
Essel
gonna back up.
to a guy that's
Swing right around them.
says, hey, here's your
Going around.
Here's
So
your
I'm
three
looking for an
guys.
acre. I want to know where way in.
That's
I want to know if there's only the one way. I just want to know if that's the only way in, or if just windows are all at a certain height there.
And,
I understand. You should make sure you know anything about that person. You're easy enough for you to make that maneuver
Yeah, I'm just-
and go around.
Yep.
Okay. So anybody else who would come across, you would just do the same thing anyways. Alright, so
Reaches out his hand,
you pretty much
it's
see
about time you get
that
here.
is the only way in. That is more typical of a lot of main
Right.
towers.
So these people all come out the main entrance and they walk out and they have to go all the way around.
Yep.
All right.
Unless there's a secret one, but you'd have to be
I
much
didn't,
closer
but I
to
haven't,
checking it.
right. So
It says uniforms in there.
windows are all
About
open.
5 minutes.
Are they glass?
Yeah, many of them would be open.
Right. Do I notice any of them that seem to be not used much?
And you're
Yeah,
talking to
but,
Hunter Lyons, he says, welcome.
where
to
that
the
shows this,
Yeah.
that bottom one is pretty tall,
Yeah.
right? But there's also not one at the second
Walkways are down
like
there.
a second one.
There's not one at the
The
second.
windows would get higher.
You'll get your coveralls on.
Yeah,
Does the wall look scalable for me?
because there's not as many.
In my head, I think something I
Yeah,
can
yeah,
do is.
this is potentially scalable. You are going to have the general setup there of the different style of board
Yep.
that you can get on here, and you have the side ledges to work that as well. So you definitely do that.
All right.
You're aware that somebody else was, right? Oh, no, just you.
And,
All right. So I find a part that's not, we got people walking around.
Yeah, there's not that many, you know.
I find a spot. All right.
So yeah.
So I'm gonna come back and get them. We're gonna, the plan I talked to, make sure it works too. I think what you should do is go to this one area. There's one guard outside. They only use the front entrance. They get the whole spiel. I don't see any outlooks from the top. I found windows 2 stories up. I think I can climb up there, tie the rope inside,
keep that,
and then we'll all scale
What is
up
this
and
for?
enter through a window.
Okay.
noticing something.
Does that sound good?
Okay, just like
Good?
this is me doing stuff.
All right.
This is, not
So-
when you do anything, you happen to be
Yeah, it's not
notice
different option.
something, something that you,
Oh, no.
it's an object or information that could be important to your mission.
So, to go around and taking like,
Yeah.
like
It's a 4 and a 3 and a 4.
right?
And I
Yeah.
don't
So,
think I can top
so
that.
that's roughly like
No.
45 minutes, and then you kind of skirt around them. With
It's this combination.
Yeah.
Not my
Yeah.
lucky
So it's about 50 minutes, that's about an hour. If you did think the same thing going back, it's about 2 hours total back and forth. So you're about 4 o'clock right now to go ahead and do that.
Sounds like a good time.
For all of you to get back around, you
And
know,
around dusk.
another hour, hour and a half, so.
Even better.
Yeah, so about 5:30, not quite dusk yet.
Okay.
Dusk will probably be about
That's the time of year.
6:37.
I found one guy outside guarding, but they only have one main entrance. The windows are high, but I think I can get in this one area that looks unused, like it's any spotters. I'll climb up. I'll go there. I'll climb up, put a rope in. The rest of you will scale up behind.
You're talking about the
I think that's the way
or
it.
the business.
I don't think the front door is the right way.
Probably island attire.
Yeah.
Right?
You ready?
Yeah.
All right.
It's like
All right. So we will work our way to that spot.
under the cover of the
And I will do it.
And you are going to
I'm going to do it. I'm going to climb up the rope.
I'm gonna use the spell. Cast that blessed card in.
putting on the bottom.
And do whatever you use for your magic.
So,
I don't think I ought to do that because if I get caught, they're gonna stab me down.
so you add plus 10.
You're more obvious.
It's armor, so it is really high.
So you have,
One
So it
boom
doesn't
left.
look like armor on its back, dude. So
Do I look at
you mean move left from your heroic?
Yeah, did I have anything left?
No, that heroic is all in the moment. The heroic is everything done in that moment. You executed it with that creature, and you didn't follow it.
it just
But
gives you an additional.
you also have, because you have these side
You're
pillars,
saying we can't do like John
that's
Wick,
actually
hold up?
another 10. Weapon use position. Right, so you're plus 20.
So,
Or Daredevil,
this is
less
okay,
John
so,
Wick.
so now you
Reason
guys can
success.
introduce.
Right.
This is not a success fail. You're not going to fail. The question is,
Do you do anything?
how well are you doing
I'm trying to
this?
speed you along.
Or the progressive of not doing it so well?
I get exactly what I'm doing.
So
I
you'll
wanna
all need
get
the
to
plus
network.
20, add that, what's your coordination now?
So you're
Or
gonna,
coordination with the 20?
you're a network genius.
Over 20 will make it
Because I am
76.
actually.
I'm 76, so
Okay.
38 to 76 for great success down below, and then there's just snag, miss, it's still a success.
Okay, that sounds like a good idea.
But you just gotta run.
I think someone triggered.
So, did you change dice? Oh, wait a minute, did you trigger?
98%.
Oh, no, that's great. Triggers you.
Well, that's right, trigger.
Why is that good?
So,
Yeah, high is when you get like 90.
Because the way the numbers play, you always have to, if you took a D20 and said, why is a nat 20 better than 22?
Oh, well, yeah.
Right?
But 98 can't be good.
No, 96 to 100 you trigger because
I feel triggered.
the reason it's called triggered is because if you built a character and you took an ability that says when you trigger you get to do this,
Alright.
right? So the gamblers do that and they can increase their trigger score,
Alright.
right? So that's a critical success, if you will. So what you used to.
Oh, I danced up
So-
there quietly and silently.
Not only have you gone up so well, right, and even saw someone in the window and they left, and you heard a door, that this is not the same window, right, that they even locked it, so you know that they locked it, one of them, right, and you just saw through this window, so there's at least a room that's been locked. You also were able to get all of them up safely, so all up and and at this point,
And I pull the rope up behind us so people won't see it later.
that's fine too.
And like just like also the anything else I should know, anything
And that would
interesting around
automatically
here.
take the ground
That
floor
kind
as
of
well.
just
I got 'em.
talking to get as much
Like that.
information as
I
he's
get the concept.
trying to impress
So you got the 2 levels above here, right? So, do you have your thoughts was how high were you going?
Whatever window it was.
Yeah. So I was looking at second from the top in my mind, right?
Okay.
But when, so
Yeah, whatever one that could easily get everybody in.
Yes, we didn't cover it, so it's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, easiest access,
Yeah,
be
well-
unnoticed, right?
Yeah. So usually the top level is a very significant level, right? So the second level is they couple
Just giving me everything. Perfect.
so
Okay.
the one just below that
So
is where you are. Sorry,
First
where
window I
they
could
were
think.
when you saw the lock, you heard the click through the window or all that.
sounds good.
Okay, so that was your trigger. You all have basically in more like a little bit of a study, right, if you will. But most of the books are gone, right?
You're learning about the Wi-Fi.
Right, and it's a little more dusty. Like they didn't care as much, and so once Ian gets up there, Ian's like, oh, this looks more like where magical religious study would happen, right? To study their God and follow them. So that's a rough idea, but you all just gotten into the window now, and that's the general setup, right? So Go from there.
And
SSID.
does this look like any of the books from your guy you're looking for? And do any of these books look valuable?
So books always have value.
No, I mean it's selling for a lot. They're worth a lot of gold.
Depend on the buyer, of course.
Yeah.
Right.
Now we're getting
You
into
have the rights, yeah, you can sell these.
So,
They obviously would need,
Not while he's
I mean,
still
you wanna
here.
carry something of this, you're gonna find better things.
I'm not sure he knows.
All right.
And you know it would take some time to go through if you could potentially
He's
find
not
out
aware
those
I
books
don't
have more
want to.
value, because you know a number of them wouldn't. But if you want to do that, you can't just need to
Yeah,
know.
I think the books are not where we wanna go. There will be more useful items for you as far as financial.
Weight to gold ratio.
Exactly.
Very good.
In the head back of your head, because you were gone, I think when I did some of this setup of what this is as a mage tower scenario. You'd be more like, ooh, could you turn that into a future mage tower for yourself, right? And return it also to
Mystica.
your god. No, not Mystica. Remember, Mystica was anti. So they took over a mage tower.
So there's like nothing there at all.
So what
minutes, they're
so this is, there is no god that was with this mage group, right? So even though I have a little more religious tendencies, not every wizard's like that.
Nothing for about 4 minutes. And then
When I told you that, were you here for the Mysteria discussion of what Mysteria is, and you click next to the universe?
Oh, yes.
That is the anti-magic person or creature, which does not use spells.
Yeah, I was trying to.
So they do or do not have a god, you don't know. But definitely they would not be the god of magic. This is a mage tower that was converted over.
So this one, I want more macabre.
I'll be sure to be
Possibly.
there.
Yeah, they're macabre, but you could potentially turn this back into a mage tower. So when the wand was over the door, that was a religious symbology to the god of sorcery and magic. So returning it to that and restoring it to a mage tower / religious structure could be a potential purpose for you. Did you need anything, Dave? You just watching? Okay. Sorry, it's a friend of mine who's watching this girl, so.
So okay.
That's a thought for you.
And many of these books would stare thin, and I want them to.
I don't know. You'd have to look into it.
So another reason for me to.
Which one would you like the most to stay in?
Which ones you covet the most? Be honest.
You just know to take time to go through those books and figure that out. But you do know this like potential. In my system, you literally can build your own mage towers, your own pursuits of power, your own armies, your own temples. So.
So yeah, this is definitely a good space for me to learn from in the future as well. I always love learning more. But right now we've got further to go than this.
I'm gonna go to the door and I'm gonna put my ear up against it while he's randomly listening carefully for any activity outside.
All right.
Can I look through the keyhole and see the other side?
Lit, right? At this point, basically, this is not huge, right? Like it's probably a little bit bigger than that as far as diameter goes. But the estimate would probably be this is probably about 70, 80 feet total. The room you're in is, about 15 by 10, right? So you really kind of see in a semi-hallway. It's a little bit wider than normal, right? So is it almost 15 feet? Probably. But it doesn't extend real long. You see a couple other doors. And then it'll turn, like, because it goes around, it'll turn. So does that open up anything or just continue? You don't see the stairs.
You guys want to move into the, I don't hear anything. We try to get this door open.
You're really not big.
What?
Really not big.
So big, yeah. So like, click.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know how to do that stuff.
Yeah.
So
All right.
you
Want to go
open
right
it
or
up.
left?
Yeah, so you open up, remember, so you're going to go around to the left, stay around, and if potentially open something bigger, like a big room, at some point, either there or the two other doors, which is probably smaller rooms for whatever reason. At least the one here would definitely be smaller because of where the other door's at, being right next to the room you just came from. Unless it's going to lead around.
So the closest door we come to, is it locked?
No, it's not locked.
Do I hear anything?
I try to help you with the
When I
ones
put
that
my head
checks
up
that you
against
do. So you should have, so you should have
Give me a hearing.
What am I hearing at aid?
decision, the decision that is all
You got your trumpet or whatever.
58. My hearing is 44.
So, you know, you were just talking with,
My room sucks. You should be listening. I don't hear nothing. You heard nothing?
Yeah, you're not really hearing anything.
Alright. You guys want me to open the door?
really noticing that.
Slowly, carefully open the door.
Temporary maintenance.
Not a big deal. So this is turns out to be just like
That's to make this check.
kind of like a limited will, just
Ball routing.
yeah, little sneak back stuff. At some level, he sees some little things that would have been like used for magic, right? Like I can't think what they are. The little science class, right? We had the little
Pestle.
maybe
More
remorse.
Right.
Yeah, so you see some of those, some things that just relate to that. Maybe some little scrap herbs or whatever, but you know, it wasn't interested them. However, they weren't left behind either. Like they probably scrapped anything of value, probably, right? But it relates to the study itself.
So we'll continue on. Next door.
Thrown over his shoulder and one of his bodyguards. He just starts
And
walking
continue on.
down.
What are you doing with the door? Are you just opening it?
We looked. You said it was just. Yeah, we went to the next door, and I will have
When you first
the
arrive.
barbarian listen.
Loves swimming in the ocean.
Take a listen.
Like much so
So you
that.
notice that. And the other thing you notice.
I barely made it, but I made it when I get hearing is 45, I got a 42.
Yeah, you don't hear anything, and so you looked in, there's just a little bit of light in that, but yeah, no, you don't feel like there's anything in there that you hear. Double check with the people. Not seeing much, but it is going to open up a little bit.
The other thing you notice
Yeah,
is
open it up.
that
Open it up. I will
as
open
people
it up.
come walking around the check-in area, they're chatting with each other, like every single one of them has an envelope. They open up this envelope, they read it, and the
So,
first thing they do
you
is they
would probably only be going in about 5 feet, like to some area you can see over here.
Yeah.
You just don't know if it's going to continue straight or close off. Potentially, like, really big. At that point, you just, after you kind of open the door and like, do you hear anything more? Mixed into your hearing check. Still not hearing anything. So, go in, close the door, do something else.
Russian oligarchs rule. Ian, is there anything in, what do you think? You know more about these towers than I do.
I've never been to one. I've only read of them. So from my readings,
Well, you know
I'm
exactly
gonna be honest.
I
There's
know
going
exactly what it is.
to
It's like I can access it probably.
how far out are we on the second floor of it?
No. You're second from the top. There were 2 other layers to this.
They get this envelope.
Right.
They log into an app.
So we'll
Weird Wi-Fi. Anyone know what this is?
going up is how we want to, where we want to go. If we're gonna find anything, obviously higher is best.
Are you going into this area or not?
Yes. Yeah.
I mean, I'm looking for stairs. Where we go?
Yeah, but the question is, are you going back in this way or this way?
This is the app for the bidding.
Yes, you're going to go ahead and go in and around.
Gotta go somewhere.
Those are the stairs. So now you know this must open to a bigger area or multiple rooms, right?
I at least want to get on the connection first, just so I have
Knowing that the stairs are there,
So it's like I do have access to it, so it's like I can.
it would have been normal for this to be locked, right? Because that's the highest level of Mason Tower. You don't want just anybody going there because this is no longer a thing, right? This is now starting to make sense to you all, right? For the setup. So, yeah. So at this point, go ahead and give me turn orders or whatever.
Again, I text group chat.
Give me
Weird Wi-Fi.
marching
Going
order.
in and out. Anyone
I'm gonna go,
know what
I'm
that
gonna
is?
stealth ahead.
And you're like, yeah, I do.
And then report back. I'm gonna go to where I can see something next.
Can you
Yeah.
give me that QR?
Give me your coordination roll.
And then beyond that, you know,
90.
So that's what you've discovered while you're wandering.
90.
What's the will?
It's not coordination. It's coordination or stealth.
So, do you have a stealth skill? I mean, if you have a stealth skill, you use a stealth. But,
Your skill was,
but now I'm going to tell you 90 is not going to pass.
Well, I didn't know if it was. Well, I didn't know when we got to the part where.
You're just going to respond to the needs.
Yeah, no, it's okay. I just know. I mean, it's not rules are a bit high. You're probably like 65 or something per stealth.
I think your failure rate is generally 95%.
No, you're just, as calls come in on they need something.
That's what it is. What's appeared, right?
Yeah, oh, yeah.
So far.
Oh, yeah. Me, what?
You're really good about not being good at things.
Thank you.
Quicker, you know,
my life.
have
It's
radio,
my
you
life.
can let me know if anything counts, but it's easier to write down the
Walk in balance,
I don't know why you don't play bard more often. This is not true.
Yeah, you know, there must have been a fight here at some point, or letters some marks on the walls, and you were kind of looking at it, but then you didn't know there was a mark on
I don't mind make the track back.
one of the tiles that you were,
Yes.
because you heard it kind of clank a little bit.
Yeah. Uh-oh.
So,
Click.
you're by yourself.
Yeah. So
They can still be down the stairs. These are roughly stairs, it's like a small turn.
Alright. So I back down the stairs.
You all heard the clank too.
Yeah.
So you all can choose to act as well. So he's turning and starting to come back.
Yeah.
So before he's actually coming down the stairs, what do you all choose to do?
I'm gonna discern see if there's any enchantments. See if it's mechanical or enchantment. So discern enchantments to make sure it's maybe magical. So we're in a mage tower. That might trigger something greater than just arrows.
So, there's a couple ways. One, discern enchantments when you're looking at a skill. That takes time.
Oh, really?
Your other way is to use that
Like anyone
cantrip cast to do it quickly.
So I guess I would just start wheeling my
However,
and then kind of like
a general feeling and thought process would seem to already be that they were anti-magic and they already mixed the X the symbol. It's likely they likely would have de-magicked it. So not to say you couldn't find magic in here somewhere, but it probably wouldn't be a big general feel. So you're generally more inclined to think you probably do that when you something specific. If anything.
Oh yeah.
This feels it's like mechanical.
Yeah, but this is your general understanding of this whole scene that's been happening.
Gotcha.
So what's the electrical value?
Okay, I got my giant card filled with,
And if you're going to do it on a larger level, like just your magic, it lets you do it for that whole area.
stack of,
But you would have to set it on the outside or have more time inside. At this point, you're dealing with the clink, whether that means anything or not. So, is there anything else you want to do?
Just get out of the way.
Okay.
Excruciating.
You're going to try to just make the picture fair. This is not a 5-foot stairs, by the way.
I'm just gonna go swimming.
You definitely 2 people up this, just so you know.
Okay, I'm gonna start.
It's very grand looking as if it was, right? Not just wide.
So I quickly come back. And I made noise. We might as well hurry. Just work up the stairs quickly.
Going down
Together.
By the
Watch
time
out
you
for
get there,
things on
he's
the
already
floor.
walking.
Okay,
He's down in the
Okay, so I'm gonna go up there.
I guess we're gonna go upstairs.
Yeah, but
I'm gonna.
you already went downstairs. So now at the top of the stairs, you see this figure.
Electrical.
We will wait for him. It's a good time for me to take a break, to go to the bathroom, get some water and stuff. You all can decide what to do. You recognize the garb.
Keep flipping.
This is definitely
Now that
a senior official
not here, I need to check the
and
outlets.
or the one you're looking for.
That's your ability, that's on the front, that's your ability.
So you don't know,
This is the droid you're looking for.
because you couldn't just look at photos somewhere, right? And there weren't sketches of this person. They weren't that kind of known to other people. So, Ian, did you catch that?
Yeah, you might want to lug that.
That's how you all can relay it. Just relay that to him. He was thinking about his enchantments.
It's now. You're not senior.
Oh.
Okay, well,
When you're looking.
sorry,
We have no,
I'll
no,
back
no,
later,
Etsy.
sir.
Well, wait a second.
It wasn't that famous, I didn't take any. She just have a description, this is definitely Stephen Fisher's time.
Time to hurl
Oh,
it.
one
So I think
die.
we should just kill him.
He's on my,
I can't
he's on my
use more than
to-do list.
one.
But you wanna kill
Yeah, on
him?
640, I actually rolled that last night in my game.
If I was land before the
I don't mind.
final blow, I mean, I'd be
I'll just need an app while you do this.
Why does he, why do you want him dead?
Steve!
His
Just a second.
their goal is the destruction of like the knowledge of
Magic.
He turns to the.
So I get it, maybe we should help him.
Let's not go that far.
That comes
I mean,
out.
just because I don't like art doesn't mean I vandalize
Did
the
you
whole
guys-
page.
You guys see Death finally involved?
Yes.
Chuck Norris.
Oh, I did.
Oh, that's my one's
Chuck Norris.
So,
Yeah, and the system.
Chuck
and
Norris.
so Gabriel will sit there and he's
I just figured I'd start here.
He's kicking Satan's ass right this minute.
I thought it would be like Death would come and he would take the scythe and just stab him.
No,
So
the thing
if
is,
you went on your phone.
Also,
when Chuck Norris died, he only had one hand. Upper hand.
oh, you were there. Okay, sounds good.
Okay, well then maybe you could.
With Chuck Norris, he has all these punchlines and a kick line.
Yeah, that's, I don't know.
I've heard some good ones.
Like right now, they
That's
just
not
think
bad.
you're devil.
That wasn't one of the
My schedule had me.
Oh, when I went out there, by the way, I didn't tell you this. I went out there, they were doing the deck and everything. So Luke was giving away Luke was giving away stuff.
Did you get one?
No, because there was a crowd.
Yeah,
But then one of the guys was like, we're going to draw a card. He drew a gem. He goes, all right, good. That means I get to get all your gems. And the guy's like, huh? He goes, oh, wait, no, I read it wrong. I gave you. And so then,
Yeah, I saw Angus and
yeah, Eli. No, it wasn't Eli. It was Andrew, right?
no, I saw Eli.
Oh, I saw Andrew.
So you still have about an hour and a half of game time. That saves roughly 30 minutes, if you will. This might not be a table on a period. This saves roughly 30 minutes for feedback, meter system. We can have some of that discussion now if you want while waiting. We can also continue forward. I have ways to get him back in action and let
So, okay,
him,
the jammer's gone on and you see.
as if he was here the whole time, do some things, or just come into play, or do other things related to his being left behind. So it's up to you all if you just want to wait for Barry.
Okay.
We can wait
So-
for it.
Anyway,
The cell's
I
out.
might have questions about character creation.
Yeah, and I'm kind of acting.
Because characters,
Like,
I mean, the characters that you made, are they always specific, like you the books have
Yeah,
a
you get your back
specific
stuff.
character, you're making characters, right?
When you say the books have classes in them.
So now you have a backstop.
And so, in my character
really is
creation,
bad.
you can create something very simple, which is to look at theirs and go, I'm an arcanist, and I'm just a wizard, and I used my 2 secondary classes to call them dedicated, and get extra points to just build up my stats, or if I wanted a skill. But what you are looking at is someone who
Okay, so,
if you
so
will,
I
although I
got my big cart.
chose 1 of 7 base classes and 2 of 60 secondary classes
So
that are very
I'll grab a
stylized
tool
mechanics.
bag.
So mechanically, the classes all make sense. What I'm requiring on more is the value of your stats. Like, where do those values come from? Is it,
Okay, so what happens is that when you go on my app, you'll be able to see this, and that's on my website. And you go to stats. So what happens is there is an array that you assign where you want, 25 down to 5, right? Various values. Then you still get to have roll values. This ensures that you are not underpowered for what your main function is. You stay 40 as an arcanist for your intellect. But so if somebody wanted 41 and wanted to focus on, I want to be a melee fighter and like a battle caster, they can do that by putting their stats elsewhere. That's easy enough to see on my website what
So
that
it's
looks
down,
like.
you've got
And
everything
the
you
app.
need on
Does that answer your question though?
backstopping
So it doesn't answer my question, but it gives me a place to look, right? Because I can go online to find out how that's done.
because they're already frustrated.
Yes.
So,
So
because looking at it, it feels very arbitrary when I have a strength of 49, whereas the barbarian has got a 38. Now, I imagine that's due to unlucky or a very lucky roll, like why would the arcanist be stronger, that much stronger?
like your coin raise, 25, 20, 15, 10s, and then 5s to assign your 7 stats. Then you turn around and make 7 rolls and then place them where you want. This is why it's arbitrary, because I just had to look at it. I'm creating this character and I'm going to stylize it this way. You would stylize it the way you want it though.
I mean, you can
To answer your question though, my decisions of how to style that character was arbitrary, other than, hey, this is an Arcanist Enchanter Eliminator, so I'm going to kind of like focus it this way. I could have made you more religious and made your faith higher than one of the others, right? So hopefully that more answers it, but you'll see the specifics of it, you just go on the app.
That's what I was saying, the specifics. And you had answers on where to find it.
Yeah.
That's all I need to know.
So Barry wouldn't have been playing, but got critical, he died. No, we were waiting for you. So, you were here for the initial.
So something you notice is trucking had gone over and he was starting to call.
Well, Jimmy had
You noticed that he had
stepped on
down.
something that made a little bit of clicky clack.
USB zip drive.
He was questioning whether he should
And they're chatting.
look for a chance that you had talked to. Yeah, it's probably not a good idea at this time.
Okay, yeah. So there is some sort of cultist at the top of the stairs as well, and this is where we just had a discussion about who becomes. So that's where we're at now. We have 2 choices. We can stay.
I do not know.
Simultaneous action like we've done. If you all like that, we just stay there. The other option is if you would like to move into an initiative standpoint, we can do that too.
Okay.
So I just didn't know what you'd like.
No.
I don't mind declaring action.
Go get him.
So I will.
Kind of made D&D sort of set up, like this is what I'm doing.
It's different than how it goes.
Yeah. You declare actions and then you resolve as best as you can.
And this is what we're perceiving as our big
Just
thing.
get whatever it is.
It's definitely recognized that it is either the individual who's looking for, or it's at least a higher official, a senior official.
Ian wants to get
Barry, you're one.
I wanted to take a copy of that.
3, Scott.
Okay, I will.
I was,
Quickly grab it.
Yeah, you can hurt somebody with those.
Yeah.
And
more cloakish on top hood or whatever, but
kind of with my
usually some style. So, so there is some degree of armor that's there, if you will, but you do see the robes over that on some level, but a symbol you don't recognize.
You're gonna be
right,
careful.
anyway.
while that's on my, so it's on my, it's kind of with my tool bag.
Okay.
And
You're gonna do the spy stuff and you're going to have that all concealed. You're gonna try
yeah,
to
and then I'm gonna go around like I'm testing out this.
Okay.
I should let you know
So
this
you
number.
need to have another street magic.
Are you able to?
Well, you're still a distraction. That's what I'm still. I'm able.
So I rolled a
So you
5.
have a street
So
magic with a key.
let's have a brief discussion about
You have a street magic with
your
a key
defenses,
that's there.
and you're gonna understand why I'm gonna tell you about 5 right now that I just rolled.
So an 8, so that's
So when you look at your defenses, it says 1 through 5 is a fail.
And a D10. You have.
Creatures fail on 1 to 5, unless big bosses, right? And so,
He puts it in
other
there. You're
things.
keeping
So
them busy.
your defenses only stack after that.
So you downloaded the critical.
So when you look at, if I'm gonna roll a 2-hit, like a melee,
wipe off trees.
now there's actually one mystery at the moment. I would roll, say, 12 as I hit. I made my even under, but I was able to make contact with you. So each of you would be able to look at your defenses at 12, and you would be able to tell where I made contact. If at all, I may have hit your head, and it says take max damage. That means you had no helmet cover there because you had a half helmet. so part of your head was exposed. It might say deflect, right? And it's called a ring. If you're going to take the full, the full max
Fingerprints are
damage.
wiped off and the whole bit.
That matters because we had blocks, and you took an ability that says when you block, like a carry weapon or a shield, right?
Okay,
Then
so,
those
so I'm
abilities
gonna,
get to
I'm
trigger.
gonna test a
But
couple
also I know if you're
outlets,
deflected.
and then I'm
Now,
gonna,
if you want to
you know,
dig deeper,
turn off the cell phone.
it's also set up using modularity to split the deflection already into, hey, you mitigate the damage, right?
You're all checked out.
So,
Here, I'm checked
but I
out.
rolled a 5, so,
You're doing 50 hertz again, you
it's
should
odd
have been doing 60 hertz.
because
I'll do
I
some
was
technical
using
charges.
Mysteria to
He's like,
attack in your
he's like,
mind.
yeah. He goes,
And while you think you're not really
no, he
powerful,
pretty much moves you out of
your
the
relationship to your friend, who follows the goddess of animals and prey, she has actually come to you, right, in your mind to protect you, because somewhere in your past, you did some deed, whether it's helping a small animal or going through the right process tribally to respect an animal, and she's recognized you for that now, right?
Just wanted to introduce myself to y'all.
So now you're going to be able to use the power of her god. This is a real extension of my system. You as a cleric who follow that would have abilities and things you can choose that way, but you're able to maybe do something back to them. If you can think of something that relates to animals, hunt, and prey, however you define that,
As far as
that you get to do back to it, and that could relate to your attack or it could be separate. Right? For instance, role-play narrative, you now see that as your prey.
Okay.
Right? Or you think of something animal related and something you want to do to it, right? Now, you can let that mull around. That's going to happen. My attack failed bad. And so you just think of that, I'll talk to them. Find whether yeah, well, if you want to go ahead and spit it out.
I was gonna say like I become wolf.
But like,
oh yeah, so that's kind of cool. Rather than the basic class, you're going to be like my tribalist then. The tribalist actually has a tribal, and it has spells. They actually superimpose images on them. So that's the ability you're going to take from this one class that's going to happen to you in this moment, right? So you are going to become a wolf, and you can tell me what
but like they just got here.
with the
Or wolf-like.
Part of why I was
yeah,
asking,
you'll
But
pose.
I'm gonna leap forward,
they just
like,
got here.
but like a wolf would.
Yep, you'll be able to run, leap, pounce.
Yeah.
You let me know if you're trying to pin,
Yeah.
You do not have
bite.
any indication they're there.
It could be a fancy wolf, so it could have claws. You can do claw attacks. Just let that decide also. I'm going to engage everybody else as well, so you can have time to think. Because that was very unique, what just happened.
Okay.
I'm gonna make a religious
So
spell.
I think I
Yeah.
need to.
So think of it similar as
Yeah.
magic items from D&D where you're gonna ram, but instead,
I go
in
to.
the stag or
Is there a unit
try,
like
I don't know how close they are to the edge.
like how in the
Full
middle
rush them
or is it
over or
towards
just
the end?
gore them.
So like I just want to know if I walk in, how likely I would be noticed. Okay.
When you said D&D, I wasn't quite sure what spell they had that relates to that.
It was a more of a magic
Yeah,
item,
I just
ram.
open.
The ring of the
Open
ram.
it.
So just something that does like a knockback damage.
Somewhat of an extension of your abilities, right? So one is a spell, right?
No, first I'm gonna use my watch to try to see.
We will do that as a boost as well.
Okay, that's a SIGM perception.
Include a boost, because it's a bit of an extension.
Why not? SIGM.
Because you're literally connecting
So now it has a
to your dice right now.
D8, but your
So I'll train mechanics, just let me know what you're going to do with all that kind of stuff as well.
Yeah, I
so-
bought the expensive.
Okay, so the D8.
What will you be doing, Jim?
D12 plus D4. No, not the
So I-
correct.
Oh,
This is
I will.
This is why
How far away is it?
Sorry. Sigyn and
The
Trinamyk.
stairs about,
So that never gets.
let's see, down is just the one below, and going up, and then they wouldn't go up steep, they would go kind of up and around. So that's probably about 20 feet, maybe
If I can
50.
reach him, I will go up and I will attack him with my shield.
D12, D12 plus D4.
Okay.
So your decision die is D12 plus D4.
Gotcha.
Okay, they're triggered on him, and because he spoke first, you would have to be coming up behind him. So that would maybe get the attack off. They because you can be in front of him. He's already got in ramp mode, and he's going to roll pouncing. That may be complicated. So we'll hold on your simultaneous and don't let me forget having the potential heights. Because you'll have to go up there, you'll be moving up, and then it depends what happens with their two
I'll tell you
first.
what, can I just move up through him and be on the other side?
They're gonna beat you. So just wait to see what happens. Like if it gets knocked prone, that will change the scenario. You'll have that, right? And then you'll be bonus to other things, right? So just
Alright.
Ian?
What is a day? What happens to a day's creature? Once a target's been dazed,
One action.
You only need a photo. So take a
I know familiar what it takes, but I'm wondering.
Yeah, the creature will have one action.
But it'll decrease down to a single name as a person.
Regardless, yeah. So
Yeah, they won't be doing a lot of that different things. And you really don't know what happened with them, how that frames. Was it a separate event for them? On a separate round? Or special?
here is D8.
And then you have a D10.
I mean, it seems like the guy. I'm just gonna use my light alert. I will. Precision. I will name a target. Range for next.
Thanks.
And I just snuck out,
So,
pretend like nothing happened.
I will take my
Okay,
last little
let's
lightning
get access
darts
to
and
the
throw
map.
them at the cell.
Okay, so when you open up the app, one thing that pops
Scott,
out at
did you want to tell me any more about the wolf and what you're going to do, not
We'll
do?
move on to the adversary there and knock him down if possible. Break the throat as well.
extra login.
Yeah, so if you roll well for,
Yeah.
and so it'll be, you have to successfully do the one first,
Yeah, that's
and do it well enough to be able to get that second attack
I think
in.
if there's a
So,
simultaneous login, it will be detected.
I'm like you going to the table on it, bro.
So, you don't know if they've logged out.
I have an area effect.
You know, you bought these from me, they're
Find out
beautiful, but
if they're
because you touched
And
them.
I would read the information.
Yeah.
So it's on the B&M.
I'm on the ground.
So I must say.
You were actually first to speak, or first I engaged with, so you're actually going to go technically right before him, right? As far as like bandana, right? So we need you to.
This is just your knowledge of how.
I'm gonna let you choose. You can roll your coordination for this for the pounce, or you may choose to roll it under your two head. That is your
Because I
choice.
rolled one on my D12.
Coordination 46, 2 hits, 51, I'll take the 51.
I'll let you re-choose. You know, I'm just being nice, right?
I appreciate you letting me take the larger
They are
number.
not logged in right now.
Oh, it's 57.
Did you hit right on?
No, I'm 51.
Oh, 51 was what it was.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you go up there, it's able to just kind of like, it's weird. You're feeling that, like, that mysterious in your mind.
Yeah.
So it just seemed to kind of able to like know what you're doing and able to dodge. You may now follow on. The target is still there and standing, so now you can actually do the actual damage. So this is unique though. So again, the same offering, but this came from.
We're not gonna go to this level, all you know is, right, I mean, yeah, because you can do all sorts of TCP stuff. Yeah.
Give you
But what you
plus
know
10
right now is that you can log
to your
into
faith.
the app without being detected.
You can choose to roll faith. If you want to roll that
And
instead
I'll see if I can get a
of
copy or get a different way to have access to it without having to use theirs.
Yeah, you can try
you,
to
you
figure
would
that
be
out.
knocking
Yeah.
back,
It's like, what, I just need to get in.
so you could do a bigger knockback, or you could do a little extra damage for your second move for the boost.
I'm thinking you're probably not close enough to the edge to knock them off.
Less likely to happen just because of the castle and the window sizes. You're less likely to be able to like set that up.
If we're on, first thing I want to do is just
Yeah,
say,
she was
I don't want to be
using
on this
to
for
like
too long.
direct it.
So I want to get off the
And then-
different person's login as soon as I can. So I want to see if
Well,
I
actually,
can
it wouldn't be current. They're way
for
back.
login,
Now they
then
look
I
at the
can
scale.
count
I
back.
try to use that for scale. Yeah, so it'd be plus 3 damage if you hit, but you're at plus 10, so you're
If you look at
Make
yeah,
your
those
name.
lanes,
Yeah, it's just 61. It's just 61.
And I want to use one of these as a fire rod. Can I just move that, bump that up another one to 66?
Yep. Yes, you can. Just make sure you check out and you go through and check out your spell.
Yep.
It's still
I already did that.
Oh, it's at 45. So, yep, that's good.
Intellect.
That's above my defenses. Wouldn't matter anyway for the charge. They're good for damage, but potentially.
So what's the damage again?
Yeah, so go ahead and roll a d8. And then damage would be +3 on that.
Oh, Jesus, 4.
22.
So you cannot really create another login, but what you
I
have
mean,
created.
I feel bad for you, but I don't.
I know you don't, and I don't blame you.
Okay, so okay. Oh, wait a minute. Joe, you hit because you also did the knockback as well. Right? So it's been knocked back.
Okay, but am I able to?
Still let you go ahead and get up there. There was 20 feet, no
Have I
road, so
been able to figure out a way to like?
you'd have
You are
like
not
25, 30 feet.
But I'm just watching.
So,
I'm able
so you
to.
can still understand.
Can I go past him? Behind him?
No, not past. It's a little too
Yes,
far. If you want to, that would be your entire movement, like your entire action.
Yeah, I would have an action.
Yeah, you'd have
like
I'm
not
done.
directly
Basically,
to
twice,
like.
yeah.
I am gonna get up
literally
past
just
him.
bidding,
I know.
it's bare bones.
It's just.
Okay.
You know, because of dodging and that though, I'll let you make a small minor attack to do half damage. Does that make sense? Because you're a rogue fighter, so I'm gonna let you do that as part of your fighter element.
I don't know,
One thing
75?
I'll do while I'm still
You
in
have to
because
tell me, but
I
I'm
saw
pretty sure
where
that's
those
above yours.
spells
Too bad. You've been rolling 70s before.
No.
Your dice love the 70s.
Yes, they do.
You gotta start dancing
I'm
to
gonna go-
disco or
I gotta-
something, right?
Get on the 70s, man.
Ian, I don't think we did that.
Here's the thing, I'm gonna leave here and go by one.
Yeah, so you had, you named him as a victim.
Obviously,
You named him as a victim.
And I'm gonna do the kind of precision, selecting darts, and steady
There's a
with
reception
my
actually.
moves. So I'm gonna go ahead and that's a miss. I got 83, but that's one dirty, two dirty darts. That is 84. So I am missing.
Island attire.
And if you want, you can also,
I will stop it. I'm out of spells.
even though you took specific spells, you could use a boost, one to give you a spell, and create a spell of your own if you like, right? Or you still have your heroic as well.
What does it mean when a creature resists a spell? That would be like the day is the day.
Yeah, so if I save versus spell,
Makes sense.
yeah. And you went, so that was everybody. Just for you don't really see this creature do much of anything in particular. Because as you get up there, and you're all seeing, well, you three are seeing closer, right? So this is not a typical
Yeah, so
human.
now we're still in the
This is
drive.
either a different race that you've not
is.
seen
We
before,
don't know where the drive is.
or this is more of a monstrosity type of race, right? So
party,
so you do see that.
do they
You moved behind, right?
yeah, I'm gonna
Yeah,
go
you
past
did.
him.
You moved behind.
Yeah.
They don't have a DJ.
I tried to stab him with my dagger went by, but just totally ripped it.
You look down
Nerves, maybe
the stairs and you see the creature
trying to think
materialize
of the maintenance reason.
down towards the lower portion.
So you guys start
Behind
what
you!
can accomplish while
Okay,
everybody's in the party.
Yeah,
and
quick
so,
question, like in this party, since it's
and
probably like a
then,
main hall
where
area,
you at?
No, it's
You
right
at the
around
house?
the pool.
Yeah.
right around the pool.
You can give me
So, is there any,
one more roll.
Like security
for,
cams there, just so I'll have.
No, I am a roll. Where's
There are
that?
cameras there.
At the top, or
Yeah, give me
So
a
I'll
seeing
just wanna
roll.
tap into that.
It's not so much that you're gonna have a hard time seeing. I just want to know if you're in the right spot to see this.
would
You
it?
stayed. No, you came up
Yeah.
too.
Now, could I'm wolf, right? Could I
I'll be
do a
watching
spell
for the
roll?
cameras.
Your wolf would
Oh, my
it's a superimposition that happened on you and then it
If I'm
disappeared.
like, hey, I think
So it's
you
there
guys want us
temporarily.
to go eavesdrop.
And
Okay.
here are.
Alright, so
Massive fail.
Thank you.
Yes.
yeah, you really didn't fail much of
Where
anything.
can
We just didn't have an orientation on the map, so just wanted to see how things played out. If you'd actually seen some other things. So
from the road to the north.
we're in the next round, and so everyone can just simultaneously end up describing what you want.
Still using the security.
You're
the
standing.
photos of all
You're
of them,
standing.
have the door log, figure out who they
Yes.
are.
The creature is basically still standing where it was at,
Yeah, so
and
you
then
have-
you are down below. You have heard the yell. You've taken the quick glance over. You are aware that a creature is right there.
Marine biology.
And so
4.2 is Thea Palmer.
Jim,
a professor
you were aware this looks similar to these types of occultists that were going out and that you had seen,
4.3,
right?
we know his name, but we don't know why
And
he's
so, and then it materialized. And so, and you are obviously, having looked, wear the same orientation, and understanding more about what Mysteria meant and these types of creatures that might,
So we have two professors.
because it wasn't teleporting.
Oh, yeah. What's,
Yeah, so at this point, everybody can just start telling me what you want to do, let you all
I will attack the creature in front of me.
so,
pretty much slice and dice.
what I figured we should do is,
Everybody else?
Well, at this point, I'm like, what the hell's going on? I guess I'll go downstairs now.
Well, you do have the one right next to you.
Oh, that's right, I was
Yeah,
thinking
yeah,
that one.
remember, you're superimposed. Like, no, you're up at the top.
Alright, for some reason I was thinking that one linked and went downstairs, but no, there's two of them.
Yeah, so I'm.
I'm gonna
Of course, if
go.
anyone pulls anything out, that'd be great.
That is
Or
10%, yes.
This is having a shifty conversation, they
one
just me on a place who's talking.
Fuck,
So
I
you
got the
can
wrong
stick
guy.
in
I do hit first.
African
But I had the wrong guy earlier, so I wasted mine. But now I
Getting
wanna.
misty stuff.
But what is
Yeah, this is the one you're after the top of the stairs. No, I'm sorry, no, at the top of the stairs is the one.
The one.
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, I forgot there's one next to you, right? And I'm so
Yeah,
sorry.
I did roll a 10%, so I hit 7 with
On the guy up top.
yeah, the guy.
You snuck it in while I was watching. Did you do all that afterwards?
You can trust me.
He works for the government, can you?
So,
Yeah, generally want to know what everybody's gonna do first, and then because whose would go.
Oh, yeah, I
Yeah,
attacked.
it's fine. Like, oh, by the way, don't forget about your adrenaline. That can add to your damage. That can add to your 2-hit. I will let you do this after the fact, you can do, but I'm only going to do one. You do 1 point and add 2 extra points of damage. So that attack.
Alright, so I will add 2 points of damage to it.
Alright, so just take away 1. Normally you're going to do the third beforehand. Oh, I'm going to do 1, and then I'll give you +3 damage for that.
Alright.
I'm not going to do
So I
that.
use 2 points of fervor.
No, use 1 point
So I
of
got the
fervor.
IPs,
I downgraded it
when I was in the system.
by
and I
1
asked
damage
Mr.
because you would have had been adrenalized before.
Oh, I get it. It doesn't help me out.
Berserking is different than raging in my system mechanically. They have different, but we haven't had a discussion. We don't need to have it for now. What would you two like to do?
how would this work?
You're basically up there roughly next to it as well.
Do I notice that this is more of a monstrosity?
You can go ahead and roll yours because yours is a straight attack, so whatever happens will be fine. Yeah. You definitely recognize this is a
94.
monstrosity type of race or a race you haven't seen before.
No, I was good last time.
94, you're the worst you can do is you're 1 point away from being triggered. 95 is your trigger.
That would upgrade it.
Oh, hey, you know what? You can use a booster heroic. Ooh,
You don't
No,
have
sorry, DA or
but that was a cool attack on the score.
I watch you not be heroic.
That's a keep it.
Scout might not be the best one.
So,
If you're something I can go to you.
No.
because I got something trying to
So, I do have some level 0s. I'm doing arcane pit next to the guy next to me. It's a 3-foot pit. It's not a big, deep pit, but within a stairwell, within a building like this,
Yeah, you would have
might make him drop to the floor below.
Oh, yeah, no, totally. Like this would not be a 5-foot thick floor because that'd be so much to support. Like maybe you would see that in a really big castle. But yeah, totally. That would.
So I would attempt to put a pit under him to make him fall to the next floor so he's not gonna attack me.
Oh yeah, and by the way, this is a wood floor too.
Okay.
Yeah, inside.
Okay.
The top is not.
So pit underneath him, so he'll fall. That's my hope.
Yeah. So the question will just become if I'm able to act, right? Because you don't need to make a save or anything. Yeah, absolutely. If you don't know what you want to do yet, I can just go
I
ahead and I'm gonna
do.
do.
So I'm going to cast a religious-based spell. I'm going to use my mace to deliver it. So if my mace connects, so I have to hit with the mace, there'll be some damage because this is a monstrosity. It's against
Are you looking to hit, or are you looking to do damage?
I've got to hit with the mace to deliver the damage.
Yes, this is true. But your weapon does normal damage anyways. You want to do extra damage with your spell. Your
Yes.
plus spell.
Yes.
Yes. You may do that, and you still have the rod.
I guess I could.
You still have 2 things for the rod.
Right, and I'm not sure where it's going to be after he drops it.
Just
So.
make sure.
Sorry, my bad.
Oh,
I'm
makes it
very
good.
squishy. Those
Hang on.
things
Clarity.
quickly.
He is dealing with the one at the bottom hang on. I thought you were dealing with the one at the bottom of the stairs, next to you.
Oh, okay.
You're dealing with the
I'm
one
dealing
You're
with
upstairs.
the real
You guys are
You're
upstairs.
dealing with the one at the top.
I just want to make sure I don't die.
So you still want damage. You're rolling your 2 hit, and you still have your 2 things. There, which is +5 faith. I don't know if you remember that.
Yeah, +5 faith.
But you're not
and
using
then
that.
and then the 2d5.
But you're not using your +5 faith.
Because I'm not hitting.
Yeah, I can try that.
No, this is I'm sorry. That's a separate attack. That is just a straight up attack. You're not. You don't. I didn't tell you have to roll for hit. But you're literally just gonna. You're religiously delivering.
I'm just delivering.
Not around?
You're religiously laying down assault. So all you have to do is roll.
Can't see him?
I'm sorry. I didn't put enough notes
That's
there.
large, but I have a stack of pieces.
Yeah. I just want to go to the closet and grab
One.
house. Yeah.
6, 7, 8.
We have something like that higher, I'm sure, because I still have
And that is
like
used up.
Okay,
So
so you need
yeah.
to make a back stopping check. That's all the
You already rolled. Who was I waiting on? Oh, you were successful. Didn't that say like it's casual or simple? I think it's simple actually.
Everything is
Simple action.
Yeah, you would still be able to do something else.
Oh,
Yeah. You can still do something else if you like.
okay. So in that case,
But not to that one as it's going. Yeah, you're, but not to that one because you dropped it in the pit. By the time you would go to do something else to it, it's already fallen, right?
So after that, I am going to move up the stairs to join here.
Okay, you would just move then.
Yep.
So you just moved. Okay. But you're not up there yet, so you're not in relation to me. What I'm gonna be
Your
doing.
decision die pit goes up 1 die.
So
So whatever your decision die, shift it up 1 die.
it's gonna go at you again.
Oh my God, rude.
Because
Yes.
it's upset
He likes that.
about itself. It's gonna use extra of its Mysteria power. Because you felt it trying to reach into your mind again, and apparently the goddess was still kind of there protecting you.
Well, it's like being in an NPR.
Yeah, there's just not that much mind to grasp onto.
And where I rolled an 83 before, I rolled an 86 this time. So apparently I'm up with you guys.
I'm still munching my apple as he's doing this thing.
Like, you're just not smart enough for it to connect with. Like,
Great,
Crom
so
is just
smooth,
Cromming
great,
too much.
I'm like a koala bear.
So you get over there, you're starting your phone freaking, and you see on the video there's Anna Carpenter, whining, crowd.
So, Ian, as you're going up,
You can do your phone freak.
you end up seeing this creature float out.
Oh, the one that was back. Oh, they can fly.
Yeah. No, it's not fly. Not fly. It's levitating again mysteriously, right? So, but that's
Closest the hole in the middle.
that's all they can do because they need to get back and reassess the situation. So we're already into the next again. So everyone can just choose what they're going to do.
I'm gonna miss again.
But this
No, I
time,
mean attack.
I'm going to act first. So you all can actually react, if you will, to what I'm going to do.
So it's your intellect.
So it's going to try to reach out to each one of
Phone
you
freaking.
and knock you all back with its mind.
Freaking is the train crowd.
So you're going to make a willpower check to fend this off.
And now you have a base D4
Yeah.
decision die.
Because it wants you
So the focus
to move backward and fall, like your own legs to do it,
Oh, no,
versus trying to fortitude
Because you have
force
it's a
you.
base D4, but
Do
it's
something.
I would prefer fortitude.
A mystical,
but
yeah.
I fail that.
Did you fail? Snag? No, you just missed.
No, I didn't.
Yes, the term is you normally miss, but the other is snag, which used to be a fail.
you did not get the
Somebody
phone
didn't
if
like
you
the word
keep that
for
roll.
changes
I made it.
one time ago. Yeah, so you're good.
I fail. 53 is my roll.
Yep.
My will is
As long as you didn't snag, and then you said you missed.
It is.
So I got 94, so no trigger, but I failed.
Yeah. So you kind of just
That's a 6.
fell down the stairs some, right? So you're almost like halfway down. And then you fell, you're down to the ground, and then you succeeded. You failed, right?
How are you going to do
Okay.
that?
So the three of you were just falling back like roughly 5 feet, right? Like fell backwards. So you may not base your actions on that. And again, You have your heroics, boost, and
Sure,
I'm sure of
said
it.
it was
I'm
my
sure of
problem.
it.
you haven't played
Okay,
it.
so what do I need?
So slow down a little bit. That you're still. She's coming towards you. You're gonna try to lose her in the crowd.
Yes.
What are you gonna do?
Faith-based.
Are you
So,
gonna try to bluff your way out?
why it's a spell, it's not necessarily a spell. Like if you're in a certain temple that was anti your goddess,
That's your black backstop.
casting a spell for
Backstop means
yourself,
you're
even though it's not
ability to spin
anti-magic,
the arm.
Yeah.
like you may not be able to, or
She's not there.
But I'm on there.
you're on their ground. This is what makes sense, right? So, anyways, you all can be saying things too, or let me know you're ready. But
Yeah, I'm ready.
I've done one thing. So,
So I can use a heroic in my mind.
yep, you can use your heroic.
And obviously I'm on my back, but am I able to flip back up the guy in front of me and just run through the most heroic way possible?
Yeah, and so when you came up, you were doing that.
Like knock him
You
down
didn't
maybe.
pin, so
Like
your
ninja jump to my leg.
wolf, you would have been kind of on the other side, so kind of next to him. So you would be pushing toward the stairs, right, to run charge.
Yeah.
So yes, you'll be able to do that. You'll be able to automatically make that charge hit. And then
So as she goes
the standing is a
walking
part of that.
past you,
But
you can see her.
Trust her over
I'm
there?
trying to think what how this
Pretty
works.
sure she's
I'm trying to
someplace
rule of cool.
standing would be
Into
normal,
her hand.
right? You'd be able to do.
I'm
but
almost
you're-
thinking like a ninja flip onto my leg.
No, I totally get it.
Yeah.
Because you're also right next to it, so you're not having the charge speed.
Oh, okay.
So, hang on. So, one move is you're automatically doing a charge.
So you feel
The other is that without running, you're able to do like this jump up, somersault trick and kick it. Charge. So it's kind of like a kick charge, right? Okay, so you're able to do that. So we're doing that. So that's 2 boons, right? So now there's 1 or 2 more boons, right? Like,
Does anyone else clock this?
we don't think of being kicked as doing much damage.
Actually dragged away.
But
Saw her walk
if you're gonna do something heroic, use a move. Is there some place you'd like to kick it? Other than we did some of the typical, because you don't know if the typical exists or not.
Yeah.
So there's another location you want to kick it.
Well, I was like kick in the eye, like face to blind him.
Well, can't kick in the eye. I wouldn't be kicking the face, and that may or may not blind. But yes, you are looking at doing it to deliver a solid hit to the head.
Yeah.
So I'm going to have to say that I would choose what that status position potentially says. Yeah, if you use a Mysteria power, you can say, yeah, I want to try to blind it, right? Like make it not use the eyesight or magic. Yeah, so that's a third one. Would you like to land standing and be standing
That's
automatically?
Yes. that
Automatic.
would be good, yeah.
Alright, that'll be your last boon.
Alright.
I will do that. I'm actually going to go ahead and do that now. So you can be reacting to either that or the other, okay? And that gives you more time to think as well. You already went, right? Did you already go? Have you thought of what you wanted to do?
So I'm going to use a religious spell. I'm going to boost it by the 5. I want to. Is there any way that I can interrupt his connection to Mysteria? I know this is his home ground.
No, this is really, that is really beyond you.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is just encase him
Can I,
in a
while
bit
he's
of
doing
nature where there's a
this, can
small
I like try to
thunderstorm
help him
erupts
by like
and
giving
he
him
is struck by
stuff over his bone that's like
lightning.
some kind of proof?
Do whatever damage it can do.
Like just like
No, I definitely can't do that. That would step into the
I
realm
assume
of
they gave us like
nature,
contract
and
stuff.
nature casting and magic,
Okay.
or lightning magic itself, right?
Okay.
So like the third, so you can end up going into like some sort of holy smite, right? And frame it in that regard.
Okay.
But while you're thinking that, and what you're talking about is as it means while you're thinking. Let me jump back so I can. You can do this while it's falling, or just before it falls.
You can try to
Okay.
lock with a nerve check.
Everything was, I think, me based. So I just need to.
Willingly answer questions.
I just need to make a save versus you kicking it in the head for like a concussion, right? But actually, you know what? I'm gonna. Would you like to make the roll for the 2 hit to cause the concussion, or me to save? I'll let you just choose.
You can just say it if he gets like you just want to roll around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I'm asking. Do you want the power? Do you want me to have it?
I'm gonna roll.
Yeah, let's do the power component.
I'm gonna roll.
So you're rolling for 2 hit, but because of the boon, you only had 4. I'll give you a +5 to that also. So maybe. Oh, you can choose your strength also. By the way, you can choose your strength because it's a hard kick.
It doesn't really matter. I made it.
You made it which way? Okay. Okay.
Can we roll damage as well?
Yeah.
The 20%.
You know, I would have said no, but it is going down the stairs, and you did kick it hard. So I'll let you roll a d6 to deal damage because it's falling down the stairs, kind of like going.
Are you
down
good
the
at
pit.
acting?
Bouncing its head?
What would resisting kind of
One.
So you should.
I'd love you guys are great with one. I love that. Like you keep me around.
Like
right?
was any worse, you would have been healed these guys. He's going down the stairs.
There's something better as he goes.
Back kick or so let me know where you're
He's
at.
just like, oh,
My shoulder's back. Yeah, it felt
Yeah.
pretty good.
Pissed off from Brad.
Yeah.
Say anything.
Yep. So cast that spell. Before you roll, your spiritual weapon can either be an additional 2 hit, or you could use it to do higher damage than a normal mace. Higher damage. What's your normal mace damage?
So my normal base damage is D5.
Okay.
So either you can be quiet, or try the nerve check. If you succeed, then you have a backstop.
How about a D8 plus 1, or would you rather just do plus
If you fail your nerve check, you're going to
Yeah, the option
essentially
really good high point
D8
damage.
plus D8 plus 1.
Yeah, right?
you are here.
And this goes based off of fate. Or do you want me to do the
No,
They've taken
this one's the 2 hits. This one attack.
Kick him in the face, man.
Guys, get your asses
Oh, a
in
2.
there.
You do the damage when you snag. This is a spiritual weapon. So, could let you roll that extra damage, but no, this is natural.
yeah, I think I was.
So I'm gonna have your damage for snag. You only get to do half damage for snag. So roll your d8 plus 1.
Are we going by real world
Divided by 2.
suppressor or are we going by video game logic suppressor?
It's a real world suppressor.
Okay.
So be 6,
So
it'll be 3.
noise, yep, so feet, it's gonna make noise. Anybody who knows what a gunshot.
Which they will, everyone.
Unless I use a blade.
You got a couple that get kind of close to you. You got one that's kind of falling down the stairs in front of you, right? Pretty close, but the other is basically based.
I really don't have much to do, so I'm going to try to be heroic here with one last. What can I do? If I use a heroic,
You can create your own spell because you've been working on this spell for the next level, right? So you can create your own spell, right? Pure effects, and also think about you're an Arcanist, Enchanter, Eliminator, and you're heroic. You connect to the god of magic and sorcery. So any magic that is beyond you that you didn't even plan for next level because you're connecting to your god to get it. Because you were actually following your god, right?
Instant death threat.
so the big baddie, the one I really despise, is
In front of you, you looked over the shoulder because the one came back. Oh, wait a minute, did you go up the stairs?
I kind of came up towards him. Yep.
Yeah, I'm sorry, you did. So that one was not right at you. You basically saw the big baddie just going right past you because it was getting knocked down the stairs. So it's basically next to you at this point.
So I'm gonna base my heroic a lot on what I already have, and this heroic is that arcane pit that well at the same time kind of like tricks the moving rocks and stone. The hallway that is around us, I want to take the stones as he's falling up the stairs to make that hallway smash, like bring together like the stones in order to kind of squeeze and smash him within the halls of this mage tower, and taking the power of the tower itself to attack him.
So we'll look at 2 blocks,
Yep.
right, specifically,
Yep.
that would be coming together like that.
Smash
Okay.
it.
So that alone and that type of spell that you have, that's outside of your normal realm, so that's a boon, right? Okay. Do you want to auto hit?
She's going after him either way.
What would be the difference between an auto hit and a not? So does an auto hit do less damage?
So if you didn't auto hit, I would look at like, am I gonna let you still do half damage? You can do whatever. So you told me you'd also do max damage. Then instead of letting you max damage and having it, no, I'd have you roll damage and then I'm gonna have it as well, right? So it depends what kind of other boons you choose, right? So we can talk about the other stuff first. Like, what other effects do you want? You want to do damage, right?
I want to do damage and essentially also, and maybe not because it seems like it's only singular blocks. I wanted to.
What's 2 blocks?
Okay, I wanted to close off the other secondary guy, but at the same time damage the main guy.
Yeah, it won't be big enough to make that happen.
So-
However,
That is just pure damage.
However,
Yeah.
instead of thinking this way, one of your boons could be is that the blocks come off and downward, so you happen to see them kind of loose above you, and you're going to continue it to the next one. So you're going to do a dual attack,
Yeah, okay.
right?
Yeah, I like that.
See that? Okay. So your dual attack. This is out of your normal spell lane.
My last roll.
So that was one. Well, yeah, you only get one, so I know that for sure. You only get one per tier. So level 3, we get everybody would get one more. And so you have 2 of the boons left though. If you did damage to one of them, like, yeah, it's only one of them. Like, if you do auto damage, you roll +3 on top of whatever you roll, right? It depends on what your chance, what you want across this, right? So you have 2 left though, maybe a third. It depends.
So, I mean, maybe a specific strike. We've already hit this guy in the head. Just keep hitting him in the head.
Hang on.
Alright.
Before you roll, I'm asking you, because you have 2 boons left, right? Because you're outside your spell lane and you're doing a dual attack. Are you looking to do a lot of damage to one versus the other? So you want to focus on the one that you got. So how about we do 2 blocks
My intent is to
that
go behind her,
you're going to
hand
roll
over the
for,
mouth,
but I'll just give you +2 to each of them.
knife to the throat.
And then you may continue the other one block down to the other and still do damage as well at d6 +2. Okay, that sounds cool. Turn it off. All right. So
D8 and a D8.
so you'll only need to roll damage on the first one.
Do I roll mana and
That's
all?
part of the auto hit.
Roll?
No, that's an attack. And that's an auto hit still. So you only need to roll damage on the first one, d6 +2, twice.
16.
Hey.
Well, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, that's a
That's a
he's killing
one.
15, I'm
So
sorry.
Cursed, big cursed.
And a 4, so 7.
5, no, 9.
Or 9.
You're hiding.
Wait, because 5 +2 for each block is 9.
Okay. Alright. So 9 points to the big guy and then the other guy.
Okay, it's just a d6 +2, but you must roll 2 hit on that one. Because I gave you 2 hit only on the other one.
Gotcha. And this is mana.
Yep, man, attack.
Hand to hand.
And that's an 88. That's a miss.
And it's not your victim, and you didn't know all the rules to tell you rules. The rules based on the character creation. Because you now attacked a target that was not your victim, you now have lost your bonus to go after the victim.
Oh, okay.
It's okay. It just would have bogged down the gameplay to go into that.
Gotcha.
But you learned this.
Eliminator tag,
This is the
right?
unique thing about the eliminator, right? Right. So you always. So the people are like, hey, help me out. Like, no, I'm staying on my victim, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So it's okay, right? Well, that was just a good way to explore it. You enjoyed the heroic, anyways.
Yeah.
Okay. Did you hit by the way when you rolled?
The first guy hit him,
The second
but
one.
not the second.
Not the second one. Okay. Did we did. Were we still waiting on you?
No,
Oh, you did first. Oh, and you went too, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
So.
but knocked him downstairs, he took a whole point of damage,
Taekwondo in the face of
but his ego took 10.
Hey!
I don't think I have any push dice left.
We're both gonna roll. Okay. Because 2 things are happening to you. They're kind of separate, but the same almost, right? So I'm gonna make a small attack against you, and it is attacking your mind because it is trying to confuse you. 87. I rolled an 83, 86, 87. Now he's won.
Just be clear. The whole rest of the card is on you.
Yeah, right. You probably looked at his dice.
It's on you.
Yeah, and you know what? Okay, now this event is now going to take like 2 hours for us to finish, right?
I've already hit.
Okay.
Okay, and then what about yours? Because I was doing the damage attack, and the other half of that was you making your save versus willpower to not be confused.
We're gonna die from random by low skill.
51. That's a 34 will. So I failed.
Shouldn't have used
You're
that box
confused. You're going
knife,
to
darn
be
it.
-2 to your actions and 1 action you
As
can
they're
do.
doing this,
Okay.
like, something in the area where everyone else is,
So
something
you have
loud.
to focus on just doing the one action, which is still a problem. So whichever roll that is, that'll last through the whole next round, whatever happens.
Yeah.
And then
What are you gonna do?
the other one, I'm just gonna deal 2 points of damage to each of you.
Okay, that'll take away my temper and
I mean, I'm sorry, I can want you.
I mean,
But everyone,
I don't have
everyone
temper.
just,
I don't wanna use firearms.
No, and
Okay, so you're gonna stab.
Stabby stab.
Okay, but you don't get to go first. And you're gonna draw your knife and stab.
You all.
She actually gets to go
Double check.
first.
oh no.
Yeah, 11. So,
She has a blank shot.
what would you all like?
Okay, fire using a weapon.
Unless you want me to say first.
I would like go ahead there doing something.
Okay.
That's die, of course you do.
Never mind, you know, I don't think any amount of distraction.
Like a balloon.
Now when you roll 80, you'll just fail by a little less.
Yeah, I'll go. Now I can get to the guy, right?
Yeah, you'll be able to.
Okay, can I use my for damage for using damage? Right?
Yeah, so what you can state is, I would like to expend
Reflex is a D8.
1 plus 1 for tier of my fervor, which just means 2.
Yeah.
Spend 2,
For 2.
and if you hit, you'll be able to do 3 damage for each of those, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
and so your defensive roll.
Okay.
So you're plus 10 to your 2.
No, I'm rolling the wrong die. I'm rolling D20.
You're plus 10 to hit.
Alright.
Okay.
On your attack.
Regain the D10.
Yes.
No, that's a miss.
And you already expended your heroic, right?
Yes.
And
I have a boost.
do you have a boost?
Yeah.
It's 2 boons, but I won't let you auto attack. I'll let you re-roll, but
I got
you've
points.
lost some of your excitement because you were so excited to hit it, you missed. So you're doing an extra strike.
Oh god, I mean worse this time. No, wait a second. That's not a trigger. Well, actually, you had. I got a 93. He has 10.
Yeah, plus would have been a full round, not.
You can't send this game
Alright,
is much
so
more
am
deadly.
I triggered or?
What? Oh no. No, you have to nat. You have to nat.
Oh, okay.
You have to
I
naturally.
think I'm triggered by your
Oh,
inability
you
to do
see,
it.
you guys see. I want you guys.
Make sure you check out your boost.
Yeah, there's a
You know why he's not dying?
Okay.
Where's
You're
my power?
sitting, Sarah
I will attempt to.
More cover at least.
No, I dropped it like
It's like a
scared.
shot.
well, no, you did.
I did something.
There-
Alright.
there you go. From back.
Alright.
to Buffalo, please, there you go.
18
I don't know
is.
what weapon you have. Might be a D8 when you have longsword.
Stabber if you like.
I've never hit it. Here's the thing, I've never hit a dice out because I haven't ever hit. So I'm pretty things.
Yeah, see, you curse yourself.
Yeah.
You jinx yourself.
Six
But you work
damage for my
it.
sword.
Yeah.
Melee weapon D4.
Take 'em. You know you want
Yeah,
to.
what's your combat?
Roll a 6 or
Your
4.
melee weapon D4. Your melee weapon is D10.
D10.
Your first stab.
16.
30 dice.
You could. You'd be able to do something small if you wanted. If you have something else, you can still do something else if you wanted.
Okay, can I attack again? What?
No, not attack again. Like move or do something else, like something
I'm
small.
gonna stand there and somebody's gonna swing, fan the air around
You
it.
did yours. Did you go?
Get your ass down.
I lost track who's gone at this moment because we're in a new round, so I'm pretty sure you hadn't gone.
Yeah, he is not gonna.
So I am all out
It's going to
of
be pretty
thinking.
obvious
I'm
what happens
confused.
blood everywhere.
So all I'm going to do is pull out my cruel axe and be like, this must be who I am now.
Yep, exfiltrate.
I'm confused, so that's it.
You're already right next to it, so to pull it out as a narrative, I can still let you do half damage for an attack. Because it's like a real quick slice. Actually, not even half damage. Let me have you roll. It'll be 2 points of damage if you hit. If you'd like to roll and make that attack, I'll let you do that. Just do that.
No matter what I've been doing.
That way I can start thinking about what I'm doing.
A 41,
You have a
that's
change in action, so you really used up all your time. Your second action. So
Kind
that's
of
the
a
end of the
healing
round.
action on side, so I know it's about.
You
You can do it. You can do it.
You're like an
A
OS.
simple one, so you target like 3 points.
There's no one this direction.
So-
Leave now.
So, Scott, I went behind you, touched
Ian,
the back of your bolt.
because you did this heroic thing, right? This thing's gonna
You're down a bit.
strike you with
I've
its
only done
might.
1 point.
right? So it's a sound attack,
Oh, no.
right?
Me?
I know you're down some.
67, that's close.
I did lose something.
I'm 59% to hit.
Back up.
With the mana.
I'm so confused, you can't get into my mind.
Yeah, right. Yeah, good point, right? Oh yeah, the other creature. You
Sort of
was
gave
there.
me-
See, you were on the main. You were on the main.
I was on main.
Okay, so this engagement.
I'm
You
trying
went
to.
down to the
Yeah, I
but
went-
the main was halfway downstairs. You all you had to move
Yeah, I
forward.
went
It's
down.
not a big deal. Yeah, but he's only part way. Would have been too far away. So the other one, Ian,
Yeah, oh boy.
is also on you,
Son of a biscuit.
and that one's good.
Oh no. I have a feeling that poor Arcanist is gone.
No, they're
We'll see how the damage goes.
map key is somewhere out there.
5.
Well, luckily I had exactly 5 hit points.
You are so lucky. You zeroed out.
Yeah.
If you'd gone one more below, you'd be rolling on the death table, and you could lose some of your stats, including hit points,
Like an
permanently.
like an eyeball.
Yeah. So while I do have death saving throws and stuff, and people cannot play Game of Thrones style and choose to play otherwise, there's the repercussion of going under, right? So trying to be people, whatever, I'll just get healed. Even if you get healed afterwards, you still have that permanent loss. So anyways,
I hit 0.
you will come back next round. You'll be able to do nothing.
Most of the other guys
So
most of the other
next round, what would you all like to do?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
They heard a gunshot.
I
Everyone.
sword.
Yeah, and then I go.
there are a lot of weapons coming.
97.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're
Automatic
not doing
max
this because I
damage
know
with the weapon.
The first thing Taco's going to do
The
is
second
come
thing
to security to
is
look
it
what
should
happens
say
on cameras.
your trigger
I'm
die
going to
at the
try-
top,
I'm gonna erase
because people
all
can choose to
security
increase
and make it
the
look
amount
like
of
it's
extra
like
damage they do, no matter what attack it is.
We're gonna do that.
Trigger damage is D6.
Yep, which is higher than the normal start. Someone ever could feel it, but you could go up to
But I
D8
did
to
the system
10s.
later, too.
People who want to do big stuff. Yeah, you can really do some big things, right? So just roll your D6 as well.
The attacker
And by
caused a
that
blackout
means
of security before it happened.
See, Jim just wanted to save it all for the last moment. He just hit twice in a row and now big.
So 3 plus a 6, so right, it was 9 total.
Oh,
You said I got
yeah, sorry.
Probably in the center.
I just got lost.
Max damage and a trigger damage. Nice.
Nice. Good job. Good job.
With a lot of practice, you can get this done.
You too?
I'm gonna do that.
I mean, great, that's
Similar
not
to what I
your
did
problem.
last time. I'm gonna do the bus on Scott.
You know, it's wasted, right?
But I'm gonna move over to
So you
the
guys
There's
are
nothing I
trying
can
to
do
stay
about
on
it.
the resort, or
So I'm
you're
gonna do
gonna
that
go to the
3-point heal on me, so when it does come back, at least do that some good.
You're gonna go to okay.
I do.
What better?
Use it. Make something.
So you're talking
Potato, you're with. Potato, you're with.
I mean, you know, I hope in the future you'll like your system, you like the resources and the dynamics of it, but this could be the last time you ever get a chance to use your heroic.
What kind of
heroic. You get 4 or 5 boons. What cool things you'd like to add to it, so I can come back to you. So you think about it, because you could do the bless, you could do the cure,
It's 2.
but they could be more main actions, right? I'm just gonna heal you automatically for that number of
everybody
points,
is heading toward
right? Like an automatic heal, they're gonna roll it. That's a boon. You're just gonna cast a spell, you're just gonna cast a spell. The boon is, I'm gonna max heal you. So the next thing is, I'm gonna bless you also, that's 2 boons. Now, you have 2 and or 3, depending on what they are. But you can do that with creature checks, you can think on it.
Okay.
But you could also help somebody else with hit points or blessings.
chatter like this.
Ian already, or Jim already rolled.
Yes.
No, I'm gonna. You cast.
Don't roll. Yeah, don't roll. You're just gonna
Yeah,
make an attack, right?
I'm a shaft right to the face.
Yeah, just make it roll.
Finally, pull my axe out.
That was the last round, right?
No, it's not. That was last
Yeah, that was
round.
last
You're
round.
down.
Normally I have a initiative tracker, I don't do it with narrow, just
I
narrative.
was down to 0, so I'm awaiting
You're sporting blood
the
out.
blessings of Barry.
Listen.
Okay,
So is everyone?
So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna
What's
burn
the
my
sound,
heroic.
or is everyone second?
so max heal, so you get 6 points. Is that what your heal is? Oh, Ian's getting 6 points.
People are like gunshot and weapons
And
came.
the bless on you.
There's but nobody.
I just
Bless
had
on you.
You have a bless on you now.
So I do
Gives you 10 points.
And I can do one more mile.
One or 2. No, actually mine. Just one or 2. depends. If you make it sound minor, I'll probably get a second one. If it's significant, I just make it one. So it's 1 or 2. It's 4 or 5.
It's just not gonna, it's gonna stop talking.
So right now, it's like, and you know,
Yeah.
some of the standards is like,
So yeah, on the main, I'm gonna cast that.
you know, talk about is like,
That spiritual weapon again.
Yeah, okay.
You know, when you're at the table,
So you can cast this
trying
first
to make
weapon.
damage, you know, is there a threat?
We'll leave that.
One guy says,
It's not a big deal.
Yeah,
Just
stare.
cast it.
and you know,
Dominance,
some of the,
you have to
some of the
assert dominance.
Otherwise, that's
You're like,
you automatically attack. So let's just have you roll damage and give you an attack.
So I just think
So you're gonna roll.
I didn't realize you
D5 damage.
Yep, so you'll roll d5. We'll do it first. 3. Alright. Scott, you're gonna roll
so
first.
right now, it's really,
I'm blessing you guys.
That's what happens. You touch these dice and effective these dice, 84%.
Okay.
you were erasing footage, you're going to the bungalow, he was.
Give me that look. My mother gives me the same look.
Oh, you're always forgetting about your adrenaline.
Okay.
Oh,
No, sorry,
Now,
he's not.
that's okay, this is a new system, so you
You can use that for 2 hit as
and I can
well.
give you a
You
trigger,
see on the
right?
video that the bodyguard comes around.
So,
Shut down.
and you could use your background, right, which you sometimes go berserk, because you're a barbarian, right? And we have a chance to talk about
Then
that.
you're blind.
Okay, I can let you go berserk. Would you like to go berserk? Use your
I was
adrenaline.
like, again, I'm trying to think like.
I look at it, I'm all calm. I guess I'll get it.
Okay, I just.
Am
I
out of
Wait, I'm ready. That's what happens, narratively speaking. I'm like, oh, I can't do anything.
Berserk is the berserker class. Specifically gets triggered by huge hits, taking a hit below half health, which is easy
I was
for
just trying, I don't want to.
or when they're surrounded by more than 3. You are surrounded by more than 3, you're going to swing wildly as berserk, so that means it's throwing you on the bus at the moment for choosing it, right? So you're going to get to attack the creature again. This is going to cost you 5 fervor power.
5.
I'm going to let you roll 2d damage on it. And you risk potentially hitting those around you.
But I still add the +2 modifier to that.
Yeah, sure.
So he did something to the effect of,
60.
Clemens.
Did you roll 2 hit?
Oh, I thought I
Did
automatically
I
hit. I'm sorry.
tell you automatically hit? I don't
Yeah, I thought I
Oh,
did.
did
But
you?
I may have been wrong.
Yeah, no,
What do berserkers hit or don't hit?
Yeah.
Yeah, I still failed
It's
it.
not that
I got an 87. Forget it.
Well, burn your adrenaline to make it
Please
a
ask that everybody
No.
You can't burn
He's expended enough.
I highly suggest if you're on this end,
This is kind of what he would have done normally, is to say I'm gonna expend extra to do those things. Okay, so who's next to you? Oh, all 3 of you. No, you're kind of away. You're a little away. You're on the other side. You 2 can make coordination. Saves.
I rolled 60 damage.
Not a chance in
Well,
hell.
that sucks. Because I was at 20 and kicked it over, but I've gone with this rule wherever it ends
Yeah, no,
up.
you can't change midstream.
I know. 60.
Yeah, get it.
so Karkaroff comes
Coordination is
What are you, a pixie?
What's your
56.
what's your weapon, Scott? Damage?
I rolled at both of them. If you go to that way.
No. What is your weapon?
It's a D8 +2.
tells
Okay,
Carter Serene, says,
oh yeah, 'cause you're.
I'll be there in
I
a
got a
second.
jam at +2.
Is that
Earlier-
the person what company or?
That +2 is separate from the other
I'll
+2. You know
be
that,
there
right?
Yes.
in a few minutes.
This is a brutal type weapon.
See what's going on here.
Roll that damage, please, and have it.
D8 +2 and have it.
Find that shit and let's
It's
go.
7,
I guess
that is 4.5.
Round down, so it'll be
4.
6, so it'll be 3 plus a 2, 5.
Alright,
Is that right?
Yes.
Yeah, do I see anybody?
Each of you take 5 points of damage.
Guard, nope. Okay,
Super
I
run.
am gonna go inside there.
Alright,
Okay,
okay.
you see me, guy. Where's my apple?
Yeah, I guess
Stole
it's
my
not
apple.
like-
Gain another natural strike on you.
Okay, I'm gonna go.
What if I did?
Oh, that's from the boss.
This time my brain's back
I'm
up.
gonna identify, is there a safe? Is there?
There is a like a hotel safe.
Set it up with outside.
3 points of
I'm gonna try to
damage.
open the, I'm gonna go right towards that. Safe.
The creature goes at you
How big is the safe?
Do you have a laser cutter?
No.
45. That one is good.
Oh God.
That didn't sound very good to me.
Good work.
So you can safe crack with a.
4 points of damage.
Ow.
I like that bridge roll.
Yeah, that's right on. I'm trying to get out of fighting all, but
He actually he goes back, he thinks, he's getting punched in the face, he's like, Dad?
So he's over talking to.
next round. What do you all do?
Clemens right now, and the bodyguards are right.
I'm going to
I just wanted to
fail once
reflex
again.
is
I'm
D8.
going to use some
And your
fervor
safe cracking
again.
is under black bag ops.
Are you still berserk?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Yeah,
No,
25.
Okay.
I'm going to use 2 points of fervor.
Safe cracking is.
You can go berserk if you want. You can use 2 points of fervor to increase your 2 hit or your damage.
I'm going to do it for the damage.
So I saw him take damage.
One of your big prizes, no
I didn't
whammies.
see you take any damage. This is mental damage. Did I see Jim take damage?
Yeah. You saw Scott whacking both of you.
Sorry, you are out of luck.
I can neither confirm.
Not whacking, it was a
nor
slice. I think he's got a spear.
Is this,
All of
this
your whacking
safe?
is off. Stop whacking off.
The wall?
You were penetrated hard.
Like, how difficult would it be to remove it from the wall?
It wasn't
So I'm
so hard.
gonna
I'm
Just make
gonna
an attack, you can make an attack.
Uh,
Go ahead.
I am-
I'm listening.
I-
Talk to.
No decision.
There it is.
Let me think about this a
I'm
second.
gonna name my target again, so you start that. But okay, refocus.
No, because you were
For the
down.
wall.
Oh, okay.
Yes, it probably would be quicker.
This is the first round you're back up, coming off of being down.
Damage, whatever.
It's not a rule in my system.
Explosive.
You can't roll everything. I am gonna roll because you were down 0 that would apply, that you can't.
Yes.
You gotta reset
I
yourself.
will use
Gotcha.
So the
explosive
next
to
round, right?
watch
So you just make a normal attack.
to try and remove this.
I'll wait until I'm
Simple attack.
That's a 76.
So your reflex
I
is
trigger.
Demolition is
I
under
roll a 96, so I get my 6 plus my. I get 6 damage plus whatever I roll.
Oh,
And you've got a D4.
Right?
it's got 10.
Yeah. Oh.
No, it's got 10 left. So, like, you could do this.
This is the hard mission possible.
One. Why'd you roll a 1?
I had to talk about it.
Yeah.
17.
You're doing this to us.
I didn't
Adventure
even have
has
to
your
look.
intuition.
I didn't even have to look.
Talk about it, right?
The wall with it.
Yes,
Look, you wanted to save that
7.
moment for somebody else.
Yeah. I do that all the time. That's something.
You're giving like that.
Yeah.
Scott,
I'm just like sitting on like in the
I'm
dark.
spending
would you like to spend to increase your 2 hit?
for my damage.
Would you like to spend to increase your 2 hit?
Yeah.
The reason is it's got 3 points left, right? So like, if you get a 3
It's
hit.
like the bodyguards trucking, Tucker all turn in that direction, and they're like,
No, I want to do what I want
excuse me.
to. I did hit.
39.
I did
Let's
hit.
go.
You hit.
Was there a
And I'm
card
gonna do
Oh,
my.
you're off. Oh, well, actually, no, this will be interesting.
Not
If
right
you
now.
roll a 1, it'll be interesting. Hang on, before you roll,
I
though,
mean, technically.
what were you doing
Roll to
attacking?
the research.
Yeah.
You're right. You're not right.
I healed,
Next
yes.
to the.
All right. Roll your
I'm
2
saying
hits.
steal the key to get to the research center.
24.
Now go away.
That's a hit. My melee's a 27. I actually hit.
Yeah.
Hey,
Hang on, because of simultaneous action, had you missed and you rolled a 1, it would have been
Text me the group
unconscious,
chat.
which would have been
Researchers
significantly
Jeep,
different.
get there
At this
now.
point, you
Let's go
both
there
hit,
to
there's no
the
need
research
to roll,
center.
it's
Take
automatically
Okay, so
dead.
I
Like, there's no way. You could have killed it.
Did I make it more dead than he would have made it?
Yet no, you both struck at the same time.
So you killed it, but I felt you feel like you're engaged with
but-
magic. No more.
Your spear goes through much
Yeah.
harsh because
So it's like, get to the
just
Jeep,
an
we'll take that to the
enchanter,
research center. and then-
What is this?
assassin.
I'm just a small little magic caster.
Crom is very impressed.
The blood is splurting out. I'm like, it's red like an apple.
Because look, Crom is the god of conflict, strife, and war.
It's a hard drive.
And he's just happy you sliced up even your own friends just to try to go after the others. You're actually blessed for the day. There's a +10 for whatever your next roll is, if that ever even happens. But that's how King's Crom is, to like sacrifice your allies to go after the baddies.
Okay, well,
All right, so I loot the body.
Not in the water.
Yeah.
But you do know.
You
so
get the
you
stuff.
can
I just
watch
wanted to
the
be dead. And I
Russians
kind of
now
kneel down and I'm just
like
like,
this, and they are
No,
right.
no, it's my shit. Get
Whatever
away
is
from this.
happening.
I don't want the stuff. I
Oh wait,
want
there's
the
still
item.
another. There's still another guy there.
okay.
Or need to
Like,
So
see.
here's the
they
thing.
steal the car.
Yeah.
So here's the thing, and oddly, none of you ever attacked him directly, right?
Yeah.
So
Can I sneak my way
from
back?
Mysteria, this creature had you attack it,
Yeah.
you would have done half damage,
Okay.
which would have reverted back to the main.
Okay, yeah.
Right?
We'll
So
spell
he
the
went
G
poof
and
when
we'll
we killed
pick you guys
him.
up on the
It is somewhat similar
I'm carrying this
to
same.
something. But not quite the same, because I always do things differently. And so that was the nature of it. And I didn't tell you that behind your notes, right? Because remember, because what just happened is,
I knew that
just to be like, I don't care, there's
explosive
potential
was
battle.
somewhere.
I'm going to loot the body.
Yeah.
There's a body in front of me.
Oh yeah, I'm looting.
That's Jim all over.
Yeah.
I wanted to take on
We're all
that.
fighting hand to hand.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Rings on that
That
hand?
would be awesome.
That'd be hilarious.
I'm just going to assess the situation. Does everything seem stable? Is the other guy still there? Is that guy really bleeding out?
Okay.
Is he going to attack me?
No, I need
You have an
apple.
apple?
I don't have any apples.
And what would you be doing, Scott?
I would be thinking about apples.
Yes.
I will just kind of stand and take notice and make sure I'm
Do I have to pickpocket a dead guy?
You can,
But I will.
try it too.
Yeah, I'm gonna try.
That's not really the
I have
question.
both.
That's not the intent of the
Yeah.
question. Are you
So
making
I'm
a
running down the
pickpocket that
road.
nobody would
Yeah,
know?
I
This is
am
a
lucky.
pickpocket.
Oh no.
Yeah, you said you know where I'm going with it.
I still openly in front of them quite often, but since it's
Okay.
not the
You gotta
time.
understand, his
I'm also
business
there.
processes are bad, but they're transparent.
Now you understand why I'm asking you to pickpocket.
Oh no, no. I just get something on the table.
Yeah, one for the dead body department.
I didn't why they weren't looking.
Dead bodies, it's like, what are you doing?
That's also why I want to know what other people are doing.
Oh, I get you. I'm so used to doing this.
Yeah.
Look for an apple.
Free zone, right? Okay. The first thing is that there actually is this that would even be checked out. Again, this is not familiar. When
If
we
I
were
roll an
waiting
8 on this,
potential 1
it
hour
still
for
doesn't
him,
get 230.
you potentially could have given him the leather armor so he could check it for enchantments, because that's what he does. I don't want to just tell you that. I just want to let it go, because he could have said it, and nobody said it, just let it go. So you could do that now. There is an amulet. Again, this is not familiar to you. For you,
Do I think it's magical just from my training in that kind of good?
you have no training in that. For you, it just looks like it has
Yeah, and I
value.
used
Yeah.
it.
Okay,
once
but
or
you are
twice.
telling me that you did show this. Also, want to know you pickpocket not doing right.
You are,
Although you probably
so
would
you
have
guys are in
pickpocketed.
the Jeep that you can't.
It would have been other
Okay, so
things, right?
it was the
So
doctors.
you would end up seeing
It was
this.
the doctor's Jeep, right?
There's a potential correlation that you're thinking already because this creature and how it anti your god potentially. As well, there's a pouch that has
Intimidating doctors. Let's go get it from them. The
a ring. Okay. So if you get all that off, but again,
They
so
said,
you
you said they
Oh,
saw us.
please,
Yeah,
do
you
it.
guys
That's
say
okay.
your name. I'll carry this for you.
I can, what's the,
I've my
Mine's
last
great.
piece
Is
is
anyone
that
good at convincing?
it's a push dagger of mine,
What's that?
like little
Is anyone
sack,
good at convincing?
and placing it within his body so that
I mean, they're
whoever
pretty
finds
scared
his
right now,
body
so I'm pretty
knows
sure
that
they'll
we
go with
decided.
whatever you said.
Yeah, okay, yeah, certainly,
Give us
yeah,
the
you
keys.
role played it in background, right? That you have this special symbolic one, because you could choose to be.
Just watched us get in the car.
Yeah.
Well, you could build a temple, right?
Give us the
or other
keys.
in the castle, everybody can do these things.
Yeah.
One potential for anybody who wants to play along those lines can have their own gang and secret society.
Yeah.
So that could be a secret society mark, or that could be a known mark. It depends if you want it known or not known.
Yeah,
It's,
yeah,
it's
yeah.
a,
mean,
it's
if
a,
I don't work, you can
it's,
take
it's
over.
a strange assassin's guild of only wizards and arcanists that go after this specific.
It's more secret.
Yep.
Okay, that's all I just want to know, right? Just for
So it's
the
just a
for the game of it.
dagger with the
Gotcha. Anybody else want to do anything in particular?
Well, at this point, I want to continue going up the stairs.
It's driving skill.
So you continue going up the stairs. At this point, we have
Okay,
this
piloting,
roughly organized living space, right?
It's under driving.
Nothing too much in particular. We could end up going over. This is a book on a table, right?
I'm looking for stuff. So
And let me do it. I have
I am tossing the
And
rooms.
you're better at shooting, so.
Reflex, yeah.
Secret head.
Although it's
reflex.
inhabited, what you're seeing is that it's not,
So that's fine to drive to pick him up.
it's
Then you
lightly
have to
used
you're gonna try to go
because it would either be not of interest or light in its conversion.
You see him zipping down the road.
Are you all supposed to be on this table?
Yeah.
No, I was gonna ask you something about
So you
back,
go up next to him.
Yeah.
However, it's trying to come with
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
See Tucker.
Maybe just say, no, we're close,
Yeah,
we're closer to the end.
We're almost done.
But it's okay, but you wanted to ask a quick question, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
You guys,
Yeah.
I'll take care of it.
So who's driving?
I know.
That is possible. You also need to send me an email though.
So it's
But you do know that the PDF books will
Yeah,
also
sorry.
later.
Reflex
Be aware of
DA.
that.
and then you're
Okay.
a car driver.
Yeah, I'm happy to do that.
So now you have a choice.
Yeah.
If you already know the amount, you can just get that over and I'll
Use
talk to you,
a
but,
D4 decision
because I'm gonna get their feedback, so you can do
Get
that.
away without
Do you wanna do that later, or just now? Like,
no, I don't wanna interrupt, let you guys.
just be a couple minutes.
Yeah, we just killed the big bad. So
Yeah, yeah.
Cool, yeah, let's just chill out.
Okay, thank you.
We'll hang out.
No, I appreciate you waiting
Have
too
fun.
and doing that for me. Okay, so,
You crash.
Wait,
Crash does not mean you're
what
stopped.
were you two doing, by the way?
I'm looking
Do
through
we know that
the
there was
You're just looking
Yeah, I'm
to,
like with my
yeah, so lightly used,
D4,
right?
they do not get to
And
shoot
so,
everything. But you crash if you
but
miss
why?
that roll. If you have a
Right.
D8,
don't know, just looking at the moment.
you go away not as fast.
This clearly has
Yeah,
no religious connotation whatsoever. So,
He's gonna spin away.
is there
And
anything
gunshots come down.
Which has no religious connotation.
This tower?
Please give it to me.
No, it does.
I
It
am
is
going to
a
use one luck point.
Mage tower
On,
that has a religious
Yeah, yeah.
connotation
I do. Oh,
because
it's
it's
different.
unique.
Okay.
Because it
No,
was
I forgot.
aligned with the god
Yeah.
of magic and sorcery,
So now,
but that was, I can't think of the word, but it was taken away. It was,
because it's a long way. You're gonna be long range.
thinking of Mars, it was,
Are you shooting or are you?
yeah, I mean, it was like an insult. It was, yeah, you can think of it corrupted. There's a different word though, right? When people like desecrate. That was desecrated. That's the religious aspect of it. But it relates to the magic god, right? So that is why that's so yes.
So does it displease my God if you guys have done this?
We only have so much
Animals
animals.
have to pray? Nah, she don't really care.
Alright.
She don't really care.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's also the thing.
if the mage tower had disrupted the animals themselves, then that really would have then she would have.
Yeah, that's true.
Or if they were killing animals indiscriminately, but that was not their thing. It was very much just a we hate sorcery magic thing.
Oh,
There's
yeah.
no relation there.
Your law.
And so you'll get that feel, right? Alright, so if y'all would like to know, we can just do
I figure, I thought it was
some
me to crash.
disenchantments. You ultimately decide that you should probably leave. In this case, there you go.
Back out our window.
You can
Back down our
either
road.
go that way or you can go the other way, but you know that like, you can see a couple people still out.
Yeah, we're not fighting. No.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. So yeah, so you basically get out, you go off to your new encampment, but of course before sleeping, I know it's probably roughly 7 maybe.
We like to go to bed early.
Yeah, but there's a little time to do some disenchantments or see something enchanted.
Yeah, discern enchantment.
Yeah, discern, right? Yeah, sorry, you're discern. So
So I'd like you to look at my amulet I have.
hang on. The leather itself is not complicated for you, but we just don't know if it's magical. So this is just a loot roll. So hang on. So you grab it first. You make the loot roll. You're gonna discern it no matter what. You're gonna make the loot roll because
See
you
if it's
grabbed
good.
it.
This determines whether it's good for me or not.
Well, no, this
Is
is.
that right?
Oh yeah. Well,
I mean,
this
it's
will
sort of
go
like
to
this.
you. Yes.
Does this if I do well?
Because
This
you
will be
are
something useful.
a leatherware. Yeah, 15%.
It's 36%.
Because you got the rod. Yeah. And the rod was 35%. I could have given that 35 too, but it was already one
Alright,
end,
so
so
no.
can't have the same magic. You find out it is not magical. The amulet you need to discern because you're.
Yeah, this is my amulet. I'd like you to look at it. Take a look at it.
12.
Okay. If you are looking into this, you are aware that it is powerful for in some way. But this is Mysteria, not spell or magic, right? arcane magic is different from nature, and even though you can still discern some things, or if you're religious, but maybe, but less likely. This is mysterious. You definitely, like, but you know it's important. You know you would want to get it back to some religious followers of God, magic, and sorcery, and then do deeper study, or taking somebody, if you knew anybody, and make a connection to somebody who's mysterious, enchanted.
And I'll tell you, all the people that who would be most interested, you can make the prettiest penny off. My goal was I know you wanted to come back with something good.
That's what the goal is.
I'm pretty sure I can use it to like when I am, so.
And you just leave and that's it, right?
Yeah.
I wanted to leave the night to let you know you did a good job.
You know the God of Sorcery Magic is happy for killing them. They're actually disappointed in anything specifically for the Magic Tower. So that for the future it could have potentially been yeah, but it's not like you left it, but like you should have left some marks, you should have done some things.
Alright.
This is how I roleplay to set new things to do, like, oh, we gotta go back. Or do not go back, right? Like what happens, right? Try and set the drama or the next stages, right, for things. So, look, I'll say a few things and just open the floor to yours, right? One, first and foremost, is I hope you did enjoy and just had a fun time no matter what. When it comes to feedback, I hope you can separate two things at least, right? The first one is, there's one that's me, is just any adventure master, any system should be able to like help you have fun at the table, right? So that's great feedback. Tell me if you enjoyed that or anything specific that I can be better on as well. Separately though, now there's two system specific things. One is the OSR style that you play. The other is just the tools that can be used for OSR style or the mechanics of anything else. So anything you guys want to get to me is great. This is, I played originally D20. After 2 sessions went to D30. But I created everything in the moment. I had no world, I had no content. I just, somebody sit down and play with me and be like, I want to be an assassin wizard and enchant that. Okay, here's a couple of guys, and we just started playing. So literally that's how I created it. And I just played for fun. And people enjoyed it, and eventually I went to the modularity, right? So that's how it evolved, right? But so it hasn't played, and then I moved to D100, which more opportunities and things. Yeah. So yeah, so it's open. We can order or not order. You don't have to say anything either. You know as well.
I will say that one of my questions and pieces is the heroic, and the idea of a boon should be perhaps better explained in these, right? Because when you then say, oh, you get the heroics, you get more boons, right? We would need to know the books, but as far as like gameplay, for quick gameplay here, only as a demo piece, there's not much on what a boon is, so that would have been helpful. Otherwise, like I really do like the D100, that's kind of, it's just that heroic boon is
Sure.
there.
The reason I'm listening, right? I wanted to look at this because I thought I put it on there, and it's something I forgot.
And I know, that's what I kind of figured. That's why I just want to let you know for as far as the demo.
The reason I grabbed the book, though, there's a second thing I want to show you. Remember I told you, like, some people can't create? So if you look at classes, you can leave it just on the table if you want, and you can grab it specifically, but everyone can see, you literally can choose a very specific written book. Now that everybody's seen it, you can pull it to yourself so you can actually read if you want. But even if you take a very specific written one, you can still choose to create instead.
Okay.
That's the freedom, right?
So why is it based on freedom?
Sure.
And you are unlimited choices for a new, if you're going to expose somebody new to it, this is your second or third time, you need a railroad. We need to be brought up as a player. Have you ever done a Pathfinder player box?
I know.
Okay.
Let's see how strong your neck is.
I don't play Pathfinder, it's too crunchy for me. This game can be too crunchy. But it walks you through a very set scenario that exposes you to the first part, the second thing you can do, third thing you can do, and the fourth thing you can do. I think that railroading part is super necessary for somebody to grasp. There's too many choices at once. So I spent the whole time in a state of confusion. So and I love the concept of the game because I like to be able to make my exact thing that I can't do in another game. And I know this can do it, but it's too much for me to learn today.
Oh, fuck.
4 hours.
Combat.
So I think to expose us to a better chunk of that
Should be the 13 or higher.
better possibility to get people to catch on. Maybe other people are catching on way better than me. That's probably like,
That didn't happen.
oh, no, yeah.
But Ian catches on everything pretty quickly.
It was.
But
And he's already
you
know
can tell you
what
what, you put a lot of work in, it's great. And I liked it, it was fun with you.
Specifically, yeah.
Yeah.
Also, I did use it to avoid getting the phone
I think there's a more linear way to catch everybody
I
up.
broke everything, but not my
One
neck.
thing, I don't know if you remember, is that when I started with just the one sinkhole, like one save, right?
Yeah,
And
no,
then with the next step was like, oh, I'll go ahead and introduce degree of success. And so that was one. At some point, I decided to go ahead and introduce two
I
head.
was very
was
paranoid, and so I didn't want to have a seatbelt
So I don't know if you
on.
remember that or
I had it, like,
not,
wrapped
if that was
around my
what you
arm
were
for like
talking
a whole
about.
hour.
that is,
So I
but
grabbed onto it,
like I
so
said, we all had to
it
get explained,
dislocated my
boom,
shoulder,
you all had to get
but I'm
explained.
still in the
And that's
car.
what I think what there were pieces of there though were the so many opportunities, like there's a freedom to the world, which is great in a homebrew, like everyone's already in it.
I'm still working on
But
it.
for the initial
For just this time, not the rest of the game, I'm not saying anything about it, it's
right,
great.
because I like all that.
You exposed me to
In
it.
the initial exposure, less narrative by Wendy and more narrative by you as far as what we should do.
This is your choice.
In a weird way, because that's that stuff to do as a judge. You don't want to. Oh, you're gonna do this. You're gonna. That's not what it is. But it's a very small hallway of here's where your space is.
Sure, so on that, so are you, but do you think, based on what you said, that I did some of that, the way I
Yeah,
introduced
no,
it? So
yeah,
hang on,
we just got lost.
Yeah, so the next thing is, was there a specific point or area where you got lost? Do you, like, you know what I'm saying? Because I did some of it, but where did I do a miss for you that you felt like there was a little more integration?
Every time I was surprised about a new thing, I
I don't remember if it's tomorrow morning, but yeah, no.
I can't tell you exactly where. Because
It's okay.
Yeah, but anyway, that's just, I would suggest looking at a Pathfinder basic box and just looking at their first initial stuff they give you, and you can sort of see the path they took. I just thought it was, I can't explain exactly, but I can tell you, for something as crunchy as that is, you can really talk me down the path in the right way to make me not feel overwhelmed.
Another option. This is how I've done it as a DM in the past. And sometimes it feels like you're taking an NPC can be helpful in a certain way, as an example. As a, when you are going down that hallway with the mushrooms, like, what does that NPC do as an example for what we could do? Right? So as an NPC, you're not making decisions that are going to push the narrative, but you instead can give us, I can do that too. Oh, he just did, oh, I can do that too. So because you already know what a character can do, make an NPC that does things not in a heroic way overshadowing us, but is exampling us. And that's how I do it as an NPC.
So I tried to be subtle on that. So there's a point that I pointed out the different senses, taste, touch, and smell, because you could have first checked out the funguses or whatever. But then I chose to introduce it specifically later with him and say, hey, do you smell one? So that's intentionally, and that's along, and it's also along the lines of like slowly trying to introduce like one thing here and there as we go, while it's just an open play.
Right, and so the way to do that is when you did it was like, you could do this, which is pretty good. But at the same time, that becomes a, oh damn, I didn't think so. I'm not smart enough to figure that when you kind of say, you could do this.
Actually on our side.
Does something
To be fair,
early on, then we go, oh, and then we create our own mindset. I'm going to taste something, and then we don't feel like we're like, oh, I missed something, or I missed something. And I think there's a feeling of, I missed something, when it's like, you could.
Well, a lot of that I try to be careful of not trying to guide people, railroad and make them go and just let them choose. But so, but I've done some of that, right? You're just saying there's certain places where you would like more of that, or almost less of it at some point.
I think
If I don't do it a few times, I need more reminding that they
Sure.
Ian picks up on this well. So for
that was
me,
a lot
I
of
think
fun.
you did just fine. I think you did great. In there. I think you did great.
Just when
I
was
do this?
thinking
He's got a couple options.
It's
Are
not
you
the
sure you want
same.
to do that? Maybe
It's
you
just the thing,
want to do
it's
this.
also some of those things like
So I
in
think that was a
theory,
real
we could try again with me just
bonus
by
for you.
myself, but I don't think it's where it
Flexibility
is.
of the system. Hey, I want to make up.
Oh,
Here's
the
how you do
flexibility
it.
is beyond.
And the,
This is
the
one of the most
percentage.
flexible systems
That's
I've
that's
seen.
what I read about it.
Be 100.
Yeah, I like
Oh,
that.
yeah.
I really like it.
Yeah, no, I would say my feedback on it, percentile system always good. Roll under, I play mostly D20 systems, but percentile systems roll under right off the bat. That's a plus. Flexibility is outstanding. Like, as far as combining. You know, archetypes, you blend of archetypes, that's outstanding. I would say as far as, I mean, it's mostly roll under, I would say, I didn't really have any problem understanding it. Obviously, there are certain nuances, like moves and stuff that I'm not gonna know until I know. But after a while, you know, like 4 extracts.
Yeah, but I didn't mean to have that listed on the sheet also, so people can reference while they're sitting and waiting, they can look at the sheet.
But that's just kind of like, that is different what I'm used to, like, so that, which is good, actually. And that's just something that's extra, like, I'll just learn it by playing the game, like, it's not, it's just, you know, like,
well, I did 17 cons, and I didn't do games in all of them, but I didn't have those sheets at first, and then I created that. But nobody ever said, Heroics, you guys was the first to tell Heroics is not there. So I'm like, wait, that's why we have to look at it. I'm like, I forgot.
Well,
This is how I get sidetracked. I forget something. Now I gotta fix
It's
it,
not like
right?
there's not like there's 4 million things you have.
Yeah, no, you're
Sure,
as a DM, you're always having to.
So I had somebody on YouTube say, "Oh, love the video editing." Like that's the least important thing I care about.
Right?
It's the internet, you will never please.
Yeah,
somebody's always
you let that
trying.
hurt you. You're
Like I could care less. I mean, I want to be able to see it and hear it. Other than that, I don't.
Yeah, and I didn't mean to stop you from your feedback either.
But that was outstanding, and I like the abilities and sort of extra powers that you can kind of set. You know, I thought it was a great. I like T100. You can really personalize. You know, almost like West Ass like in a way where you can really sort of combine stuff. I did like the taste, touch, smell, and see. I would only say like with respect to it, OSR is a very broad category if you're going that angle. A lot of times I would, I don't ever make people roll for years or something.
I am variable. So it's not often, but you all were in a critical situation what's going on and setting a tone. And if you heard something, I would change what the creature's actually there. Now you gotta know where to go. So it was really just to engage and let you all explore things. But
then again, I also, unlike I didn't play an OSR style, which is like, hey, can I taste this or can I hear that? I wasn't, you just invited me to do it, so that was good because I wasn't engaged.
And that's just one variant. So people can drop. They don't have to do the secondary senses. We could play even more simple OSR style, but what blend you find. My goal is, one of my tenets is tools over rules, but the other is not really a system's job to tell you how a character should be played by class. You get this and this only and this win, or how to play at the table. So other people, like I can't play very technical, right? Like these, you saw some crunch, right? Like it could be done that way.
Oh, there's one or a different one?
Yeah, I hybrid both. Well, it's more flowing crunch, I think, but it's just more just the follow, right? That you get into a longer combat attention. But there are ways to narrative combat faster. And
Not the way we roll.
yeah, right. There's some that are one.
You can probably tell,
Yeah, this is only the OSR variant. Now, look, you've seen a lot from playing. If you're going to look further, you can see the character creation app. You cannot see the abilities there or the spells. It's too much to code. You would need to look in the book. But you get to choose which ones you start with and which ones you progress with. You're always in control of what you're going to play and how. So it's important to look in the book. Everything else you can see from the app itself, right? Except that.
A lot of stuff like Jim saying, a lot of stuff is obviously you can polish it to learn it. Learning it, people always want to learn it as easily as possible. But I would say like a lot of times stuff is personal preference. Like if I were to run it, I mean, I might. It's a toolkit, right? It's a toolkit. Use it as you want. Take out. But I like the base. Obviously, whatever I want is personal preference, and I can use other abuse. I really like it.
It's 6, 5, 5.
Yeah,
The thing is,
Cinematic.
everything I rolled today.
yeah, I do like
best
the
skills
heroic
I
stuff. Like
did.
you know, you can sort
Or
of
my
just go
worst
No, I
out.
do like the ability to have a hero action.
You like the ability to have heroics?
The hero act, I like the hero action.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because it's always good to have one big.
I do this one
Cinematic
cinematic thing.
Yeah, it's nice to have that.
And you're
Keep talking
building,
about that.
well, one person actually said, well, yeah, but you only get so many, so someone's gonna hold on to the very end and never use it. Well, that's a choice.
Maybe.
Right, you gotta choose, right?
I might use it first, I might use it last, I don't
Well,
know.
that's what they said, but they also said if there wasn't reconstruction or limitation,
Yeah,
then what's it
watch
matter?
this combat.
You know,
So it's gotta be heroic. Like in the movie, it's always a plan. Like you're going to fight you're a guy. Like there's always people often say their last hero off at the end.
It's like DCC has
Everything you're
Yeah, I'm serious about that.
So you roll
Yeah,
both dice,
exactly.
and if that one dice hits, then you get to do it.
Well, thanks, Scott.
You have to describe it, you make it up, but it's got certain limitations to it.
Sure.
But I enjoy that part of the see that part about this one.
Yeah.
No, it's more hero. The other thing's much like this is way more.
Did you feel that there is a degree of OSR, or that you can also scale it to even be less of this or that? To go
No,
back
I
to
think that's what it is. Very ample. The reason I didn't get feedback is I liked it, because otherwise they would just shut up and walk away.
oh, gotcha.
So, all right, just to be clear, I don't want to get defensive, so I like to help you.
Yeah, if Jim's commenting on something, it means he likes it.
Yeah, when I react to your comments, it's to
you
engage
so much.
deeper, so I truly understand where you're coming from with it and not misinterpreting as well.
Right, because
And
I'm
it's trying
scared.
to-
I
That
usually
comes off
won't.
real quick. That does come off.
Well, thank you.
So that's good.
Yeah, no,
hope
I
it's
like it.
useful.
I kind of think of it as just like a slot. I can turn into that as I see fit. So you've done a very good job here. Very good job.
Thank you.
And for where I come to the cons, I try and play games
I was actually signaling
I've never played, where I only get to play at cons. I think this would be phenomenal for a campaign, because now I'm taking my character and I'm like,
came over as a
okay, here's what this religious-based spell does. Here's something cool about it. Work with the DM so that you can come up with those unique things. And I've got that there, and then I get to do this. That's really cool. Instead of crap, I gotta think of something that I've never thought of.
And if you want to hear, actually, all my clerics are different. Some are aura-based casters. You only have to use presence their greatness. If you're blinded, it doesn't matter. You just call forth, and if they're within your presence, then they get their
I would say there's obviously no levels.
Yeah, there's lots of different ways to play.
There are no levels. Oh, there are, right? You said they're level 7. All right, there's always a level based on different tiers.
It must be these numbers.
No, you're good. Another thing they can came up with some stuff, right?
Yeah.
Better numbers.
I think I did. You said.
One other thing I would do is give me a better sheet next time, and it's easier for me to win.
But,
So if
yeah.
it's I mean, that's
No,
really
not
the
the
thing.
sheet,
The
we
main
voted
thing.
dice for you.
Me personally,
Yeah,
yeah.
you need to
I just have a
vote dice.
special set of rules.
Oh, yeah. But
I got the all 99 sheet.
Yeah.
Yes!
So what do you do to take away from that?
Yeah,
He's already said he's coming back.
Oh, that thanks. No, Jim, you're supposed to roll when I wasn't looking, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, I got it.
Here's the problem, I don't do that.
It's a great
So what it is,
system.
it is.
I don't totally appreciate
People
that.
never have to worry about me.
So we can find out more of your products online, right?
Oh,
Yeah, you'll see more info about it, and my booth is over there.
Okay.
His webpage
Look, hopefully the books look great. Hopefully the app looks great, and even more so the content you're feeling is really great. When it comes to the shopping cart and my YouTube videos, very basic. They just do what they're supposed to do.
I don't care about that.
Eventually, better and better as we go.
Yeah. All right, thank you, sir. I
Yeah,
appreciate it.
no thanks.
Thank you, Scott.
Yeah.
Sure. And these ones ours? Or these
Yeah,
ones?
you can certainly take those. And you don't need to either, except the ones I created just OSR, because those in particular are in a free download. You get a rough set of rules to kind of appeal. So you can still look at those, like see the others while.
I wrote upon it though occasionally.
Yeah, no, you'll see all the ones that were in there.
Oh yeah,
All of those are in that free PDF to download.
Okay.
On the main page.
Alright, I will get this back. That was sounds awesome.
Oh, you don't even have it.
Oh, I can't?
No, I'm just saying you can also get these others and see them all. Yeah. Yeah, you're welcome. Y'all adventure well.
We're serving the will out of the rest of the con.
Yeah, you too.
Yeah, I don't know what games you got. They're running.
I had my first ever inaugural players get to siege a castle with the entire army around them and inside the castle. There's a way to do that. So that's tonight. I have a regular World of Midava, not the OSR, and another castle siege, and then one more on Sunday morning.
That's very fun.
I'm very busy.
Yeah, I imagine you're coming from Colorado out here.
No, I actually came from, that's where I live. I came from Long Island, New York. Immediately the next weekend to DC. Now here, I go to Boston PAX East the next weekend. I drive to California in 10 days, San Fran. Then I go to Las Vegas. But Las Vegas and Boston, I didn't expect to get. I didn't think I would. Boston's 140,000 people. Las Vegas is 140 to 170.
I've heard the Las Vegas one. I've got a couple of people I was talking to about the Las Vegas con. That's the place. If you want to get people involved, people learning your system and wanting to bring it on to the tables, because this game is so much more flexible than anything you ever play, right?
Yeah.
You've got the ability. So I'm a homebrewer.
No, I'm setting up right now.
This is a homebrew system.
Yeah, we are.
This
That's
is
right.
this is a homebrew system like I played. Because all the other ones, they have such a there's crunch to it, which is cool because you can go like, oh, there's the rule right. This is the rule. Okay, and I can find what you want to do right here, or I can find what you want to do over here. And you want to do both. I can find that here, right? And that system.
I didn't tell them.
I do not have a nice terrain.
When you choose 1 of 7 and 2 of 60, because they do it within 3 to 5 minutes, they've never even played a game before, role playing, and find a fun concept. That's one class I wanted 12,000. If I include the Pantheon, it jumps to 21,000. Hang on here, let me show you. Because you're into it, let me show you this.
And getting Barry's limit as well too, because this is if you wanted to come and.
Oh yeah, no, I'm sorry. Yeah, thank you. Look at the
I don't think I'm
colors.
exaggerating.
Okay,
Because those are very specific to the type of God. God is your king. Hey, I'm sorry. Thank you for
I'm not sure. I just want to sit down one day. Can I sit down and see if there's even a potential for me to be drunk?
I wouldn't want to see how much alcohol that takes me. Just being near that much alcohol, I might die.
The smell that's pouring out of those glasses.
If someone doesn't show, he's gonna jump in. You just never know.
I'm sorry, Angus. I am showing. I'm gonna be there.
Hello, how are you? You're here for some silly Lord of the Rings fun? I am. Sweet.
Ian, I'll see you later.
Would you like to use the
I
play.
Yeah, that's right.
How you doing?
See you later.
This has nothing to do with Lord of the Rings, but if you'd like a free set of dice, up to you. Yeah, just random dice if you want. Yeah, nothing to do with the game. Just a gift. Yeah. This. That's a good idea.
Angus? Yeah.
Just for me to have.
I'm like, after last night, gathering around and
You already
enjoying
have
2 months.
dice for this game?
Yes.
You played before?
So, I mean, this is one of the things that I keep
Oh, you've read it? Well, feel free to rule over me. This is my first time running it.
Just because here,
That's why I'm doing the starter set.
I feel like I'm with
I like
people,
to,
not just I'm at a table.
especially running games.
And that's a whole different thing, right? You go to the
Yeah.
cons,
So I
or
rarely
whatever.
play,
I feel like I'm
and
sitting
then
at a table. All right, I
like
got
to see
the
how
number, I got the thing, it's done.
I'm not giving
People
these
are
away, but in
eating
case
off,
anybody needs
and they go there on a way.
some hero
Here,
dice.
I feel like I see
Two
that.
sets.
And all of a sudden, what are you up to? Let's chat. Like, it feels so.
Yeah, I ran a Pendragon tournament last week.
And then,
Yeah, I tweaked the rules into a PvP.
staying up all night.
So there was a whole like social aspect all the nights. So I had to do the banquet. And then depending on their interactions, they gained boons and banes against one another. And then they had to do a parade, like the nightly parade in front of the Duke and Duchess. And then they had a chance for like social faux pas or not. And then they went into jousting, which was just for points. So rebated lances, so they're not trying to kill each other. And then it went into a true free-for-all melee where they could team up and decide who's working with who and who's, and based on your boon and bane, people are like, oh, I'm keeping up with you. If we work together, we get a boon, and the other one guy was like, he had an individual boon against everybody, because he like was just being a jerk as a knight, like his character. But then everyone else had boons against him, and so it was like, everyone's like, kill it!
Yeah, I needed a lot of it too.
And then I had made English playing classes. I had someone etch them for me, so I had the name of the tournament in here to come, and I had my house symbol as I was the Duke, as the game master, which is the yew tree on the hill. And then for each one, it had like one was champion. Obviously, if you win, you're the champion. But it also had like blood over glory for the first night to die, actual die, and most unfortunate for the first night to go out of the tournament. Then we had a nightly vote. All the knights got to vote on who they thought did the least knightly, and they won one called Ill of Nature. So it was a lot of fun. It's a good little tournament. I think we had 10 nights.
And that's like a title?
Yeah.
I'm getting ready to start a group on Pendragon for the first time.
It's fun. I think that I still find on the combat a little clunky because it's very 1970s and 80s style.
I started a battle.
Yeah.
Large battle. Okay. I tried the Pendragon campaign.
The Great Campaign? Yeah. I've not done the Great Campaign.
And I got this, the first 2 years there's some battles. And it just I felt like the feeling was half fun. Being there to not. Player mode the battle.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Yeah. A lot of there are a lot of games like that.
No, going through that like pure social game into that battle game. And I appreciate that they were trying to make it feel like a lot of knights hitting each other, nothing happens until one finally goes down and then you finish them all. Or a lot of things are happening outside your peripheral.
You're not good.
I can't sleep at night. So I'm up all night long. I can't sleep on bed, so I have to sleep in a recliner. And like here,
yeah, and these guys all are generally
you go everything.
high fantasy role playing, 5e shouters. So I'm trying to so I was setting the stage, and I'm like, for your night, you were like 3 miles long distance, right, in the 500s, like, making them understand, like, you were knight, you come from a knighted family, or potentially you were knighted, but you were not like a secret hidden guardian or something, like that's not Pendragon, right? But they all really embraced it. Some of them had really good backstories of other characters growing up, others had shorter ones. It does. Yeah. Exactly. Right. Oh yeah. Two of them invoked passions and got a +10. They both critted. Got a +10 against the other knight they were fighting, and that was just like the end of that, right? Like, and then people realized how powerful passions are. And then one of the other knights was like, I roll for a passion, and he fumbled. He was like, no! And I was like, oh, you instantly become that. Yes, it was a good night. I think everybody had fun. It also helped there was a good amount of whiskey, so.
I played the Pendragon game yesterday.
Oh, excellent. Yeah, and you go to the
prior to
they
that,
got
you
some of
almost
the new
didn't
stuff is in there.
recognize it as that because it's so part of your norm.
That's what I want
And then as soon as it was gone, that's when you realize there was pain there, like all this time.
Yeah.
So they've done all the MRIs and that.
Oh, really? Okay.
They talk arthritis
Yeah,
in my
yeah, yeah.
back. And so it's my lower back and the two vertebrae there between the L4, L5, and the S1. So those spots right there. He talks about the arthritis right there, and he goes, "We can do some discectomies, but beyond that, like once we started getting into that surgery, you're not going to want that surgery yet."
So I live in
I don't know why he's.
So I live in the countryside. So it's like our village is from about the 900s. So not quite as old, but I set the whole thing in my village where I live. So I put, not that anybody else would really know. I mean, one of the guys is doing surgery in where I live. But like the local inn is the inn that's still in my village, and like, some of the landmarks and stuff. My wife and I just like we've been going our whole lives. Going there every summer to vacation, and then and then we wanted to give our kids some exposure to like international, but not so fun.
I'm here.
My kids don't speak. I speak Spanish and English, but they only speak English, so we wanted so. It made more sense to go there, but then we'd be able to travel and take them to Spain, take them to Italy, take them to Greece, like, so they can see other cultures. We do a lot of like museums and that kind of stuff, and if there's ruins to see, right? Because we want them to get exposure to more stuff.
We've considered moving.
Yeah. The one challenge I would say anywhere you move as an American is IRS taxes you no matter where you live, and then the local government wants their money, and then usually you have to pay an accountant to figure out how to get your tax rebates back and do it right to the IRS or the local government. It can be a bit expensive, as I've learned, to have to deal with all that. So this guy is a friend from England. He does not live in my village. He lives in a town. He's fancy. But how long were you in the States?
Just over 3 years.
So the nice thing with most countries is when you leave that country and live somewhere else, they stop taxing you. Well, you have a big military. Which is why that whole stupid thing, people keep sending me stuff about, there's that one congressman who put forward like if you get another passport from another country, you can't dual citizenship anymore. I mean, it's just a publicity stunt. This would never go through. There is so much money that the U.S. makes on taxing people abroad. Why would they ever want you not to be? It'll never happen.
My daughter's basically my ex-wife is Finnish, so my daughter has born in the States, born in California, when I was looking at that. So she has the U.S. The Finnish one was also the British one. That was the most expensive.
Hey, welcome.
I had to prove like I was British.
Welcome to the One Ring. This is part 1 of the starter set. I think it's just one person. Yes. Pre-generated characters, please. Perfect. Get a second to arrive and get a second to pick. We'll flip it through. These are free. They have nothing to do with the One Ring. I'm just giving away dice.
Cool.
If you like some dice, please take a set.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, of course.
You know what? I've had enough of you.
This is what happens when you have people that join your sorry, what was your name again? Matt. Nice to meet you, Matt. Jonathan. My badge is in the hotel, and they said I don't need it to run again, so I'll go back and get it later.
Matt, I'm Nick. Nice to meet you.
So this is my first,
Nick, I've got some soup on my hand. I need to grab this. There you go.
So Matt has played before. He's running before. He's running before. He's not played before. This is the new starter set that came out I think last year. So I wanted to run it. So we'll see how it goes. I told Matt it's okay to rule boy or me if he knows anything wrong.
Yeah, I have not played
I'm going to be enjoying this with you, so I'm very
every single
excited.
con that I go to. I always look at this book, and I always almost pull the trigger. And
Oh.
I always want to be.
I own all the books. I just like to sit and look at the pictures and make it as a nerd. This will be the first one. If you the game uses two different colors. It's good if you have 2 different colors. Oh, I can play that. So we know which is which. And then you need up to 66. If you don't have that, these are my sets, but you're welcome to borrow one.
This is the One Ring free session.
Hi, welcome, Jonathan. I'll be your lore master.
No, I'm gonna show. This is it.
Oh, that sounds way more important than I am. So. Game master.
Actually, buy the dice before.
Oh, cool. Did you go white or black?
I got both of them.
Oh, nice. Like a true nerd. I love it.
Yeah, you ever heard of people on July 4th, like something?
Hey, the black dice are for me.
Oh, is that there?
No, I mean, that's just what I'm doing. You can do whatever you want. But no, I have 4 sets just in case anybody wants to hit the bars.
Yeah, I'm sure. That's
Oh, you have the old school. Nice.
Your OG.
We're missing one. And then we have a sub if
Just in case.
if our fifth doesn't show.
Can I run on this?
Yes, those are for you to keep. Yep.
You have one for me?
Where's the stack? Oh, right there. Yep.
Yeah, you got mine. And here, I'll take whoever's next. I don't know. I got it. The daughter of Qatar.
Okay, you're just gonna wait, choose, man.
I'm very choosy.
Well, Trinamyk, that's really like. What's your name? Well, I
This
hope
is
you like what you saw or at least what you
gift for
heard.
you if you like some dice. Had nothing to do with the One Ring. And just some dice as a gift.
You too. Thank you.
Couple D12 and 6. I've got one.
It's my fantastic travel. Love it. Yeah. I've had this for like
Yeah, she deserves a trophy. All that artwork. Come on. Number 6. I'm gonna wear my shirt
yeah.
tomorrow.
It fits if you have like a half